is Nobi. Guys, you can make more noise, and then make some noise for Nobi, man. Now, I got a couple of questions for Nobi before he gets to this game. Now, of course, we are going to Tekken 8. Are you ready to move from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 now?
テッキン7からもう終わりますので、テッキン8はもう覚悟いいですか？
自分の奥さんにもう人生捨てますって言ってるんで大丈夫です。
Yeah, well, my wife will be there, so I'll be okay.
That's a good sign because we need Nobi here. How does it feel knowing that you are one of the first and strongest Tekken 7 players in the world?
テッキン7のプレイヤーの中で、なんか初めと最強っていうか最強の中で位置しているというのはどう思いますか？
自分がいや嬉しいですけど、まあこの流れで最後に鉄拳8のこの商談これ勝って気持ちよく8迎えたいですね。
Well, of course, he's really happy about that, you know, the fact that he was the first to do it. But now that we're moving into Tekken 8, you know, what happens here, if he can win, then he'll be really happy about that and can feel confident moving forward.
Well, look, I've seen Nobi do this with my own eyes, but let's take a look back at what Nobi did to get here.
You're watching Tekken 7 Faded Retribution here at EVO 2016. Saint versus Nile. Clash of the Z Titans.
And when he got his back put up against the wall, that's what Saint did a lot of damage for him. Can't count Saint out ever. Machine gun punches. Not over the forward one. It's tournament point for Saint right now. He's trying to become EVO champion.
Oh, he does it!
He does it, Saint! EVO
聽唔聽到把聲？我已經睇大嘅個 game 聲。應該我覺得個 game 聲會大少少。咁我而家可以較細啲個 game 聲。大聲啊！係咯，人聲我都較低啲。而家 OK？ 而家 OK？
Saint, nice to see you.
Hello.
Nice to see you. I have a couple of questions before you get to your match with Nobi. First and foremost, how does it feel now that Tekken 7 has come to an end and we move on to Tekken 8?
철권 7가 끝나니까 철권
이거
8이 끝나니까
佢識韓文嘅原來。
Feels very good. 속이 시원합니다.
He says it feels pretty refreshing. It feels pretty good.
Is it good to be able to play Nobi one last time before we move on to Tekken 8?
노비하고 한 번 또 싸울 수 있으니까 기분이 어떠네요?
좀 어려운 매치가 되겠지만 최선을 다해서 재밌는 경기 하도록 하겠습니다.
We got Nobi here, and also Saint is here.
Well, that's what I
All
like
the
to
Evo
hear. I'm
champ,
an
I
Evo
think.
champion for a reason, so I expect
They should
nothing
be. They should
less.
have Arsenal Edge also,
Nobi
right?
versus Saint is going to be a
If
great
both-
match to see. Let's take a look at
And
what
I
these guys have
saw
done
the
against
trailer,
each other to get to this very point.
Promoting material. There's a knee. That's knee. Knee is here also.
All right, you see right here, EVO 2015, Nobi versus Saint. EVO
it's so
winners
early.
semifinals. You see Saint playing
2015.
Shaheen because Jack 7 wasn't even in the game up to this point, Spirit. He was released in the FR revision. So this is the initial arcade version, 7.0 as people call it. But Nobi playing that tried and true Dragunov. And you know, taking it in the winners semifinals 2-1 and sending Saint to losers.
Yeah, and believe it or not, and losers finals as well. They ended up getting a run back, which ended up being in 3-2. And so far, Nobi has quite the upper hand when it comes to that EVO stage against Saint. And it's been a very, very long time that we have seen these two Titans go against each other.
And that's one of the reasons I was like, how does it feel to go against them one more time before the end of Tekken 7? And that's really what you would like to see. Let's take a look at the card real quick for Nobi going up first here against Saint.
Yeah, you see it. Still a young man, early 30s of Japan, multiple EVO top 8 appearances. You know, it was a time where it was very common. It was just assumed that Nobi would make that EVO top 8. 2015, 2016, 2019, 2023. Saint, no different. 35, multiple EVO and EVO Japan top 8 appearances under his belt as well.
And representing Korea as well. You know, one of the Titans of the Tekken history as well. Definitely one of the first few and having that clash between the, as you guys saw in the video, you know, on the previews, and having these two going against each other, it is going to be a brawl, and I'm really excited of what these two players are going to pick out for their 3 characters for the showcase.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Like, I feel like you guys have had even more recent hands-on with Tekken 8, so I was watching you guys play it. So I'll be interested to see. I'm going to be learning a lot watching these guys play and just seeing how they like approach the offense, even though this is pre-release,
take
obviously.
some
But I
time
still want to see how these
to-
guys approach it, being like some of the veterans
to get in the match.
Tekken 7, excuse me.
Yeah,
We're gonna see
then
the
also
characters
the
these two have
announcement
brought to
of
the
the
table.
new
No big surprises there. Nobi bringing out
of
the
the new
Fang and the
character,
Lars because
the
unfortunately we
character
currently do not
reveal will
have
be at the
Dragon on
end
this
of
build. So his
the
third
showcase.
choice being the Asuka.
That is very interesting. I didn't expect that at all.
Oh,
you
so
know, Fang
they can,
and Lars, you know, kind of works out
pick any
perfectly due to
character,
that
pick
perfect
the
play
3
style.
different characters.
That resembles Dragunov, you know, some of it has a
after
rush down
every
perfect poking,
round.
but going with the Asuka, that's kind of like a dark horse pick. But
Yeah,
for Saint, obviously
so
we knew about
they're
the
trying
Jack,
to
but the other
showcase
two as well,
as
we
many
know
as
that he has the caliber
character
of
that's
these,
possible.
you know, of the character knowledge.
It's not really
But have we seen
tournament,
those
it's a
in tournament play
showcase.
or quote unquote
So
showcase
it
play as
will
well? I'm
I
excited.
mean, how do you
all
approach
the
something
evil
like this, right?
champ
As a
of Tekken
showcase match,
7,
you're like, yo, I got
and then
old rivalries I'm trying to
doing
get.
an exhibition
Or you're like, hey, I get to
match
play the game.
with
Let me
each
take
other to
advantage of this,
showcase
have a little fun, learn a
the
little bit,
game.
you know?
Honestly, it's a little
Yes.
bit of column A, a little bit of column B, right?
Yeah,
You want to
right.
have fun,
Feeling
you want to have
about
a
the
good time,
game.
but you definitely would love to be the
I
winner
mean,
of the
the
showcase
new
today.
game actually
tell people all the time,
really
like, fighting game
different
players, we
from
never forget, bro.
the previous game.
In a
I mean,
basement
I
38
tried
years ago. I'm
in
going to
the,
remember it when we play in tournament. And that's the kind of energy you
in
get. It's all a
both,
good fun because we're all
network
rivals,
tests
right?
and
But, like, that's the kind of energy
really
you get
feels
from,
the-
like, fighting games in general.
the
And
system,
Tekken has been one of those games that has
chip
legacy
damage,
carryover with, like,
makes-
a lot of grudges. So it's always been one of the more unique things about what Tekken
The
brings to,
formula
like, fighting games.
is
Yeah,
barely
man,
the same,
I
like
want
the
that
frame
faulty run back over
data,
from 2015. That's what
launcher, JPO,
I like that. For
spacing.
all the, I
This
like how you said that
kind of
all the
thing
way
is
from
more or less the
2015.
same. But
I need that running back. I've been waiting,
because of
seething at the
those
teeth to play you
his
again.
system,
But
chip
that's what happens,
damage,
man. And
it
we were
makes
talking
the
about this a
game
little bit.
pace
It's about starting the
quite different
stories
from the
of Tekken. A
previous
lot of people
title.
wasn't here to understand the rise of the knee, the rise
Let
of
me know
the
if
Saints.
my
And I know
sound
a
is
lot of
too
people seen the
loud
rise
or
of
the
the
game is
Arsenal, but like, you guys can be a
game
part of
sound
this
is too
history
loud or
too.
something
That's
like
why
that.
it's so good to go to a brand new
okay, just
game. We get these guys, these legacy players, getting their chance to show you how they're approaching it. And I think everybody's a winner here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that we have our EVO champions to showcase the amount of potential that we have for the players that we haven't seen at all, I'm excited to have these in high level execution for every single one. So.
Yeah, 100%. Just seeing what these guys can bring to the table, showing, you know, this is also just being a showcase for what these characters as well these players can display in this new game as well.
Well, let's take a look back at the 2015 finals to see exactly how that went down, just before we get into this next match, because I feel like a lot of people really don't understand. I'm glad you
I
pointed
think
that out. We didn't
Nobi
have
and Saint
all the characters there, and on top of that, like just looking at this,
preparing for
it's
the,
giving me nostalgia on the sense that like very. I was about to say this is so
for
early.
the
The
exhibition
different
match.
filter over the stages. Just
And-
some characters, the way the rage arts used to be, without the huge cinematics.
And Dragon's Nest being all gray as well, thinking like that Tekken 5 DR throwback.
Yeah, I think maybe newer players don't realize like these first two Evos happened before the game was officially released on console. These were arcade, basically tournaments in a sense. So.
We're going down a deep hole here because this is one of the first games that like Tekken 8 is going to go straight to console, right?
Right.
So a lot of these players coming from all the way from playing a game in the tournament before it was even released
And
to
the
now
game
being
is
some of the best
quite
players in the
different
world.
from,
And this is going to
7
be
years
interesting.
ago.
But I think we got our match ready.
Tekken
It's
is
gonna be
always a
Nobi versus
niche
Saint. What a
fighting game
run back.
franchise.
Let's get to it.
But
And it seems like
the
Saint is
10-7
gonna pick out
really
the law
brings
first, and Nobi is gonna pick Asuka
that
to
game
start
to
things
the
off.
whole new
Let's
next
get it.
level. I mean, the popularity.
All right, first game
So
coming out with
we
the
got
Asuka versus the Law.
Nobi using Asuka versus Saint.
The reversal comes out right
all of
now.
them are dual
Nobi
champion,
known
of
for that
course,
really fast, frenetic,
using Law.
aggressive gameplay. He always wants to throw you a
I think
curveball,
everyone knows that
always with the backswing blows
Saint's
or evasive
main
moves right when
character
you think you're getting
is,
comfortable. And honestly, Asuka might be perfect for that
Jack
playstyle. You throw out a reversal, you
and
throw out a back
Garen
three, you throw
Ryu,
out a
but
can
I
kick.
think
And all of
he
a sudden
also
you
played
ruin your
Law
opponent's momentum.
and
But Asuka with that new install.
And
today.
Saint just randomly throws out the backflip to get the launch. It evens out the life lead, and we got 30 seconds left in the clock. We got the slide, and remember, the slide's a little bit different now. You don't get that confirmed down to 3, and we're gonna start with heat by Nobi turning things up.
showcase the
Wrecking that life bar. He was chipping Being away at that life bar with all that recoverable health, but Saint not wanting to get bullied and fighting back at the last instant, taking that first round.
Nice down forward two by Saint. Remember, we now have tornado flips
That's
instead of screw, so it's a
Evo champ there, so I think they will showcase every
character. Tekken 8
character.
changes from Tekken 7.
I hope they will show something outside of the CBT.
1-2-3 fakie.
Ending with the nunchucks.
Okay.
Down back three.
Interesting.
Okay,
Wow, that's one should be a punish.
4-3 once again.
Yeah. Oh, the big flip. Balance the rip.
Nice.
Balance the rip.
Oh, it doesn't hit the ground.
1 down 3, just get the guaranteed. Remember now, with Tekken 8, there is
nice.
chip now, and you're able to gain health back from
Asuka is one of the characters that doesn't really
if you have
change
a
much.
lot of recoverable life, if you can manage to hit one heat engagement, you will get
and
all of
10-7.
it back. It can be a big start of your comeback.
much attempt
Yeah,
for Magic 4. Remember,
she
Magic
do
4 does
have
not get the
a
guaranteed
new install
You have to commit to
stance,
the second hit at the very least.
which works quite similar to
A little
Claudio.
bit in trouble now for the Oki. Hold the space back.
Yeah, but
The install now hasn't been able to really
overall
catch it up.
she
She can do a big
is
chunk of damage when she has that
a
install.
similar
as a couple
character
under,
to
but
Tekken 7.
3 rounds
On the
straight
other
with
hand,
the
though,
Law. Saint
Law
takes out Nobi's Asuka. And now
do have a
Nobi's gonna
great
decide between the Lars or
amplifier
the
about
Fang.
his
Which one is he going to bring up
stances.
next?
I think he's going to go for the Lars.
most of his stuff is
Oh,
easier to
one
use
Fang.
and
Also, this outfit is
more
great. It's
new
ridiculous.
That throwback to that T5 suit.
The glove.
more
Oh, man.
beginners friendly.
I think right now Fang and Law has
Hello?
the best suits right now in this game
Hello.
with the throwback. And we're going to go over the square one.
I like a lot of the throwbacks, like Raven having that T5 alternate outfit as well. All right. Bringing out the Fang now. Fang with a lot of tools to counter people that want to be super aggressive. The down back 3, obviously, the down 2, the back 1 palm.
Fang also
and
has
when
a
Fang is
very
in
good
heat in this
stuff
game, that
as
back 1 palm will knock down on normal hit and getting the shoulder follow-up. That is a huge change.
That's a new move. I
There's a
think
lot
back
of shoulder
three.
guarantees as well. 4 Fang added into this new game as well. After the Sabaki, you are also guaranteed with a shoulder, and I'm sure we'll see soon.
So as someone that has played a lot of Law in these first 2 betas, he actually
looks
does
like
get
this
a
is
follow-up
still
after
the
sliding. So you can turn around and hit them
current
on the
build
floor
we
with
have
the nunchuck.
we have
the
played in the
1+2.
CBT.
But Saint is still put on the pressure, not letting Nobi breathe at all with this Fang pick.
Try the punish, but no dice.
Let's go to the bigger transom still, and that's one of the
That's a
strengths
new
of
move. While
punishes
sending
as well for
one.
Fang.
That's new
Taking it
stuff.
on 1+4 into a full crouch and getting a back turn mix up. What?
Okay, nice.
Armored through the heat burst. He's going to do a good enough amount of damage, but he's not going to be dead yet, and he's going to put Nobi into rage instead.
And
Nice.
Nobi is still unraged. Do not forget that. But Saint
Nice
still
punish.
has it.
Spends it. The rage drive shoulder still alive
That's the
and well
new
in this
pressure
game.
And the
shoes.
piercing arrow able to get
Do you
that counter hit.
have any questions?
Just
You
the
get
final match poses.
tired about
Addition to this game. Spends the
your
heat burst
opponent
to try to
pressure?
get
You
to the
just
wall
do
here.
the
Spends the
heat
heat
burst.
rush, extends the combo,
Get
but
out
gets
of
the
the-
low wall
of the
spot,
trouble.
but Saint answers back with a hop kick.
Gets to the side, trying to control the wall here,
nice
but fires back
punch.
with the DF2. Historically, Saint has always been really good at finding
Why
those
do that?
openings and just that rage yard in the last round as well. Just right when you feel comfortable, he's
Nice.
also really good at throwing off your momentum.
One down, tries to get the counter hit from the down 2-3, and that's one of the new moves there from Fang. Puts in a lot of plus range as well, and
Yes.
one of the greatest tools that he's had in a while.
Nobi trying to wait out this heat activation. If you don't
Oh,
do anything
nice.
at all, it's 12 seconds, but spends his heat
This
smash.
is the,
whilst heat
heat-
smash 14
what do you call
frames,
it?
incredibly
Heat
fast.
smash.
And when you block it, he goes
Equivalent
into
to the
DSS afterwards and try to keep pressure.
ray drive.
Nice,
Has them?
4-3. A little bit too far there to get the tornado flip.
They shoot.
Mix up? No, it doesn't go for the low, but it does
Oh,
go for the
nice.
armor and activates heat, and Saint right back at you.
He used back on armor again to get the
Guys, respect is not assumed. It has to be earned.
get
and
out of
they
the
are swinging
situation.
at each other.
Slide over
With
the
the slidey.
Nice.
Beautiful whip under the back
Oh.
4-3, down to able to get it out. Doesn't fully extend for the one rising 1-2. And Saint spins
that's
the range
a
up there. I
range
don't think he's
shot.
able to connect,
Yeah,
and
punish.
that is all she wrote as Nobi eliminates
Nice.
Saint's Law out of this showcase.
All right, we're 1-1 here. Saint now having the Brian or the Jack in his pocket. I'm expecting the Brian. I'm expecting the Brian coming out and like right there, and the Jack will be the anchor for Saint's team. This feels so weird to say. But I'm really digging this format in terms of just the character curveballs we can get, the character variety.
Yeah, he is still very strong.
Again,
I mean,
it
he
is,
still keep all the
perfect way to
tools he
showcase
has
all the
in
characters
Tekken 8.
for your showcase instead of just one character per player. This is the absolute way.
Ooh, right
So,
from the start.
down
counter
3-2?
two?
He
Yeah, down 3-2
he
right
is
at the
still
start,
a
and
very
counter 1-2-1
strong
Saint swinging from the start, but Nobi
character
X-Bang
with
perfect
good
for people that
movement
want to
and
press a little
whip
bit too
punish.
much.
As I was saying, if that was in Tekken 7, that would have been getting screwed, but Saint still trying to adjust that with the muscle memory. Just like that
Nice.
starts off with a down 4-3, able to launch her now and spins heat, extend the combo.
Doesn't
We
it?
get here,
Yeah,
spins
plus
it on
frame.
the big stomp for plus frames.
that one should be punishable.
Tries to get control back. Heat.
So let's see how Saint uses
If he's willing to
heat
just wait out that heat
to
timer if he has to.
this is the
Saint
heat
makes the
heat
first
smash.
move with the heat smash and takes the first round of game 3.
Brian also got a install stance,
So
which
back
works
one.
similar as
Brian is pretty cool in Tekken 8. He has
like
a new
Claudio.
install of his own, Snake Eyes. And when he gets it off of certain moves, which you might see
Nice.
here, off this combo, no, he drops it. But when he has Snake Eyes, he gets some empowered extensions on a lot of his moves. For example, 3+4 gets a
I
second
wonder,
hit that he can choose to bring out. And
These
if he charges
people
it up,
got
he
a
can do a lot of
copy
chip
of
damage. We might see it.
We might.
game.
But so Nobi is trying to deny
think
that right now, but gets the
I think
control back as Saint
Vanna
is one
Namco
round
has
away to
given them
eliminate the
a
Fang.
game to test it
Nice orbital to start it
or
off.
practice some combo.
Oh, it's the
Maybe
combo
not.
here, and we are in one of the
This is
biggest
definitely
stages
not
for Tekken 8.
optimized combo
So,
for
Wall
Brian.
carry's a little bit questionable here.
As
Yeah,
punish?
this stage might look like it's
Oh,
infinite,
man.
but no, there is a wall. It is just very, very far away.
Spins the heal, wants to maximize
Oh,
the
he
damage,
missed
but
that.
unable. Here comes the Mock Breaker, able to get the hit and able to regain all the
Nice.
health that he's lost.
Spends the heat smash, trying to get some pressure going.
For one, and Jet Upper, but doesn't get the full combo, but it doesn't matter
Yeah.
as he gets it 3 rounds straight.
And who let this man have
It's
a Gatling
bold
gun?
to release a
I have no idea. I think
PCN
it's the coolest thing ever.
one week early. And the
All
test.
the way from, this guy
Right.
goes all the way from Tekken 5.
People just
I've been
cracked it
carrying it
like
with me the entire
within
time.
day. Within a
Nobi
day,
on his
right?
final character with the
They
Lars.
announced game on
Nobi's
Steam,
Lars
and then
is
they just
scary.
cracked the
I think
game
Lars
like
in general is pretty scary in this game. He
within
looks super cool.
within a day.
And then when he's in heat, he gets the lightning under his
I think,
under his feet. He's just
many
zipping-
people get their hands on
zigzagging
it.
all over the place. And I'm probably gonna say this all day, but this outfit for Lars looks super cool.
But Lars is also a very interesting character.
Oh, you saw right there, he was
He
charging up
got
the
a
second
lot
hit
of
before,
buffs, and
he
then
got stuffed out.
his
There it is.
gameplay
Nobi is not letting Saint breathe at all, but
different.
doesn't get the knee counter hit and tries to get the control back, but doesn't get the strength of level. Ended off with the Mock Breaker, but Nobi will get the counter hit out of that.
from
and will
Tekken 7.
Can he kill here?
I think so.
He smashed.
That he
yes.
can.
Nice.
Maximizing the resources, getting the first round.
Nobi's ready. For full release, he's ready.
Let's save right now.
Just like that, Nobi's got his 50%
Nice.
and gets caught again by the 4-4-1. Just ended up with a 4-4-2.
Nice.
23. And for people that might be surprised with this Lars pick out of
Lars,
Nobi, in Tekken Tag 2, his team
I've
was
got
dragging off
different
Lars.
ways to
So he has experience with this character.
more tools to get into different entries.
But now tried to
the
get control back
stances.
and
His way in.
He also got
And
a new
heat smash
dance
right back
after
at
certain
you. It is
moves,
1,
like
2,
spinning,
1.
and then it would
Try to get
crouch,
cheeky with the string
hit
at the
him
stance,
in
but Saint was
full
ready to
crouch.
just challenge him right away. But
Yes, this is the
again,
new stance. So he got a lot
Full
of
string, too.
tools.
Steps on it,
A
some
new
dynamic
toys
entries.
to
having the
approach.
dynamic entry into the stomp is so cool. It's so disrespectful. It's like,
Instead of just him standing out there, I was like, I'm gonna keep moving forward.
what shoes you got on there?
And also
Don't
when
matter.
when Lars in
Even
heat,
health here. We got 30 seconds left to
he
play.
got a buff
both of
version
them
of
still
the
have-
silent entry.
Oh, but
Dynamic
that's
entry, I
good
think,
caught.
is like
Close to go back
he
one,
got a
super
full armor
fast high from a sway back,
get into his
counter hit juggle starter as
his
well.
stances to mix
The
up.
Mon Rage gets caught by the heat, and now.
Oh, nice.
All right, potential final round of our first match of the Tekken 8 showcase. Are we going to see this Jack come out, or is Nobi going to be eliminated?
We shall see. And Nobi's trying to answer back, but beautiful jab on the float there by Saints.
And you see when Brian Potts,
Just go for 1 down 3
you see
and still able to
his
try.
arm is burning, so he's getting into a
And spends the heat now.
power up stance.
And
Nice.
beautiful armor out of there. It is final round. It is showcase point, survival point.
Nice walk, but the jet upper unfortunately whiffs. But Nobi comes right back in with a dynamic entry 1-2. He's in. Ooh, the big knee answers back from Saint. Has that Snake Eyes install. Right there it is. Yeah, spends it right away on the empowered string.
Beautiful flow combos. Roy able to get tornado flip, but doesn't get the full thing. Nice block on the 1-2-3, and the G-clap able to spin it out with the heat. Engager, no, nice break out of the 1+2.
Spends the rage R, but Nobi just waiting. And we are going to go to the final game here. We're going to see that Jack 8 coming out of Saint.
It is 2-2, and we are going to see the tried and true.
They're having a good time though. You
Man.
can tell they're having a good time though.
That's the best part too.
The first game and the matches are already so tightly contested. I might be exhausted.
We're
by the
gonna
end of
see
this.
the Jack 8. Jack is
No, I was
also
getting tense
another
right now. And they having
character
so much
that's
fun. You can actually
totally
hear 'em, like,
different
laughing and having a good
from
time
previous
playing the
game.
game. That's a good sign
Now
already,
he's
but now
got
we get
the
the Jack
tools from
versus the
Gigas
Lars.
and also many mix-up tools.
Jack 8 redesign,
Really
getting some
interesting,
Gigas moves
changes
as
for
well
the-
to his arsenal, and a new stance on top of that with Gamma Howl.
Gamma Howl is not a joke.
Oh, nice.
And whenever you see that
Nice.
blue circle reticule, that's actually a Gigas move that he's doing as well.
Dude, we're starting off
Not the
really
best
with some
movement,
G-clap
but,
over and over, and Saint is trying to take the control back.
You got a
but
very
Nobi says
strong
no.
stance mix-up.
Potentially good choice, just overwhelming the
Oh,
Jack,
this
but
is
he does have the
the-
counter
the-
right there.
Get into storm.
And when he's in heat, his Gamma Howl 2 is a guard break. But again, Lars just not letting Jack get started here.
Oh, that one is that he
crushing all of the options.
counted.
Crushing everything.
Nice.
And this could be the final round of the first matchup for Nobi and Saint. Will Nobi be able to move on to find her
Nice.
next Evo champion?
That's damage absurd.
Nice.
See the
even
damage
there
there?
to extend the combo. One, and Nobi presses out of there. It's down 3-3, and
Nice.
keeps aiming for
Off
the
the leg.
load, and the G-clap
And all
once
the
again
frames
able to
there.
connect.
Not giving him the
Just
room to
doesn't
take advantage of his
let
heat or his Gamma Howl. When he
Saint
spends the
beef
heat
at all.
smash 10 frame.
He does not carry
Get
that
in.
one range,
Oh,
and it doesn't
man,
matter
this is
as
a new
Nobi
heat
cleans it out
move.
with the Lars 3
Just come out from
and
a
eliminates
low
Saint
attack
from this Tekken 8 showcase.
in the new stance.
Man,
Nice.
how did you feel about the matchup?
Hassan Ash,
I
Bob,
mean, I
and
was
low
surprised
high.
seeing
of
the
course.
initial characters with the Asuka and the Law, but once we got to those final characters, it seemed like, you know, it was just business as usual for Nobi with that Lars. That Lars was a great pick, especially the way it just kind of smothered the Jack and didn't really give Saint a chance to get
No,
started.
absolutely not. And that's exactly how he played it all throughout this weekend as well. He did not give any hesitation of his decisions and just kept it in your face, like range 0 at all times.
No, it's one of those things
that's
that, like,
true,
you really
that's
see.
true.
That's kind of like a matchup thing, right? Lars is
So,
known for like keeping it close, and if you're given that space where he
You
can
know,
kind of like abuse his quick lows and his
if you
stances and dynamic entry,
watch
you really gonna get
in
like
seven
kind of
tournaments, you
overwhelmed,
know,
right? And
notice
Jack
that
has historically had a harder time
both
dealing with that
players
kind of
just,
pressure. Anyway, I mean, obviously he has like his
dash
new
away
normal moves and
from,
stuff like that to kind of deal with it. But once again, the game's not
but
out
that's
there.
a
You gotta
lot.
let him play, folks. You gotta let
But
him learn.
the
Sure,
new
upcoming
heat system
times, things are
or
going to
the
change.
game itself is just
I mean, I
like,
guess we'll see, right?
we
I mean, but
watch
that's one of the
you
things that happens.
from
We got a brand new
aggressive right
game.
now.
There's a new engine to learn. Like, you have to take advantage of new stuff. Like,
in the
just knowing
surface
how, like,
level
down
that,
4-2
you
works
can
with
cancel
Jack
some
now.
of some
It's a
kind of
different
move.
move now. So even like committing to it in like
and
certain
also
situations,
when you
really
got
does change how you
the
approach it.
heat
It's gonna take time for players to get
activated,
used to it.
some
Yeah,
of
right
your
there, the,
move are buffed.
result of our first match of the day.
They're rather
3-2
more safe
in
or give you more
the favor of
frame
Nobi. We're gonna
advantage,
some highlights
so
here.
you
The first
can
match, the Asuka from
approach
Nobi
more
versus the Law.
aggressively.
And that law was a
And-
sight to see as well.
Yeah, surprising.
And at the back, like,
And the Fang
that's chip
coming up
damage.
against
That's
the Law,
really, you
bringing it
can't
to
really just
1-1.
keep
Some great highlights. We saw the
blocking.
Rage Arts coming out
Otherwise,
from each other, just trying to stymie each other's
damage
pressure, not letting each other
do
get
a-
going.
do
And that's
a
the thing
lot
about
of,
heat in this game. When somebody's in heat,
damage.
you got to make a decision, right? Are you willing to
may
brawl
not
with them,
notice it,
or do you want to just like
but
back
you see
off
that-
and spend
that's-
time? And you saw a lot of times when Saint
When,
would go into
Brian
heat, Nobi
activate
would opt
hits,
to just kind of back
they
up and
just,
spend time and, you know, like try to wait him out. Force
it just
Saint to
melt
make the
down
first move.
your
No, it makes a lot of sense though, especially considering once it got to like
of
the
the
later
whole,
characters who really didn't like have the opportunity like
peaky.
Jack to like take advantage of some of the
even you
offense.
doesn't get
And if you look at
hit.
the earlier games, you saw how Fang was approaching, you saw how Law was working, and you saw how Lars kind of approached it. So even still, I learned a
and
lot
you,
just
you
watching
need
you
to
guys play
attack
anyway.
to get back your white
now-
light.
It's just,
Yeah, this is
oh man,
this
I don't
is,
even know.
this
It's
is
just
cool,
like,
man.
there's
This
so
is,
many new things that we have yet to
really
discover.
different from
It is.
the
And
previous game.
who else to have it showcase for us?
I mean, look, we have a lot of players here. We got a lot of champions here. Speaking of, Markman standing by with one of our champions. He's going to be talking to Saint. Let's take a listen.
What's up, everybody? We just ended the first set of our Evo Tekken 8 showcase. Congratulations to Nobi, and unfortunately for Saint, that means your run here at the tournament is done. I got to say, your Law was very impressive. How do you feel about playing that first match?
그 첫 번째 매치 기분을 어떻게 생각해?
먼저 첫 번째 패배자가 된 걸 굉장히 영광스럽게 생각하고 그리고 못할 줄 알았는데 캐릭터를 전혀 다를 줄 모르는데 두 판을 이겨가지고 저는 이길 줄 알았는데 잭을 너무 못해가지고 전 세계에 있는 잭 팬 여러분들께 죄송한 마음을 가지고 있습니다.
He said, I did better with the other two characters than Jack at the end. And he's like, I want to make an apology to all the Jack players out there for putting on such a bad showcase with the character. But he was like, yeah, I haven't really played too much Law or Brian, but you did better than expected with those
It's
two
all
than
right. It's
Jack."
all right.
I will say
And
it was
just
very entertaining.
tell
So I do
everyone
want to
that you
ask you
didn't
one
have
last
a
question.
crack,
Before we let you go, do you have a
version
message for the
like-
community? Anything that you want to say
like
to the Tekken
Nobi
fans that are
has?
watching?
철권 사람들한테 뭐
It looks like he's
메시지
keep
하나 있는지.
practicing a lot.
참
of the new game.
오랫동안 이 게임을 했는데 여전히 재밌고 철권
No,
에이스는
I
철권
always think
세븐보다
that
더
Nobi got his
확장되고
Evo
더
title
폭넓은
so
재미가
early
있는 게임이니까 많은 분들이 지켜봐 주셨으면 좋겠고
because the
널리
game
널리
is so
퍼져서
new back
좀 더
in
많은 사람들이
2015.
유입돼서 좀 다양한
Yeah.
더 많은 컨텐츠들이
You know,
나왔으면 좋겠습니다.
in 2015,
He
actually,
said that
Japanese
with
got
Tekken 7 ending, Tekken 7's been so good, but they've added a lot
has
more
the
stuff to make
Tekken
8 very
7
exciting.
machine
so he
earlier
hopes to
than
see,
the rest
scene
of the
keep
world.
growing and more like
So,
different countries to join into the fray and
it
all that stuff as
makes.
All right. Well, thank you, Saint. Thank you, MYK.
That's why
it was
he
really
got
nice to
the
have you here. We'll see you during Tekken 8. But guys, we are going to throw it over to our friend Tasty Steve because he got some splaining to do.
With he's fighting with Ao, I think, in 2015 back then. So because
So first
all
off, I
the
wasn't
other
expecting it.
player
Two,
doesn't
look,
really have
Tekken 8's
time
coming out. We
or
know a
even
lot
have a
of new people will be
machine
getting
in
into
their
it, so we
country
feel like it's
to
only fair and it's the right
practice
time
the game.
to explain some of these characters. But it's not regular explaining, it's Steve explaining. We're gonna start with Claudio, and we have 20 seconds. I have 20 seconds to talk about Claudio. Oh, you already started? All right. Claudio, one of the archers of Sirius, was introduced in Tekken 7 and was actually contacted by Heihachi and the Mishima Zaibatsu because he wanted to capture and trap the Devil Gene. They know that they're Supreme Exorcists, 15 seconds, Supreme Exorcists that actually have been controlling the European infrastructure for years. And I actually thought Claudio was a bad guy, but he's really not, and he has his own kind of motivations to stand alive in Tekken 7. And this is a Tekken 8 thing. Boom, done, out. And that's Steve's plan.
All right, Steve.
Actually,
I learned a lot in that short 30-second segment, but as you see right here, we have the ladder here.
Great characters in
on
the
to face his
Tekken
next
7
opponent,
lore.
which is going to be
They have
our
introduced
2017 Evo
several
champion,
new characters in
JDCR.
Tekken 7.
Man,
But
JDCR
all of them just
was,
like
you know, one of the legends all throughout the game.
you know they're
and
fighters, right?
We haven't seen
but
JDCR
they
versus
just
Nobi
doesn't
in a very,
really
very long time.
wait pretty
Now
great.
that we have one of our champions already eliminated, it's time to go to the next
in
ladder
the,
match. Our
Tekken lore.
next Evo Tekken 7 champion coming up will be
They
JDCR.
got some cutscene, I think.
This is
They don't
grand
even
finals of Tekken
appears in
7.
the
JDCR, he's
story
got to be the
mode.
single best player on the planet. I was saying it coming into this
Oh,
tournament,
same.
and this
But
is
JDCR.
lopsided. grand final set.
It could be. These guys play each other and know each other's styles so well. They have to do things at the inopportune times.
You're absolutely right about that.
Not looking good, but
much
one more hit
trouble.
could end it. He's in rage.
I don't know what to say. He can't do much.
I think he will pick around
Evo 2017 champion.
Master Raven? No, Raven,
Manages to pull
not
through
Master
and win
Raven.
his very first
His main is Raven
championship for Tekken 7.
back then
Very, very
in
nice work.
PvP 2. And Law, I think. He still looks cool.
Guys, make some
this
noise
is
for
like never old, get
JDCR, one
old.
of our Evo Tekken
Yeah.
7
They're like
champions,
the
gracing us here with our
20
presence. Now, with his
kids.
presence, excuse me. Now, I have a couple of
When I
questions
first
before you
saw
sit
him
down
in
and you get to play Nobi. One of my first questions for you. Do you believe
no,
Heihachi
I think
Mishima
Texas
is actually
Showdown
dead?
in 2015, 13. He plays the grand
I don't
final
believe, because he is a
with
symbol of
me
Tekken series,
in,
right? I don't believe it.
Tag 2.
My man don't want to let it go. He's going to have to play a brand new
Parliament.
character. Next question. I would like to know, how does it feel now that Tekken 7 has ended and Tekken 8 is the next game? Are you prepared?
테kken 7 끝나니까 테켄의 기분이 어떤지 생각이 어떤지.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Tekken 8 because it's not only about like fighting game. I mean, there are so many content like lobby, and then you have like customized, right? I mean, I think it's gonna be so much like we can enjoy more with different many kind of content online. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I like that. Looking forward to Tekken 8 like everybody else is. You're going to be going up
his
against
English
Nobi, who did just
does
take out one of his
improve a
players.
lot.
Saying, let's take a look at the history between these two players, why they get situated.
So Nobi versus
Top 8
GDC. Oh,
appearance
so it's
for
like a
Nobi,
mini tournament.
multiple years, and JDC
I
also has
thought
2.
they would bring up
I
a
believe in one of the semifinals,
second set
Nobi
of
and JDCR went
character
against.
into
Nobi
the
actually has
stage.
the upper hand when it comes to the Evo stage.
Yeah, but they
against
keep
JDCR.
Nobi playing.
That might be true, but man, that
Is
he
he
only
going
has
to
2
switch
Evo
character?
top 8 appearances, but that 2017 was like the year of JDCR. He was amazing year right there. I think he won 11 out of 16 tournaments that he was in. But let's see what characters they're bringing to the table here.
JDCR, yeah, I had a feeling because JDCR has been posting a lot of content during the beta for Tekken, and he did say that Jack right now is the most fun to play in the beta, and I had a feeling that he was going to pick Jack, but of course, with Raven coming back, that's his old main, so I'm really excited for him to go back to his roots and to showcase it here.
Yeah, and I was messing with some Raven as well during the last beta test and getting a chance this weekend. Man, Raven is super cool, like super overhauled compared to his old thing. Shadow clones, new stances and stuff. So hopefully JDCR can show us some of what this character can do in this new game.
And as what you saw also from the last set, Nobi actually has Paul this time instead of Asuka. So I thought it was going to be like, oh, you're fully set the entire time. No, you actually get to change for every single set. So I'm really excited now if they're going to throw like some wild card all of a sudden. And we're about to get our games coming up for you guys. Nobi versus JDCR. Let's get it. Whew.
All right, who are we gonna see in this game 1? Paul, bringing out the Paul here. Might see Nobi, if Nobi keeps ascending or this ladder, we might see him swapping out his third character quite frequently until he finds something that's
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But again, we saw Nobi picking up the Paul first, and JDCR with Brian.
Yeah, we saw Saint showing off a little bit of what Brian can do here.
Oh my God, this intro is a classic.
The Tekken 6 throwback.
Let it rock, let it rock.
Bro fist.
Oh, Paul versus
Good luck,
Brian.
everyone.
I love just like
Oh,
the.
so he picked another set of characters.
Kind of hard.
That's good. That's good. I hate Paul. Played some Paul players.
The tried and true Paul and Nobi is kicking
Paul
off.
is
The
still
pressure immediately ends it off
so
with the death fist.
disgusting.
Keeping it
I mean,
fancy. Counter
given
hit
that's
into the Demo Man follow up.
Super 50-50
Tries to do it
he
again, but
has.
I'm gonna get a follow up. We'll get the off the ground.
First and what call it?
I like using the heat burst now. You see
Demo
JDCR has
Man.
all that recoverable health, and he wants to be in heat to try and not give him a chance to get it back.
Oh
Nice low to end it
no.
off as Nobi takes the lead here.
And
First round in.
I think that's exactly the versatility of the heat system. Do you want to use it for a comeback? Do you want to use it to close it out? Do you just want to use it to kind of pressure somebody at the beginning of a round? Because you can use it whenever you want in a round. It's so
I know the
versatile.
problem.
Looking to play a little spacey, but the Shredder kicks comes in. First one of the night. Won't be the last.
Oh, trying to set up some Oki here. Spends it on the empowered Phoenix Smasher at the Heat Dash.
This is stupid,
Trying to
right?
smother him, not giving him a chance.
He got
Great whip
so
punish with the Iron
powerful,
Mountain.
he also got a
Trying to cut me down with
low
that hatchet. No.
rage
Too much
drive
for you.
or heat smash. That's
out of there.
do
Still
like
ends
50
with the
damage.
low.
Good
Down
channel
for
damage.
knee.
And then
Ooh, big
he has a lot
counter
of to
hit.
just
Back
put
one.
him into your face
Alright,
and
Snake
then
Eyes on deck.
constantly
Yep.
let you guess
Nice dodge, but does it
whether there's
get
a
the opportunity to
death
take
fist
control
or
back?
a
Again, tries to use one.
demon man.
Plus 4, and remember, Snake Eyes
Low
has that
mix up.
second hit. Gotta have
Nice.
that reminder for you.
Oh
Steps out
no!
of there.
It gets caught.
This
and
is
he
huge. I
spends the
think
heat dash, so
it's
he gets
kill.
the combo section. Can we kill?
Oh no, he doesn't
Death
use
fist?
the rage shot. I
Slip
think
off
the
and
rage
then
shot can
down
kill.
one. It takes it clean. 3.
Nobi, that's definitely a crackhead.
Alright, the Paul working out better than Oscar did previously, and now
He-
JDCR's decide.
he
the Jack
is
8 or the
playing
Raven.
the
Which one
game
is he gonna bring
the
up to try
whole
and counter this
time.
Paul?
In his
Jack
We're gonna keep the Raven for dessert.
is a secret
have a little
chamber, a
reminder.
chamber in this
This is what I
house.
used to do.
He just keep playing the game. I don't know whether they are doing it with his
Alright,
friends,
first time today we're gonna be seeing the Sanctum
but
stage.
it seems like
Dude, this
he
stage is
know
sick.
every character
I
and
love
he
this stage so
optimized
much.
the
I love that
stuff.
it's just, hey, here's
They
a
did
wall
well.
break. Here's another wall break.
Yeah, I like the little.
The
I don't
Jack
know,
8,
are those
that's
fireflies
the
or those like
JDCR, how,
will-o-wisps,
handle
spirits?
that.
It's just like them fluttering around.
Nice plus ring.
See, trying.
Boom.
Hammer starts to get through that. Nice dog out of there. And nice patience as well by JDCR.
Gets him off him with the forward 2.
Oh,
Running 2.
oh no!
Nice punish there. Jack Runner tries to get the grab as
Oh,
well,
nice.
but gets denied and ends it off with the down forward 2 by Nobi. Tries to get some wall ender there, but a little bit short.
It's so scary.
This is
Paul
the
in
Heat Smash.
Heat is so scary because he's not worried about
I'm
the
talking about.
empowered Death Fist, but he also has a low Heat Smash that both do so much damage.
And remember, with that
Oh,
heat smash,
nice.
you can't low parry that either. You have to block
Wow,
it, or
that
you just gotta
combo.
take the damage.
Oh
Trying
no!
to end it with the Phoenix Din.
Oh,
Fire Mountain there.
Just again, kind of similar to how it was against Saint. He's trying to smother this Jack 8 and not give him a
Oh,
chance,
man.
but saw his opportunity and got the forward 2 that goes into that hit throw animation. And
nice.
2 rounds for this Nobi Paul.
Are we gonna see
the
another
wall.
perfect game here for Nobi taking 3 rounds
Wow,
straight
that's
again?
damage. You see
Demo
that?
man, the wall there, but they will spin the heat and put on the
The
pressure
wall
again.
is still there.
hit, and
This
this
is
wall's gonna
a
break, but
breakable
JDC already
wall, I
dead
think.
before then.
Oh,
Nice
nice.
dock.
Oh man,
The
good
punish,
punish.
a little bit off. Nice forward 2 in there, just trying to get control back.
He's got a lot. If he can get a heat
That's right.
dash move, he can get all this life back.
It's a tough challenge,
Nice.
but that challenge will not be overcome by DCR. And another 3-0 here, but no, I think Nobi found his third.
Maybe. But you saw right there,
This is a total beatdown.
Jack 8 in Heat JDCR. He had all of this recoverable life on deck, and you saw Nobi just trying to play it careful, because even when you're about to die, the power, just that one heat engager, heat dash move would have connected. So much life, JDCR would have put himself right back into the match.
Yeah, and if he was able to just chip out in any way possible, he was able to regain all the life that he's lost. But we gotta forget about that as we're gonna move on to our third match with the Raven, JDCR.
I want to know what kind of training he did, because I want to do that training to get some shadow clones. So Raven was added in the last beta test. He has a couple of moves that you can choose to add shadow clones onto, and when he's in heat, the shadow clones are either safe or plus. I'm not sure.
Plus.
It depends on the transition, I think, maybe, but you see right there, that DF1 into clone does so much damage right there.
And I love it that both of them are enjoying their time, but jeez, me, that was a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think when he's not in heat, particularly that transition is punishable on block.
Nice.
Nice knock there, but unable to punish out there. Is able to try. I believe that move's tracking now, so is able to put on heat, and GDCR is back against the wall again, and able to answer back 1-1 with Iron Mountain.
Yeah. Tried and true
the
Nobi
sign is
play
here,
style.
right?
He's
Still
willing to
here.
do these risks, just cut off your momentum at the pass, not letting you get anything started. A little bit short for the wall splat though.
Nice blocking it down 3, able to
this
get
is
counter him from the low, and then when man comes in true.
Quicksand, and the homie comes down.
Ooh, nice down back 2, and able to get the launcher here, and able to get the tornado flip. Yes, you are. I'm gonna talk to the wall though.
Ooh, got to the wall.
Wow,
Clean
that's
wall
I almost got it.
What the?
Defends it on the heat smash.
And we're gonna slide on through.
Yeah.
And JDCR put on an exhibition right there.
That's the other thing about that DF1 Shadow clone. It doesn't jail. So you got to worry about, is he going to do the clone or is he just going to do DF1 and try to pressure you?
I don't think Nobi took that very lightly.
Heat smash.
Nobody's
Down 3,
had
and we're gonna
so
dance around a little bit, and we're
serious
gonna
about
get
the
the heat and
showcase.
gain all the health right back.
Nice.
We got an even game now because of that. But fighting his way out.
3-2, we're down 1, and the Pixel and a Dream.
And the
And we're still gonna go for the low and slowly withering it.
Whoa,
Beautiful
nice
patience by
spacing.
JDCR as he eliminates the palm from Nobi.
Raven is so sick in Tekken 8. He's got the shadow clones, and then you saw as well JDCR using that new stance that Raven has. What was it? Soul Zone?
Soul Zone,
Soul
yes.
Zone as well. So especially after the quicksand into the home,
Yeah,
he can build the
he's-
Soul Zone, and then he's got so many attacks
Raven
out
is
of
still,
that high mid
is
blow that he
really
can go for. You saw
strong.
him doing the slide, the little
But it is
ninja
too early
slide,
to
the
say,
low
right?
kick as
Just
well.
a local
He's got
test
a
or
homing
something.
move out of there.
He has a lot of options from Soul Zone, and especially if you put Soul Zone into heat, it gets even threatening.
But now the Lars
He
coming
still doesn't
up.
really tune the character perfectly. He took
And
times.
tries to down jab, tries to take control right back, but
I mean,
GDCR is
even the team
denying.
has
Dominant pressure.
20 years of experience.
Nice challenge.
It's still challenging to wow, what's going on? You just down for 1 and then
Trying to slash kick?
either
No, either
cancel it
elbow.
or not.
That DF1
to make the
into
things
Shadow Clone
so,
is such a great whip punisher for him.
Oh, nice.
Knocks him away.
Coming a little bit closer to the wall here,
Wow,
but beautiful
nice
defense by
block.
JDCR.
Goes for the mid that time. That mid is a heat engager.
Goes for the mid option there, and a little bit delayed too. G-clap
Nice
able
block.
to activate heat out of it and get it over to the wall.
That move is
Wow,
possible.
what low
Nice.
parry
Gets
that.
out the low, gets the low parry. Who's gonna screw it up?
Could have had a lot more with that jab, but doesn't matter. Beautiful
Finish.
patience there for GDCR. Doesn't fully accept
Almost.
the strings, but unfortunate there as Nobi evens out the score. Still trying to go through here, just patiently waiting. Beautiful low parry
Nice.
here by Nobi.
It's so interesting because it's like you get the feeling it's like one of them is
nice.
saying to Dylan, like, I don't know what you do, and you don't know what I do.
Yes.
So let's just
Oh,
go
the
have fun with
hit.
this.
Again, there's a brawl and a half.
One
Flip, and
thing
they're
he
gonna
get into the new
pop the Soul Zone
stance.
too.
That's cool.
GDCR is a little bit stunned here all the way to the wall, and another G-clap. Beautiful
Nice.
duck there and able to punish. GDCR slowly getting the health back and still has heat to extend the wall. And we're
Yeah, I
going
think
for
it's finished.
This should kill even with the scaling.
Look at this.
The homies come out. And then we get the big rider kick. All right.
That's so
It
sick. One of
reminds
the
me
best
Ninja
retards in the game
Gaiden.
at the moment. It is
You
so
guys played that game before, Ninja Gaiden.
cool. And one round away from GDCR to eliminate
No,
the
take,
Lars.
eliminate the Lars
Yeah,
from
the Lars, yes.
the match.
Able to trade out. So
Oh, that was
stuck there from the
safe.
2-4.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait,
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know where Lars was
Yeah,
looking,
it
but he
got whipped,
launched
and
for it.
JDCR took the opportunity
wall.
to launch him.
Okay. Wow, he do the back turn set up
Gets out of
there.
there, gets out of control. And right back
Nice.
out.
And he got a lot of health back from
the
there.
scaling just wasn't able to connect. How much will
This
this
is
do?
going
do
to
a lot, but
hurt,
he's
but
not dead.
I shouldn't kill, I think. Oh, man.
Close enough.
Out.
It's so sick.
And the pressure after these.
Set point. captures the survival point once again. Nice low parry.
Nice.
Remember, when he does a low parry, you're not able to do the tornado flip. If you want to extend your combo, you have to use your heat.
Yep.
Able to interrupt the dynamic entry there from the stomp. These are playing. Let's grab out of there. Gets denied from the heat.
Ooh.
And just like that, as you were saying, if you're gonna use heat, do you want to go, you know?
What the?
No. I want to see one more set.
Down it ended off as Nobi eliminates JDCR from the Tekken 8 showcase.
He's so serious about that.
Dude, why is Raven so hell, bro? My man was jumping the one that jumped across the screen, hit the tech roll, and he was still back there like, no, I'm not.
And there was still stuff that JDCR wasn't doing. Like Raven has a new
He
running
should give
three
a
that can
mercy
also bring out a
round
shadow clone as well when
to
using
JCR, right?
a lot of
So we can
zone
see
stuff.
more
You can
matchups?
disappear, you can teleport out to the sky, but such
anyway.
an entertaining showcase of that new character in this game.
I really like the fact that they get 3 characters to kind of show off with, and like even just seeing, you know, we saw the Lars, now we saw the Raven. The Raven going off is actually probably one of my favorite things that's already happened today.
Raven
I
is
can't wait to see
cool.
what other characters they're actually going to pull out and what they're going to be
I think
able to
this
do.
is
with
also a very good idea that they can
Are we for real right
like,
now? We're going to act like that didn't happen? That was ridiculous.
Down back 2-1 into the stance, kick.
I think
shadow
Master
clone going out, and
Raven
then
is
still being able
a
to run up and
lady.
continue the combo. That,
I mean,
I might play Raven in this game.
Japanese people may like
After quicksand, when he sends the clone on, bro, come on, bro.
girls
Like,
fighting
what
each
more do
other,
you
but
want from a
it seems
ninja character, a cool
the
character.
Western doesn't take
Well,
it.
we're able to see it more, but
It doesn't on the same page. They don't like they like a muscular character, a muscular male character in fighting games rather than girl fighting each other's fighting chicks. They doesn't like this kind of stuff. So Master Raven doesn't really proper in Western, I think. Yeah, even she's also a very hard character
And Nobi swapping out Oscar from the
to
previous
master
game,
and
it did
use.
so much work got
Yeah,
on these
makes
first two
makes her
games, and then, you know,
one of the
basically
worst
Nobi had a
using
comfortable
character
3
in
characters to try and
10-7.
figure out this Raven against,
But
and it worked out.
That's a feels good moment right there.
It's a good call. They bring back
I love it. Both of
Raven
these players are
and
absolutely having the time of their lives.
And you talking about
yeah.
the quicksand, and then
they
he gets
even
the
they
stance
change it
into
to
the
a
sliding
female
low, it's
character.
like,
It seems like Japanese
character is,
character,
like,
Japanese
overhauled
player
from the
or
previous
Korean
version.
player doesn't buy it because she is a
Even the people in the crowd, what the? Like, I'm telling you right now.
black
it's so
girl.
cool.
I don't know.
It was really entertaining, and
But it's kind of weird,
you know,
right?
depending on how the game goes,
Let's
obviously we
say
have so many
Lucky
characters that haven't
Chloe
been,
is
released
a
and showcased yet.
Japanese
And we're gonna get one more today,
type
but
schoolgirl
I would be very
or
happy if I saw the
Hawaii
future
character.
of JDCR just being
But-
a Raven player in Tekken
But
8. It'd be
even
really entertaining. for
even
me.
so, the
I'm glad that we
Tekken
got to see
community,
JDCR
Tekken
play, but
player
we'll
doesn't
be going home.
really
Mark
buy
Mann
it.
has an interview with
Yeah.
JDCR.
I think in the
Okay,
core,
another big congratulations to
Tekken
Nobi as he
player
moves
are
on in the ladder here
all
at the Evo
right.
Tekken 8 Showcase.
How
I
to
have
say it?
JDCR with me. Unfortunately, you will be done for the competition. Talk to me. How did you feel
Male-based
about that
fans.
matchup?
My take is trash. And then yeah, actually it was a little nervous, you know, like everybody practiced, but you know, play on a like stage like this, it was nervous, but you know, really fun experience.
Well, I'm glad that you had fun. It was nice to see your reunion with your old main character, Raven. I got to ask you again, do you have a message then for the Tekken fans as you go into Tekken 8? Is there anything that you want to say to all the fans that are watching at home?
Tekken 8 is so much different than Tekken 7. The one thing, again, what I really like about Tekken 8 is that, you know, we got, again, so many content like Ghost Battle, Lobby, Customize is amazing. And then also the game system is super interesting that you have like hit, right? So I think there will be a lot of like strategies and then depends on the players. And then so, yeah, it's gonna be interesting Tekken.
I agree, and I look forward to watching you in Tekken 8. But of course, we are going to go ahead and end our interview here, and we're going to go back to Mr. Tasty Steve for some more Steve's
It's a great addition of the game. I mean, I mean, modern Tekken, we have been playing with the system since
one of
Tekken
the
5,
OG characters has been here for quite
which is
some time.
like
Let's start.
2 decades ago.
Yoshimitsu came into the game
Yoshimitsu.
as what it said in my manual. He's a space ninja. Now, of course, he has been in every game since then outside of Tekken Revolution, but he's part of the Manji Party, which actually does these Robin Hood-esque kind of heists, steal and give to the poor. They've actually robbed the Zaibatsu quite a few times. Yoshimitsu's definitely going through some trials and tribulations, though, because he's got a sword that's obviously trying to take him over, that takes out the ill will spirits that he's currently taking down as a good guy, and he knows Dr. Boskanovich, and that is Steve Splainen.
Yoshimitsu. He's so unique
All right, thanks for that, Steve. I'm
in
learning
the
a lot
old game
about
because
Tekken.
he's
I didn't know
almost
I
the
didn't know you were
only
so
one
informed on the whole
that's
Tekken series like
swinging
I mean, look, I feel like it's my
a
job to be so,
knife.
but the story, I'm gonna tell you right now, I went in and did even more research this time around.
Not because
Man,
he's
they
an
go
alien,
deep into
but
these stories. It's a lot deeper
he's
than I gave
swinging
it
his
credit for,
knife
I
because
guess.
So let's
most
take a look
Tekken
at
characters
our ladder as it
doesn't
stands right
grab
now.
their weapons.
Nobi trying his
Even
best,
Jack,
you know,
in the
it'd be a
old
story if
game,
Nobi
he
went, you know,
still
first
swinging
game
his
all the way
punch.
to the end, but now
Yeah.
he's gonna have a very
But it seems like
difficult opponent in his way.
more and more Tekken character
DRX is
will
neat.
carry carry some kind of
and one of the only
weaponry.
few multi-Evo
Like
champions coming
Jack
up
8,
in this
Jack
early.
8 got his
Nee,
well
you guys
gun,
are all-
right?
you know, you guys are all familiar
Nina,
with Nee is
he has
that character.
his
Throw it over to Steve so he can introduce
Tekken
our
version of
next Evo champion.
Lorecraft, and also like
Now, we see who's
the
still sitting
new
up there, but
Victor
we have one of the
character,
greatest Tekken 7 players
hybrid of
that has ever done it coming up. I said Tekken 7, but that
Noctis,
includes Tekken. Guys, make some noise for Nee!
Kunimitsu,
They
right?
are for our grand finals. No one had taken a game, as far as I know, against me,
So,
except for Khan either.
He's locked in with 3 full meters.
It's
very
fine,
rare that we
right?
get to
I
see
think
that.
everyone,
Nice follow there.
the game should
3-3 down,
change
4-1
from
into
time to
the
time.
follow
They don't
combo. The wall
just
is
keep
into the
doing the whole the same thing all the time.
30? I don't know. The counters have not worked out for Khan.
10 seconds.
The great thing about Heat system is that
He's got one more bar. Nee can be
in the
champion.
bad bones,
In 5
the
seconds.
game is
He's got
still the
lead.
same.
He's
It
got the
doesn't
lead.
really
He's
like
gonna
a Street
do it.
Fighter,
Nee
how dramatic, how the drive system changes the gameplay of Street Fighter overall. But the hit system itself would just enhance the experience of old Tekken games.
Yo, guys, make some noise for Nee. I know we got a small crowd in here, but make some noise for Nee. I said this before, but I'm sure it's already known that you're one of the greatest Tekken players ever. How does it feel to have your name in the history books for Tekken?
철권에서 그거 그 이보 이기고 그 전부 다 이기는 거 그거 최고 선수를 사람들이 보니까 어떻게 생각했냐?
처음에는 그냥 이제 재미로 했던 이제 게임이 뭔가 인생의 거의 뭐 절반 이상을 이제 철권을 했는데 뭔가
Hello
이름을
everyone.
남겼다는 게 굉장히 또
Say hi to me if you are in the stream.
기분이 좋고
Thank
또
you,
많은 사람들이
everyone joining me
응원해줘서
today. By the
그게
way.
또 좋습니다.
He said that you know he only started playing for fun at the beginning, but seeing that everybody roots for him, and then his name being in the history books now, it's a big honor, and he's really thankful for everybody cheering him
Yeah.
on.
One of the coolest things ever. One of the coolest things ever. He does have his next match with an Evo champion already set up. So let's take a look at what it takes to get to a spot like this between these
We
players.
still don't know how age affect a fighting gameplay is.
As you know, Steve was alluding to in the
I mean, reflexes is important, right?
When I started the game 20 years ago,
but,
it felt like Nee was Tekken. Now,
Tekken is
Nee is
such
Tekken. And honestly, I wouldn't be even surprised if
knowledge-based
20 years
game.
later, Nee will be
So I think
synonymous with
experience
Tekken,
and also
deservingly so,
how
too,
you
like,
perform in a
the legacy
match
that he has built throughout the history of Tekken.
is
the amount
more
of trophies that he's
important
had.
than
What else more
reflexes.
you can say, right?
Yeah, it's like,
Right,
you know,
so,
this was the
I
guy
think
where it's like,
Nee
at least for,
can
you know,
still
Evo
pop
Vegas, it was
us
just like, this had
in
a
Tekken
bunch
8
of top
for
8,
quite
second
some
place. It always
time.
felt like, you would say,
Quite
like,
a long
man,
time
Nee hasn't won a
until
Tekken
those
7 for Evo
Pakistani
yet, and it sounded
invade the
ridiculous to say it
scene.
out loud, right?
I mean, mean, if you put the like,
I don't know. Maybe that's someone from the Europe
he
and
was the person to beat. Like, even when
do
I
even
wasn't there,
better.
like, yo, I'm trying to play in.
This the game is global. It will be globally announced, and also
his stats. But
has
so
a great fan base in Europe.
There was only
we can assume that some great Tekken player will emerge
the cards just
from
didn't fall right for him. It was always like a second place or a third place or something like that. And until 2023 in EVO Las Vegas, it took him that long to finally hold that trophy.
Look, it's a scary spot to be in when you know like everybody is actually trying to
Euro
defeat
is
you,
the
you know, and it's really
last
scary
place
to say, oh, I
that
have to defeat people. Let's look at the
popular in
characters that
Tekken,
these guys have
but it
selected
seems
so
it
far
will
in this
change quite
3v3
soon.
showcase.
So Saint is bringing up Raven, Ryan, and also Paul.
I thought that maybe that would have been a Fang or something like that, but maybe he got inspired seeing JDCR do some stuff with
Let's
that.
see how
with that Raven
crackhead
earlier.
they are.
I just want to see more Raven though. Like I actually just want to see a lot more Raven.
Not complaining at all. But yeah, as we were saying, we know Neve to have the plethora of characters. You know, every tournament he will always play a different kind of character.
Yeah.
But having those, the majority of the cast that he has, you know, you have Fang, Brian, Paul. Yeah. It's all right there, but he tends to opt out to go for Raven. That is something. That is a treat.
The thing is that's like so specific about me is that like, look, obviously it might not be applicable here, but like he's known, especially now, to like counterpick like the player, not even the character all the time. He's like, oh, I know how to deal with you, and then I'll do this. So even just seeing him in the beginning stages of something like this and how he's approaching an EVO champion, he knows how confident he is. So that's what I want to understand that.
The man, I mean, the man has a Tekken God Omega for every character in Tekken 7. So he's collecting them like like trading cards, man. So.
Well, I guess we're gonna see who's gonna win here. Our next match, Nile versus Nobi, coming
and
up.
Nile takes
I really
tournament really seriously.
He's gonna start out with the Paul
so
but
I think he will. Can he beat Nobi? Do you think he can beat Nobi?
Yeah, look, he's going with the
I think he will, right?
Nobi, you know, having a bunch of.
Or
I say a bunch of, but you got
as
3 games,
what do you call
a
it?
couple games of experience from JDCR, so we'll see how.
I think some people should tell him to
momentum right now by
just
Nobi is heavy right now. Like he
stop
is
winning
on
and
a
then
high
give the stage to the others.
Game 1, Nile versus Nobi. 2015 EVO champion versus 2022.
Down 2 there, immediately brawling out. There we go, full crouch off 1+4. It goes for the mid option, but Nile is not phased at all. Nice back campbell to whip out.
Yeah, and anybody can know how to keep Nobi under control, make him behave. It's Nile. That calm, calculating style. Finds the spot right there with the shadow clone. Let's see what kind of combo we get here.
Oh, nice to the wall. Okay,
split,
almost
but
got
not
it.
Quite ready to convert the full wall combo. And
wow.
Nobi trying to be a little cheeky with the back turn.
Nice. Oh, almost spaced out he smash.
Spends the home.
The elbow.
But doesn't matter. Able to bait that out and gets the first round in. Nile, well calculated there. Let's go for the back one there to get the pressure and the Kempo steps.
The Kempo step just being
nice. Wow, he wanted to do the full punish on that.
Punish out of the crumpled slow with the delayed hop kick. But will get the back one counter out of that. Nice duck out of the back one and beautiful duck again and put that down too.
Wow, nice.
Counter hit out of the side step 4.
And all the way to the wall as well. Look at the damage that he is showcasing.
Wow, so optimized.
Nobi still has
the classic
another crackhead.
25 seconds
get
left
caught.
and Nile opts out to use the rage
you get caught by Benanenko.
2 rounds up.
You had a crack version in your home. Nice.
So you can try to stuff out Nobi without
is
any
it a punish?
But Nobi spending heat early, trying to get something going. That back one knocks down on normal hit while he's in heat. Spending all of the heat tactics.
Oh, nice.
Nile weathering the storm, gets the block, gets the punish, gets the wall splat. Not quite.
Not quite. And immediately goes away from the wall positioning, and Nile is now all the way to the the other side of the wall, but heats in, keeping it hot. And now back away here, and Nile is trying to fight out of there.
Wow, the heat smash.
The heat smash. Able to connect again.
All right. Side step 2.
Sliding. Free. Oh, no round brown for me.
Knee with this Raven putting on an impressive showing in the first game.
Already getting cheeky with it. This is what I like to see. I like the grind early out of the gate because it really does shape how this game goes further down the line. I'm telling you right now, especially coming from a player like me.
They definitely have a copy
now we get the call from Nobi. A big smile on both of their faces, by the way.
In that basement.
Lot, especially because these guys, I feel like, are sworn enemies when it comes to just Tekken and fighting games in general.
Running. That's all Tekken 8 is running under their basement.
We're finally going to the Ortiz farm. One of the new stages that was released from the Azucena.
How they train.
And we're gonna dance
all the time.
Right here, right now.
All right, game 2, Lars versus Raven. That leaves Nobi's Hall as his final character.
That's a future Evo champ for 20.
Again, trying to overwhelm Ni's defense, just trying to mix him up constantly.
Nice.
Wow. The jab with the launcher. Right
the optimized combo.
Extends the range for the wall carry. Look at that.
Wow. String to get maximum wall carry. All right, Ni already knows stuff. 1, 2. And that Soul Zone 1 going at the crouch dash, I didn't know you could do that. I'm learning new stuff about this character that I was trying to mess with.
As I was saying, the potential that these players are showing us is eye-opening.
Nice.
That is one eye-opener right there with the first round here by Nobi.
Yeah, Lars using the heat.
I think some people
charge,
doesn't really like that.
Mix-up,
That's everything is just force you. Many things that will force you to a 50-50. That you can't really back dash or sidestep to avoid that. Nice dodge.
Oh,
wow, what trade on that? Almost got the full combo on it. Oh, another guarantee. I'm a 50-50 mix up there.
2 rounds in. Serving the dish right back out to Ni.
Ooh, arc blast at the start. No
dice.
Nice block on the quicksand. We get the wall here. It's Lars, so probably. Yeah, all right, there we go. Shoulder.
He goes for the low slash.
Wow,
He's in the
see
corner.
damage now?
Fight his way out of the corner right now, and Nobi does not want to let him trading heat burst back and forth. Powers through, but still able to block. Oh my God, what is happening right now? Gets the float combo. He still has heat, so he can make something happen here.
There's some pretty good health regained back, but will not get a follow-up from that launcher.
He still has one last chance.
Goes for the low.
Nice.
With Soul Zone.
He still has that little bit of heat, and it's finally out. They're both in rage. And the string into the uppercut.
Nobi has a back with the Nora Brown to Ni's Raven
is now eliminated from this match.
We saw a lot of things that we never seen before. That
it's great. It's great.
Beautiful.
So we can see another. Another main.
I'll bring to Brian.
We're switching up buttons as well.
I think Aslan will show us the June gameplay.
More control, and we go into like the new outfit on top of it. Yo, the Brian coming out. These guys are already swinging at each other. This is what I like to see.
He's a June main.
Brian versus Lars. The new Brian, the new Lars. Ni versus Nobi.
Oh, he's got the classic Lars outfit on.
Hey, remember this?
Still throwing the girder.
Remember that? Yep. Brought from T7 all the way with me.
The more things change, the more things stay the same.
Just like this outfit. 3+4. Nice step out of there, but we'll still go for the mid option.
His back, trying to use that knee, and he's one of the ways that you can get Snake Eyes. You see right there. How's he gonna use it?
Oh, does it opt out with the 3+4 too?
Yeah, you can use it whenever you want. You don't have to use it, but classic frame trap from the Lars. He's gonna get the water, spends the heat burst.
Yep, it still gets a tornado flip out of there.
Oh, wow.
There he is.
And he smash.
Heat smash. To the next round we go.
Emphatic first round in this game 3. Again, gets the Snake Eyes early.
Hatchets out of there, trying to cut everything down slowly but surely. But Nobi is
trying
to negate that, and I see that Ni's trying to walk out of there. Some 3, no, doesn't fully extend to the G clef.
Back 1, he's trying to get something going,
nice
but Nobi is so hard to pin down with this Lars. He's just dancing on him. Running 3 in the corner.
Nice duck.
Ni in rage. Tries to take heat first. He's trying to clinch this next round.
Nice down. Nice down for to just negate the move that he's going to do.
Get in,
you! Get out of there with that!
Like, just
Look at his
absorbing
juice
everything
is
and
nice.
still managing to make the
Every
power crush
choose he
connect.
has.
Big
Oh, nice. Orbital.
Out of the
Yes,
wall,
to the
and we're gonna
wall.
go to the wall now.
Oh,
Doesn't have Snake Eyes, so he couldn't get the full.
Don't worry about that.
nice. Machine gun punch.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the G clap.
activate.
In heat right now.
Wow,
Still
nice.
can't follow what this Lars is doing, man.
Just go for it.
He
Wow,
gets the block
neat.
and the wall standing one to close
Just
it
get
out, and
into
he
his
gets one
head.
up on the board.
Know what you're doing.
Man,
I know
Nobi
what you're
on
up
this
to.
Lars, it's like I can't follow. He's moving too fast. Everything's a mix. The dynamic entry went under the high. Just so smooth.
Nice.
With it.
Oh no, he doesn't get a counter hit on it.
The mid out of dynamic entry.
another-
Finally gets the heat. He has me against the corner. He's
Ouch.
keeping him there. Spends the heat dash. Still
Nice.
gets the pickup, but off acid.
Wow, he also know how to off accent.
He's absolutely ready with this character.
He is
There's no shot.
keeping me pinned down and
Oh
that is it. The
man.
Is with Nobi.
They also know
as he
how
takes
to
out
optimize the
Brian
combo in a
Brody.
weird situation like
Literally
that.
No
Cyber combo
space
is so
given.
sick.
this Lars might be a problem. Nobi's Lars
Yeah,
might be a problem, man.
Lars with the
he knows every
Stop.
details
That's a
about
pop off.
God
The
Lars.
characters pop off for you, and the way he is using his Lars, he
And-
is keeping the pressure on.
And
Everybody
this is how
knows
we
that
know that. Wow,
he
that
uses
character is so
Brian.
sick,
That's one of the
man.
characters everyone wants to see him use. But the way, the approach from Lars just seemed so oppressive. Like it was so hard for him to get anything done. But now, menu says damage, Paul for knee.
And here's the thing, you know, from the previous matches with the Lars, literally 10 seconds
Yes.
in, Nia was literally back against the wall. But now
Yeah.
we're in, you know, in this stage where there's walls are way
Oh,
too far
nice.
Counter hit down forward 4 into the guaranteed back one, two,
Again.
and that is
Whoa.
50% right there.
away. Magic 4 gets the counter hit, the guaranteed as well with that. But the Art Blast, beautiful whip punisher by Nobi. We're gonna get some damage out of there and spends the heat.
Right, spends the heat, but doesn't use it in the combo, so you can spend it right here, trying to get something going. The 1-4 into stance low. Knee yet to use
Nice.
his feet. There we go.
And this is the-
He wasn't
No,
ready for
almost got
it.
it.
He caught Nobi in the air, so he put him in the juggle state, but he wasn't ready to convert off of it, but still manages to get that first round.
That is right, folks. If you are able to activate heat
Just
when
me.
your opponents are in the air, you're able to get that down combo
Nice.
and
Oh,
able to follow
that was
punishable,
Mantra right
and ducks
now.
the high and gets the launch.
Nice down
Nice.
one to get out of there. Down for one, it's a down 3. Tries to catch up with a bit of a
Oh,
beautiful
no.
step, but will not get any reward out of it.
This
Nice
Lars
counter
just
hit.
is a perfect fit for the way Nobi just wants to play Tekken in general. Fast paced, mixing you up, keeping the pressure on, and right when you want to press a button at the wrong time,
Nice.
he wants to launch, but Knee getting the launch there instead.
And look at that.
Oh.
Look at the hell that he just gained back.
Oh,
Hasn't
but
spent. Either player has not spent heat yet. There we
There
go.
he goes.
Are we gonna charge in with that shoulder charge?
nice.
Right back at you, and with
Yes.
the radar, but will not connect. And Knee is 2 rounds up,
Because
taking
he
it pretty
smashed
convincingly against the Lars now.
burst,
Yeah, you
sorry,
mentioned
hit
it when the match
burst,
started.
the armor move
You know,
does
Nobi
have
wants to
some
answer with a
frame
fast-paced
advantage.
style. Knee's gonna answer
So
with damage on
Nobi
this Paul.
think
Beautiful
Knee
sidestep with the knee
will
launcher
capitalize
and
on it.
gets some good
That's why he do the
mileage.
ray shot there.
Demo man pushing
Oh,
him.
nice.
Down forward 4.
The down forward
That
4 is so
knee
great.
did so
That
much
new
for him.
move is such a good approach choose and also a combo
Again, with the
combo
spacing there for
fella.
Knee. Does he go 4-4-4? Doesn't go so much.
Nice.
I love it that he's really optimizing with the heat engager, just like that. Just like
Oh,
that.
that's-
Bombs with those death fists now.
And the G clef right back, and the held's pretty even. Nice break out of the
Nice
1+2
break.
by Knee.
And the,
Tried to
oh
challenge
no,
after the
that's
shoulder charge, no dice, and Nobi's gonna get a round on the board here. I'm sure
It's
he
so
doesn't
hard
want
to
bring
deal
that to
with
that
that.
final round, that potential pull
You got a
here. He wants
very
to end
chunky
it here
loader.
and move on in the ladder.
after the
See Knee starting the challenge.
whoa, nice.
Again,
Wow,
that
that's
Counter hit, that
that's
second
skunky.
hit, it's counter hit, he gets that sway back 2 for free.
Yep. He learned that very, very recently as well. Tries to still put on the pressure now. Is Nobi's turn.
Nice.
It looks like as this match
He
is going
smash?
on, Knee
Yes.
is getting better and better at starting to weather this Lars storm. He's starting to see the gaps, knowing when he can challenge.
And that's what's so perfect about Knee, you know, as a player. He knows
Oh,
when
nice.
to adapt.
Left blow. I
And
think
just
it's
like
it's
that,
it's
Yes,
done.
he will go. Demo
yes.
man. We're gonna go to a final
Final
game, a
round.
poll mirror between these two Evo champions.
I told you that was the response. He's like, oh, you're gonna move around, you're gonna dance in my face.
Knee is
hit me with
different
the
level.
sweet feet, huh? Well, now I'm gonna punch you in the
Knees
face.
on
That's
different
all Paul does.
planets.
I'm glad to see that it's still the same in this game. We've been talking about the threat of how Paul is never out of a game, but I even like the pace that he plays here. The heat system really does. I really thought, like, all right, how are they going to apply this to a character like Paul, who really has this, like, did you duck? I'm going to hit you. Did you just stand there? I'm still going to hit you. How do you apply that to a game like Tekken 8? You're seeing it in action here. The last characters for both of our Evo champions, Paul versus Paul, man in the mirror, double wall break. My man's dressed like a president. Let's go.
We'll see if Nobi has picked up a few little
Okay,
things
so
from
this is
watching
a
these
Portugal
all
down.
go at it right now. They're trading little blows here and there. That down forward four, changing it into that knee is so...
It is so good.
Yeah.
It is ridiculously good.
Nice.
Stays down, ducking, and gets the
Wow.
counter hit. That down for two. He's a really scouting for that. He needs that big hit to change the tide.
And you see, I don't know if you've
Well,
noticed,
almost.
but Nee's kind of the aggressor in this. He's the one moving forward, and Nobi's kind of the one just kind of backing off, trying to find the opening.
Slowly, even health. Everyone's still got heat in hand. We got 20 seconds left in the clock.
Oh,
Beautiful
that's
whip
done.
punch there by Knee. Bends the heat and nice down tweets. Get out of there. Try
Stops him out of the depth fist.
We got 10 seconds left. We got 10. Slowly.
Wow, what? Block that?
2% to 8% taking that first round.
He doesn't believe
So glad they
himself.
brought the percentages back.
That was
ball,
so
that
neat.
one
Beautiful
fall.
start there by Nobi to change the tide here with the single
The
shredder.
Got
wall.
this back to the breakable wall. This wall is unique in that you need multiple strong hits to break it. It's not going to break on the first one, but they switch sides. Nobi trying to spend heat burst to try to keep some semblance of momentum going, but
They're down for 1-1, but will
Nobody's very aggressive.
you should kill off this demo man one.
Wow.
And the blue sparks.
little fireworks there to start, you know,
If it
to
ain't
go on the
blue,
show.
it ain't true.
Bars.
No break on the throw. But again, you see Nobi kind of just being
nice.
the hesitant one, and Knee being the aggressor here, but gets the wall standing to launch. And we try and push towards this breakable wall again.
Wow, to the wall.
Down the wall.
Spikes him down for Oki.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That string, that wall standing 1-2 is not natural combo. The heat burst comes through, trading it right back.
Right back. Okay, 30 seconds left. We have about 70 versus none, and Nobi takes the lead as one round away to advance.
Yeah, we saw it against JDCR as well, willing to throw out that Iron Mountain shoulder, that 12-framer, just to get you offered, especially if it's going to win you the round.
And now Knee is trying to fight back. Slowly, surely gets the counter hit, Magic 4.
We're on the other side of the stage
Nice.
right now. Nobi trying to move away from that wall, gets the counter hit low into the Demo Man
man.
follow-up.
Tries to go for the sledgehammer, put on the plus frames as
He's
well.
being the aggressor.
Tries to, it's trying to catch that Magic 4. The frames right now isn't.
Oh, another
Another
guarantee. Straight and the fist into the face.
Final round.
All right, is Nobi
This
gonna
is
move
what I'm
on,
talking
or
about.
is he
You got
finally
too
gonna
many
eliminate
mix-up
him
choices
from this ladder
there.
format and move on
You
himself?
can't
Final round, we're going
option select
downstairs
or
into the
fuzzy
temple.
guard there. Just
Kinda
need to
reminds
take
me of
it.
the Hell's Gate from Tekken 5, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
beautiful down forward two there to start
Too
off
much
with these
movement
rounds.
for Nobi.
And he gets the
Takes the
wall.
wall.
Down one string, ends it. That's
That's
a
the
3.
free.
Half-life in the favor of Knee. Nobi trying to fight back with the wall to his
Nice.
One right
This
back at
is
you.
so
back. But you already
great.
see that homing move, that
Homing
new mid
move,
homing move.
that
They-
jump.
And it goes over the low
Into the
into
face.
Demo Man. Breaks the
And the
wall.
breaks
Wasn't ready for the wall breaking. And he's doing heat.
Oh,
and
he
expands the
smashed.
heat smash. And
Then the
just
shot
like that, explosively.
I think the smash is just like minus 13 or something on block.
Bro.
12 or
Look,
13
it's a hard time
something,
for me
so
not
this
saying
is a
anything
huge
during
deal.
those
Like,
matches. First off, the
you
stage
got
is
the
ridiculous. The song was
low
crazy,
launcher that's
but the match
low
itself is something I feel like we need to
attack
look
that's
at.
so
Just seeing how
fast.
they're adapting to
But
each other's
it's only
pressure
like,
in real time, the way that they're applying heat in some of
a
these
jab
situations
punishable?
is actually something that obviously we've never seen before because it's a new game. But seeing it happen at the highest level, from the highest level players of Tekken over time like this, really does kind of put it in the scope of like how people are actually going to approach it in real time when the game is finally released and they get their hands on the game themselves. But it's very so much between the characters. Like how Nobi approached it with Lars comparatively to Paul was different. Like obviously Lars is a lot faster, the offense is in his favor, but once they started getting to the all right, like who's gonna move first game, it really much felt like classic like Tekken. Like I'm like, what are we about to do right now? Let's take a look at the results of what we just saw there. 3-2 in favor of Nile, and man, that was an amazing set. But that's what you get when you see a player like Nile go up against Nobi. I mean, the matches here have been good, ridiculous, but let's go back to that first match, Fang versus Raven.
Yeah, they're just bringing out so much interesting stuff with the Raven. I saw combos, you know, that JDCR wasn't doing, like their little things. And then later on with the Lars, this Lars is a perfect, this version of Lars is a perfect pick for the way that Nobi wants to play Tekken.
It's like, it gives me like the Steve reminder, bro. I feel like this is like, he's always in your grill. He always wants you to like respect his space. And look how close he can get these small whiff punishes and start his offense. It didn't work out though. He had the, you know, it didn't work out, but.
That stage right there, I feel like if it was any other stage, that's a whole different story.
So welcome back,
I think the big thing was like you saw when Paul came out against the Lars. A couple of
by the way, if you look to my channel, I'm still preparing some of the
you eat a couple of those
CBT
in a row,
combos.
even Nobi's gonna want to behave.
Yeah, I'm planning to do
like
all
I
of
said,
them.
Paul brings the damage and nothing less. And I like the fact that that was the last one. There's like,
So
you know what? How am I gonna
you
do
can
this?
check out
It's
my
gonna be
channel,
Paul. But we have an
subscribe to
interview
it.
with Nobi, who will be removed from the
And I
ladder.
will try to
Let's take a
talk
listen.
about more about the new system. There's a lot of still changes. It doesn't really hugely announced by people, but it will change the gameplay quite a lot.
How do you feel about the games that you played?
今のゲームは超楽しめたみたいですけど、今は感想を述べてください。
めちゃめちゃアドレナリンが出てる。もう最高のゲームでした。
最高のゲーム。
He says there's so much adrenaline running through him. It's such a great game.
Now, I got to ask you just an extra question because I really want to know personally as a fan. You were our first Evo champion. Which character are you looking forward to playing the most when the game comes out next year?
ゲームが発売されてから一番やりたいキャラは誰でしょう？
本当はドラグノフって言いたいんですけど、どうしてもビクターがかっこいいなと思ってるんで、まずビクターをメインキャラとして候補してます。
Everyone will use Victor
So of course he really wants to
at the
play
beginning of the
Jaina,
game.
but the character called Victor, he's super looking forward to like getting to see if he can put him into
Given the experience from Leroy,
last question, of course, I just want to ask you.
we can say that every new character in Tekken will be busted
So みんな
and
見てる
broken.
ファン
So
何か
Victor will
言いたい
dominate
こ
all
とはありますか？
tournaments in the first month.
多分この後の試合もあると思うんですけど、これ見てもらって、
At least I know that Asusana is broken right now
少しでも面白いなって思ったら、
in the
皆さん
CBT.
ぜひ鉄拳8プレイ
He
して
is
みて
so
ください。
strong that
So everybody who watched this
he
game
got all the
and did the
great
favor of
tools
watching him play,
without
he thinks you probably
much
don't think that
punishment.
it's not a fun game. He's sure that you are a little bit excited for it. So he just wants everyone to try it out and have a fun time themselves, just like he got to do today.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Nobi. Thank you, Peter, for coming here to the Evo Showcase event. We're going to throw it to our friend Tasty Steve because he's got some splaining to do.
All right, we already know what time it is. It's Steve splaining. We got a new game coming out, but we got returning characters.
Ooh.
One of those returning characters and historic characters, one of my favorite. You can see him on my shirt right here.
Oh, King.
Now, King is King II right now, but the first king was actually killed by Ogre. He actually has an orphanage in which he actually takes care of kids, so that's the best story you can have for anything. But during the events of Tekken, the first king actually got killed, and one of the orphanage's kids actually takes up the mantle of the new king. He actually goes to avenge the murder of him, also actually goes to avenge the murder of a second Armored King, the first Armored King, who was his mentor, who taught him after his first mentor died. And still in Tekken 8 right now, Steve Splain. That's really hard.
All right, thank you so much for that, Steve.
The new king is
I
quite
forgot
interesting.
that it was King II, actually.
Not
But we're gonna look at the
strong, and it's
ladder,
not broken, it's strong.
How we're going to get to this point so far. Ni, unfortunately, taking out Nobi. It would have been real cool if Nobi went all the way to the very end, but Ni is going to move on now, and he is going to face up against our next Evo champion, Low High. So let's take it over to Steve.
King does have a lot of
One of the
great
young
tools
gunners
that's
of the Korean Tekken
very
community and a
different
very good
from the
player on top
previous
of
games.
that. And of course, an Evo champion, our next contestant, player and champion, Lohai.
Lohai.
First Evo. And it is 1 3 out of 5 set. We are about to see history. He's trying to get that. Look at this!
Good
Oh
down.
my god! Oh, and he low very low high. Very nice work. Insult to injury. Another one. This one's counter hit.
And that leads to a free juggle, the follow-up, and
I think that one is season 3, right? Season 3. Oh no, season 2. Season 2. Tekken 7. So Damaging was a SSS tier character back then. Yeah. Shaheen is still underdeveloped at that point. He's still new in the game. Yeah. That was a great match.
Lohai, one of the young upcoming players. I just have a couple of questions before he gets to play knee, and this goes right in line to it. How does it feel to be one of the strongest newcoming players out of Korea?
새로운 선수니까 새로운 플레이어니까 기분이 어떠네요? 이렇게 크게 높게 갈 수 있는 거.
사실 제가 그렇게 어린 나이는 아닌데 이제 제가 어렸을 때 아케이드 센터에서 같이 게임했던 그 당시에 이제 최정상에 있던 선수들이랑 이렇게 같이 경기를 할 수 있게 되어가지고 굉장히 영광스럽습니다.
He said he's actually not that young. He's like he's just lucky that he was able to grow up at a time at the arcades where he can learn from older mentors in the past in Korea.
How strong do you think Korea is when it comes to just Tekken overall?
한국에서 철권이 얼마나 강한지 궁금한데요.
I don't think he would say Pakistanis are better, right?
생각합니다. 그냥 세계에서.
He says he thinks Korean Tekken is the best.
Hey, now. That's what I like to hear. And it's great
You should ask him his girlfriend.
With that, let's get ready
How's
for
your
the
love
next
life?
match of Knee versus Lohai.
I'm quite shocked actually. I think that those kind of scandal makes him need to hide behind the internet for a year. I think
in the grand finals, he reset on Kudan's and
maybe
in that grand finals at Evo 20.
esport
during that year, Kudan was the favorite.
it's just
to win
like
that entire tournament. And
it's
with
similar
Lohai,
to the esports scene is similar to the
Evo first place champion. That is
celebrity
Yeah, and he
scene.
says he wasn't that young, but that Evo win for Lohai really felt like a passing of the torch.
But
for Korea
I think
Tekken, right?
people
Where it was
just
like, you think about Knee, you
doesn't
think
really
about
care
PCR,
about
think about Saint. It had been, like
For me,
those
of
those
course.
2016, 2017, those years of Korea winning Evo and now passing it to a younger player from these players that had been playing for like a decade or longer.
And that's what I was really getting at talking
There's
about
some
these players,
recent
especially
gameplay
Lohai,
of
I'm commentating
Lohai.
matches,
He
I'm
is
sure you guys have seen him as
attending
well.
those
He is such a
TWT
strong player
game.
to be
He's
on,
still
like you said,
very
this- I feel
strong.
like this
I
later
mean,
generation of like Korean Tekken and just Tekken as a whole. Speaking of, obviously not young, but
in
going up
31
against
is
one of,
the
like,
golden
historians,
age
I feel
of
like,
fighting
one
games.
of the OG Tekken
We don't
gods, you know what I'm
know. We
saying?
don't know
This is a big
this.
thing, and obviously this is Tekken 8, and this is a showcase match. But once again, it's cool to see like players of this caliber give their all in a game that's not released yet, especially knowing where they came from competitionally.
Yeah. And like very similar to Need, like plays the game a lot, and we're gonna see his characters here: the Brian, the Kazuya, and the Law.
Kazuya.
Both,
Okay,
I'm not surprised
great.
with the Law
You
or
can
the
see
Brian.
some.
The
You can
Kazuya
see some
is a little bit of a
different,
curveball for me, but I'm interested to see how he brings it
character
out.
there.
But I think he's very similar to Nino. Just plays the game constantly.
I really hope
plays
they
at a high
can
level,
bring up some
doesn't let you get away
less
with anything.
used
And,
character.
you play him.
Like
him, and he kind of feels like makes you
Lee,
feel like he knows your character better than you.
Asusena.
Yeah, that's
Right.
definitely like the Knee like quota. He was like, "Oh, you want me to play your character against you? I'm gonna make you feel like I know more than you do," and it's always intimidating.
Yeah.
But Lohai, of any player, can definitely live up to that. And on top of that, I love how experimental he is.
By the way,
with the
Lois,
gameplay overall. I remember
was
saying and talking to him about times when he would
Lohai
purposely
main.
switch. He was like, that character is not working.
He almost
so in
got the
tournament, I'm
Evo.
gonna switch
I
to a
think he
different character
got
just to
one
see how
of
it
his
does.
Evo
And,
title
I feel like
by
that's something
using
only like an
law.
aspiring great player will do, right? They're like, I'll take this L if
Brian
possible, like, if I
Shaheen,
have to, but the goal is to be the
he's
best
so
one to
good at doing the slide motion
We are
there.
going to move on to
So
our
his,
next game in this showcase. It is
so
going to be
that's why
Low
he
High
picked
versus
Shaheen and
Knee.
also
And you see the
Law.
Kazuya already being highlighted for Low High.
Okay, see,
Knee
okay,
opting out with the Brian first.
the good choice.
thing.
And the one thing I didn't mention about Low High yet is that this man is an amazing Tekken player. He is very skilled mechanically and mentally, but you got to watch out for these rage arts in these clutch situations. He is willing to bet it all, especially if it's going to kill you.
He definitely has those moments with the rage arts and clutch.
Ace?
Name a better duo. Name a better duo. But the match is starting up, and Nee is already putting on the pressure here with the Brian.
See this Kazuya, sway back one, doing chip damage, and plus
Oh, it doesn't do
hitting
a full
around
damage, a full combo after
Kazuya
that.
right there.
That's the three.
That is a lot of pushback.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Tries to get the magic forward once again, and Low High's already on rage.
So, gotta get out of here. The catch and kick.
Magic forward there, but we're just gonna
Doesn't
end it off
have
with the
enough
jab.
frame for that.
I think he takes it very convincingly.
Yeah, you see him
4
using
is
that
like
movement,
a
getting
magic
around
magic
those,
4.
that Mishima wave dash.
Doesn't really
with
have
electrics
a
as
lot
well.
of frames.
Cool,
Data.
triple rip,
Oh.
and the third four in the gut. The final one hitting counter hit.
The
We get the wall.
wall.
Yes, we can.
Wow, that's hurt.
Working the body with those up forward twos, and now spinning the
Pressure
heat, trying to
with,
keep it in
heat
the corner
smash.
and close out this second
Heat
round.
burst, sorry.
Yeah, empowered mock punch.
Oh, nice. Just do it.
Able to get
the devil.
It's a lot of life back from a successful heat engager.
Yeah, I really like Nee's usage of
nice
heat right there.
block there.
Calls up that hell sweep. This is gonna hurt so much.
Wow.
Double
To the wall.
One more.
Break the wall.
Oh,
No,
okay,
he's
he
gonna
doesn't
one more big
break
hit to
it.
break it.
Okay, still going for the pressure. Nice down forward. 1-2, able to put out the heat and get some health back there. Nice 1-1-2. Sweep
The
and
wall.
with heat, Lay's able to get Heaven's Gate out of that.
Now knees in the corner. He's got to try to fight away. You see the little sidestep lefts, trying to get away from
Oh,
the wall. And the
what a counter hit.
3+4 comes in. You get a little too aggressive against Brian, you're gonna get counter hit.
Nice
It's not
damage
gonna
to the
feel good.
ground.
That combo was devastating. As it was
Wow,
still
how
beautiful
can
down
he
there by
duck
the
it?
electric and gets the wall standing one. And Knee's still putting on that range 0 presence there. 15 seconds left. Nice duck.
Wow, what a duck.
And we're gonna close it off with a down forward 1 machine gun punches.
3 rounds straight. That Brian putting on a clinic against the Kazuya.
So clean.
Has got to try to bring up that Brian or that Law now up to the plate.
He doesn't like it. No, I doesn't like it at
Come
all.
out instead.
I think we're gonna see Law first. That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
I was thinking the same
I
thing.
mean, Loa is great.
I think he
Kazuya
wants to
is
slide out
just
of there for a little bit,
too
just for,
telegraph. I
thinking
mean,
about it.
everyone knows how to
stranger
fight
to the ball,
him.
though, and I'm glad you said that. Like, when it
Especially
comes to
those
execution, like,
professional
Low High is
players.
all the way up there. Like, one of those,
Kazuya is one of the characters that doesn't really change much, even with the heat, all the heat engager, heat
Throwing down the
smash.
challenge. Who's gonna be
It's
the better
still
Brian player
very
today?
much the same.
Today.
It might be different in 2
So
months.
people
It might be different in 2 years.
Know how to play against him.
Love it.
Everyone is an
Episode
expert
7,
on
everybody just abuses the poor cameraman. He's just trying to do his job, filming the
Kazuya
match.
matches.
But another big counter hit
to the
3+4
wall.
from me at the start.
That right there's the heavy.
Wow.
Jesus.
That empowered.
Look at that damage and then all of Man, that knee is sick.
Honestly, that's because Low High's Brian threw the girder at the cameraman, so the cameraman
right.
helped out.
You're blaming the cameraman again.
No, I'm
You're
just
blaming
saying
the
you.
cameraman
No, I'm
again.
saying you abuse the cameraman. He's gonna help out your opponent.
There we go. Nice control there by Low High. Trying to get the pacing back. Both of them are in heat.
Oh yeah, both of them heat in 15 seconds.
Mock kick out of there. It's control. And 3+4 connects again.
Oh,
Ooh, nice hatchet. And mock kick again.
wow, that's a lot, tons of damage from that.
And
And
get
he's
that
smashed.
Smashing up the kill.
No,
it's not.
oh no. And down to close the deal.
takes
Yes,
it
nice
1
power.
to 1. Low High trying to match knees Brian.
Beautiful step there with the whiff at the 1-4.
Oh.
Again, machine gun punches comes in clutch here for Low High. And the 3+4
nice.
punch. Mine's faster. And gets all the way
Nice.
to the wall. And gets a
Wow.
tornado flip
And then-
Snake Eyes activated. Gets all of it.
That combo is so sick. It's so cool. But knee trying to get himself out of, get with the wall. He does with the forward, forward, 4 into the guaranteed kickoff. Another round on the board for Lohai here.
The Monkey is so strong right now.
Trying to get
Ooh, and a beautiful whip punish there with the jet upper and gets a tornado flip and activates Snake Eyes. While we're at it, are we going to see the end of the whole combo? Yes, we are. Trusty steps out of it with the down forward one.
Gets the hit confirm, back one, trying to get some pressure going for himself. And he has the wall. Instantly, he knows that he has the wall to his back and switches sides with Lohai just from pure Tekken movement.
The wall. Oh, smash. Oh, okay, no.
Save that combo. The hatchet kick matches him with the heat burst. Oh, that chip.
That was a huge delay and beautiful patience there.
Oh, machine gun
And
punch.
we're gonna again with a final round.
Yeah.
With the Bryans right
Eyes
now.
out.
Who's moving on? Who's Brian is getting eliminated? Big counter hit, back one. They go to the sky in this game on that counter hit.
It is such a
Nice.
slow animation now in this game.
Yeah, no, he didn't have Snake Eyes on that one, so he can only do 3 hits on that.
Oh,
upward
nice
string.
punish. That's a perfect punish on that.
40 seconds left with the
missed
top there. We got 40
touch upper.
seconds now, and he activated for both of them.
Nice step. Oh, and then the 1-2-4 into the heat dash, and then the simple down forward one takes it at the end there. 1-1.
Lohai
Brian
beat me
is eliminated from this match. Are we gonna
Nice.
get the Raven?
He doesn't
or
look
the pole now.
happy
no, we
about
got
that.
We got Fang this time. You're right.
This is the character that I really wanted to see me play.
He's so
actually.
serious.
Especially after talking to Bloodhawk last night about some of the changes to Fang. I'm like, excuse me? And we saw a little bit of that today. Some of the back turn issues, options that he has now, but that's going to be the next one.
And that's
Fang
exactly
versus
what
Brian.
we're going to get.
Yeah, that back turn 2 being an armor move, and then while he's in heat, getting that big jumping stomp, jumps to the sky, comes down, and if there was a move that gave frame advantage, that is definitely going to be one of them.
There's a lot of those for Fang. There's a lot, but here we go. We're gonna showcase that.
Wow.
That new move right there.
Shifting clouds 2.
It is menacing.
Wow, this wild thing
Down
too.
forward 3 there with a tornado flip.
Whoa.
Shoulder to end it off.
And it's dumb.
I think it's a
Sneaky stuff.
4-3-2.
Yeah, 4-3-2
now.
Yeah. That's a new end there instead of the 1-3-2.
Wow, what
shot.
came with that one?
Heat engage here, big stop
That's
there
right.
now. Eat this rain badge,
but
but
the back
Lohai
sweep.
sniffs out the mix-up, gets the big fisherman
Nice.
slam, switches sides, tries to get
Another
big
frustrating
jumping stop.
this
This
time.
time the low works out.
Another low
Reaps a
again.
Wall carry. How far are we gonna get here? Three quarters of the
decent.
stage, not that bad.
Nice patience
Nice
there.
punish.
Again with the back one, no counter hit this time though. But beautiful defense now for every poke.
Wow, he doesn't do that.
Off of it.
4-2-1, nothing.
Nice. Nice.
I was gonna say he's in heat, but he gets the wall splat off that sidestep 2-1.
Down
I
back
believe the second hit on
2 or
that string
something.
is high.
That just looks sick, man.
ready
You
to
can
hit confirm
just
it.
hit confirm it all the time. Downtown.
Jabbed out of there. So that's a little bit low there. You remember.
Yeah, you saw it.
That's
Just
a
quick
high,
Twitch duck made that second hit whip.
Runs up, down 3. Nice block there with the down 2.
Oh, breaks out the orbital.
No,
Wasn't in
nice.
position.
Oh, almost
Couldn't
got
get
the
a conversion
launch
off
in
the
there.
second hit of the windmills.
Look at this dominant pressure right now by Lohai. Still trying to get control.
The back is
Counter
very
hit.
sluggish.
He went to the sky on that counter hit. While standing 2 shoulder and the shoulder ender. Another round on the board for Knees Fang.
One
When
round
playing
away
the game,
to
I
eliminate
doesn't really
Brian from Lohai.
feel that sluggish.
Here.
But
That's a good start.
but
with the
when
counter
you
hit,
play,
3+4.
looking
We're gonna
them
break
playing, the
balcony.
Banish is very
Possibly.
sluggish compared to the
No,
Open Eye.
later.
There we go.
He missed a mock punch.
Trade.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, in these favor, that.
Is it the Aoi? Yeah. Oh, he got it.
I thought he was gonna block it, but that you are going to the sky. Big punch.
And the Dragon Gods praise
This
you.
animation.
How's Lohai gonna match this?
It's like
Ends the
he's going to
Sidestep out of it. It's on
turn
him now.
into the Super
You gotta be
Saiyan.
careful.
Oh.
This is right back to 1.
Another down forward
Two, and we are in a final
2.
round situation. Who's gonna eliminate who with the characters? Nice step out of down 2.
Nice.
Lohai gonna send Knee to his final character in the set. The paw.
Nice.
No, the back one into the shoulder. Tried and true.
What?
Trying to control this
That's a
wall.
lot of chip damage.
Fully connected, baby's hand trip. Now Lohai,
Nice.
beautiful defense, knowing that he's
Another bad one.
Nice,
Wow,
nice
that's
punish. The
him.
shield chill. 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
All right. He's Fang taking it against Lohai's Brian, and now that means Lohai is down to his law.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think Fang.
Okay, Bing versus Bing.
I think he's whack. But listen. Let me finish.
Who will get it?
He's really cool. I can't take
Who
that
do you
away.
think
I
will
think
get
he's
it?
whack, but in this game he just looks so cool.
I
when he does
think
moves, bro.
I guess Knee will get it,
Sounded like you were really upset.
but you can't underestimate
I want that.
Lohai's law.
That suit.
I'd wear that.
Yeah. I want the glasses, I want the shirt, I want
Yeah,
the
this
pants,
is
I want
a-
the shoes, I want the
a
whole
classic
ensemble.
matchup. Nice.
But potential final round of this match, Knee versus Lohai.
It's
Lohai
still
bringing it all with the
strong.
low
Wow.
Nice block on the back turn down
Nice
3.
block.
What do we got here?
They're so ready for this kind of stuff. Almost got it.
just friend. The
Let's
lost ending 1-2.
confirm
Lohai
on
get
the
a
lost
wall
ending.
splat and beautiful dunk
Punish.
and punish there from the slide by Knee. Gets a tornado flip with a 4-3-4.
Only does the first hit of the string to keep Lohai close.
Almost stuck
The
that.
legend kick.
No duck there this time with a down 2. So when
Nice.
I back this turn is so scary.
Yep. All right.
Wow. That's kill.
Counter hit. 1+2. How did he find the timing? But he did. Brings him out. Puts him right back in his pocket.
How good
Speaking
their
of counter
reflexes
hits,
is.
Gonna get the clean wall
You just
splat. Boom, boom.
See something
shoulder.
getting
Trying to
in, so
control the
he
wall
press
here.
1+2, counter that.
So he's trying to get more pressure
Is
now.
a nut shot.
No
Okay,
duck,
no
and gets
duck
punished
there.
with the wall standing 1-2
Nice
there.
confirm. Oh no.
Remember, 3+4 is changed now
punish.
here.
Instead of being a launcher, he goes for the legend kick ender afterward.
And does a huge amount of damage.
Got one.
Piercing arrow down
Keeping
2.
out.
Aiming for them ankles.
Knee with all the little pokes. Again, you see him
Nice.
sidestepping, trying to keep
That's right.
Lohai's back against that
That's
wall.
you can't
Then
get
the
out
big
with
punch.
that.
Lohai
Right,
matching
that's
it
a
with his own.
wow.
The big stop
That's an upgrade
sign.
version of the back one.
Something's just always the same. Death, taxes, fangs back.
Maybe
one,
he
knocking
doesn't
you down
need
to
a
the
counter hit on that.
Some things never
Wow,
change.
nice
And so
block.
is that launcher with the wall standing 2. The crumpled.
The wall.
Nice parry, but
Oh
couldn't get the wall
man.
combo ender. Gotta watch out
That's
for this
right.
wall.
That's one of the new strings as well by Fang. Now 40 seconds left, and they're just trying to wait it out. Which one's gonna make the mistake? You are, and beautiful
That's
whip punish
patient
with the
on
down
Lohai.
4-2 by Lohai. Magic cake
Wow.
with the blue sparks as well to add a little style. Just slowly,
Nice
boom, done with the down
block.
2, and Lohai takes the lead.
Man, those moments when nothing's
It's like
happening,
two
but they're just,
assisted.
one person is just trying to
Nice
find that
down
one
for two.
opportunity, and the other person's not trying not to give to him. Lohai with the
Dum,
DF2
dum.
launch, gonna get the clean wall split this time. Boom with
nice.
the Dragon Cannon Ender.
Doesn't get the wall break though. There's a little low wall
It's
splat,
so
but
hard
that's
to
great wall
avoid the
positioning.
last hit.
Step on the down back 3. New change in this game. Down back 3 easier to step than it
wall.
was in previous games. But getting the combo
Nice.
shoulder ender, trying to keep him there, but slides right out.
Tries to get the 1+2 guarantee with the follow-up from the slide.
Slow. Nice punish.
Nice.
3, no wall splat, down back 3.
Counter hitted him with the low out of the heat burst, but does it again. Trying to get something going here. No punish on the nunchucks.
Oh, goes for the low this time.
Can he keep going? He's got one more chance here, but
Oh no!
he tried to do the charge
So linear.
up,
4 for
4,
1+2,
but Lohai not
charging
giving it to him
up.
Clean
It's a very
sidewalk
linear move.
out of the wall, and we're gonna get to final game here.
Oh, Knee still got one counter. This hall.
Everything, man.
Yeah.
This game,
Bro, he looks so sick, dude.
Let's
this
see
game is
how
actually the first time I actually like
Knee
ever tried
is
lost
handle
seriously. I
everything
regret it.
after
This
the first
character
game.
is fun.
Speaking of, bro, we get the special intro, dude.
Another one.
Dressed up for occasion.
And the shake of the hand right there.
Yo, let's go. It's so good.
Yes.
Punish the back one too.
That's a new low move.
I really love this game.
Punish.
Just giving more personality for the characters.
Not
Little
full
interactions,
damage on
especially
that.
like
A
the final
full combo on
round, like the
that.
little posing they do on final
Back
round.
It's like a throwback to Tekken 3 with
punch.
their intros as well. It's
Nice
fantastic.
punish.
Getting the slide block. He's making him pay for the combo.
Oh, you step in.
move
And
is
we're
so
gonna go for the
sick.
heat smash, and we're gonna show you a lesson.
Mid homing, jump, it crush low.
When Paul gets that clean heat engager and you have to force
And should
that
be totally safe on
50-50,
block.
Is he gonna death fist me? Is he gonna heat smash? Do I gotta worry about something completely different? And you see the
Oh
movements
my
out of
god,
Knees
those
Paul right now.
movements so sexy.
That is just so menacing.
It's just the
like, he
back
just
dash
did a
is
wave dash, wave
weaker
dash,
than
wave dash.
right now,
Love it.
so
Walk,
people just
beautiful walk there by Lohai.
walk
Slides
forward
on the way,
more.
gets the 1+2.
You see Lohai, he's getting some of these slides blocked, but he's not letting it deter him. Sometimes
Oh,
you just gotta
nice. Catch him, get
pump
in.
the slide a little bit more, make him think about it a little bit. Gonna spend it. What can he get here?
Well, it doesn't
Blue
kill,
Sparks with the
but he
legend
got
kick.
a
After heat.
activation
Both of them
here.
are now on heat with 20 seconds left to play. Knee's gonna try to chip
Yeah.
away, and he will successfully do that.
Oh,
Knee
his smash.
restoring a
His
lot of his
smash.
life
Yes.
there, and now the heat smash gonna take it.
Triple
Knee
low.
potentially on set point here. Low
At
has gotta bring it
50% of
back.
your life bars just melt
Lohai
down
tried to catch him.
Counter hit.
like an ice cream.
25% right there.
Beautiful block there from the
Oh,
low.
nice.
And
Whip
another
punish.
quick 50% in 10 seconds from
They
Knees
should
Paul.
nerf Paul
Will this
before
be
the
a
game
Lohai
came
road
out
for this
to the
showcase?
A
market.
little late on the punish. He's trying the heat burst, trying to get something going here.
Beautiful defense once again.
Spends the heat smash.
His smash damage is toned down a lot compared to the older version, I think.
So he can poke down knee enough to get that rage
Wow.
armor. He can even it up, but looking
Can
real
you
good. Double
get away with that?
Triple death fists out of Knees Paul,
Man.
and just like that, he is
I
going to
think,
move on. And
when you
Lohai is going
have
to be eliminated
when
from
you
today's
have
ladder
speed,
showcase.
Man, great matches all
that
around. Though.
that fist is only minus
it's been going
13.
incrementally up in like hype.
Yeah,
just,
and
like, the
also
matches get
given
more
that
and more intense as we
pushback,
get, like, higher in this ladder.
no
As we get to the
character
end
should
of this
able
ladder
to
on top
punish
of it.
that.
But that's why I said, man, Lohai
Yeah,
is
they should
definitely one of the
cancel
newer, and I say newer
Paul.
emphasis in the next
Not
generation.
nerf
Tekken
him,
players
but
is gonna be
cancel
for a
him.
while playing
Sorry,
this
I'm
game.
a big
And it's just
hater
great to
of
see him go
Paul.
against a player like me, especially this early.
I
in
really
the
hate
game's
that
life cycle.
character.
Yeah, you can only imagine that's going to be the first of many times that those two are going to meet each other in the
Given that
in this game
the
going
best
forward,
player
right?
in Hong Kong
And
used Paul and always lose to him.
Like, that's just
Yeah,
a,
they should cancel Paul.
teaser of what we're going to
Exactly.
see, and it's crazy. I was like, it's already this hype. What are we supposed to expect when the full thing's out, right?
We might see that matchup. That might be a future Tekken 8 Evo top 8
Cancel
in the
Paul.
making.
I mean, if you think about like what's happening here in this showcase, it's a ladder showcase of all the previous champions, right? So obviously, this could be like a top 8 of any future tournament. You know what I'm saying? Of a Evo, a TWT, LCQ, or whatever the case. Let's take a look at the replay from the last game, Lohai versus Knee.
Yeah, he's Kazuya from Lohai, not really getting a chance, and then matching him with the Brian versus the Brian. You saw right there with the crazy
Dude, that was insane.
resplat, and Knee having the presence of mind to still be ready for his combo. That would have thrown me off. And then bringing out we saw the Law and then the Paul being the final match between those two. Really great stuff from the two.
I mean, just seeing Lohai play a character like Law just really does a lot. But Lohai going home, Markman has an interview with him right now.
Congratulations to Knee. Of course, an amazing showcase from both of these players, both Lohai and Knee. Lohai, unfortunately, you will not be able to move on in the competition, but I do have a few questions for you. Which character are you looking forward to in Tekken 8? I think you had a lot of fun the way we were watching you play, but I want to know who you're looking forward to playing the most.
무슨 캐릭터 제일
Shaheen. I think it's Shaheen.
초반에 나올 때.
스티브가 가장 기대되는데.
Steve.
그 이유가 플레이보다는,
We still don't know how
때
Steve worked in
얼굴이 어떻게
the new game. There's no trailer, no teaser
He
on
said he wants to play to
Steve.
Steve the most, but something about his face.
Okay. You know, I feel really weird sandwiched by Steve players here. I do want to ask a few more questions for you as well.
One's
What does it
just,
mean for you to be here
teasing
representing
about,
really,
Steve
not only Korea, but
face.
also just as a Tekken champion? What do you want to do moving forward as a Tekken champion and kind of as an ambassador for the game?
철권에 나올 때 이거 이보 챔피언이니까 벌써 철권에 1대 뭐 하고 싶은지.
저는 이제 플레이어로서 제 스스로가 믿는 게 있는 게 자기만 열심히 잘하면 강해질 수 있다고 생각을 하거든요. 이제 재능 이런 걸 떠나서 그렇기 때문에 철권 A 때도 똑같이 계속 열심히 해가지고 지금처럼 이렇게 강한 선수들과 같이 대결할 수 있게 유지를
No
하도록
idea
하고
what
싶습니다.
he's talking about.
Yeah, he said he always used to think that if I just became the strongest, it's all good. But he's thinking into the future that not only him trying to become the best that he can be, but his most closest community around him, so that they could all grow stronger together. And he's planning to do that for Tekken 8.
Understood.
that's great.
This is a selfish question from me. I just want to know, as a fan, out of the characters that haven't been announced yet, is there a character that you want to see from past Tekkens come back?
철권 8때 아직 character 안 보여준
It's important to have a good community to support the growth of the skill
돌아오길
level.
바라는 건 없고요. 안 돌아오길 바라는 게 있다면 이제 2D 캐릭터가 안 나왔으면 좋겠습니다.
He said instead of like the characters that are returning, I'm hoping for characters that don't return, and it's going to be the 2D character.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
I've heard
true.
that quite a bit. So last thing I do
No
want to ask you,
one,
is there a message
no
to
one
the Tekken fans that are
appreciate
watching at home today that you want to
Akuma
let them know?
or
메시지가
He's-
사람들 보는 사람들.
He's is fine.
철권
This
7때
is
이제
fine.
열심히 해가지고 이제
But Akuma just
우승자도
disgusting.
되고 그랬던 것처럼
I mean,
철권 8이
gameplay wise,
나왔어도 이제
damage
계속 열심히
wise,
해서 똑같은 위치에 갈 수 있도록
yeah,
노력하겠습니다.
it's too strong. It's hard to
That,
balance
he
out
was
the
able to
character.
try his best and become a Tekken 7 Evo champion, and he's hoping that when Tekken 8 comes out, he's able to keep it going.
Awesome. So, Lohai, thank you so much for being here. And we are going to be continuing more with our Evo Tekken 8 showcase. But first, we got to go back to our boy, Tasty Steve, with another session of Steve Splainin.
This time, we're going to Raven. Now, Raven is introduced in Tekken 5, and he's obviously one of the cooler characters out there. He's part of the larger group of ninjas called the Ravens, which we didn't know at the time had an even cooler character, Master Raven, that was leading them, and our newly introduced Victor, who apparently just controls them all. But the fact of the matter is that Raven didn't show up in the last game. He did see Heihachi, quote-unquote, die in T5. That's probably why he didn't join us in the next game, because he miscalled that. But also hired by the UN, which is also ridiculous because the UN is hiring ninjas in the world of Tekken. It is a world war, but it makes a lot of sense. Raven, cool ninja, Steve Splainin.
Thank you, Steve. Tekken University is open for enrollment, and with this right here is one of the professors. But we're gonna take a look at this bracket real quick, and we'll see who's knees gonna move and face across.
Arslan
and we
versus
see ourselves.
Knee.
I want to say right now, the rival for Tekken, Knee versus Arslan Ash. This is a matchup that we are always so excited, and whether we see them, it is always an impactful
It's glad
match
that
to watch.
Arslan can get a visa to
Let's Steve do his thing and introduce our next Evo champion.
USA. Yeah.
Now that we're getting to the topper parts of this ladder, I hope you guys understand what you're witnessing right now. We talked about what Nia has done for Tekken, but Arslan Ash
from nowhere
has
to
actually
ambush
put the
all
Tekken
the
world on its head,
players
and with that name,
over the world.
that's going to
Like
be
the
our next
Pakistani player
Evo
are
champion,
rising a
multiple
lot.
Evo champion, Arslan Ash.
Whenever they can reach, you can see some Pakistani player in the top 8 in any Tekken tournament.
With a commanding lead.
Oh my goodness. This is looking like beatdown. Now, can Al find a way back in? I don't think so. Arslan Ash up 2-0. One game away from winning yet another Evo title in Tekken 7. Survived the rain drive attempt. It seemed to never look. There it is. Arslan Ash is your Tekken 7 champion.
Make some noise for your Evo 2023 Tekken 7 champion for the 4th time, Arslan Ash!
Y'all can clap it up. It's okay, bro. This is an Evo champion you guys are looking at. Arslan Ash, the not one, not two, not three, the 4-time Evo champion. I don't even know who else can even claim that. Do you understand how important that is? That there's nobody else that can be like, yeah, I've won it 4 times.
Yeah, it's a dream. I think it's a dream. I think I'm living a dream. You know, Yeah, it feels so good to even realize that I have won 4 times. Yeah.
So I want to ask you this, and I haven't asked you this before, but I feel like I know the answer. Who is your rival in Tekken 7? If somebody was like, yeah, dude, this is my person this is my strongest rival. Who is your Arslan Ash's rival?
I think there are a few. One of them is definitely is Ni, and I do actually consider Atif and
Yeah, Atif, but
yeah,
definitely
I
his
think that's
rival.
yes.
So last question, and I'm going to let you get to your video games, right? I'm going to let you get to the fighting. What character would you like to see come back in Tekken 8?
I think I really wanted Jun to come back in Tekken 8, and she's back. From past characters, I think I don't want anybody else.
Nobody else, not Armor King?
No Armor King.
What? All right, you know what? I thought we were friends. I can't believe you, Arslan Ash. With that being said, let's take a look back at these two competitors that you're about to see play. No Armor King? No, that's crazy, bro. Oh, man, I love that character.
Steve trying to bait
I
him with
also
that
like
Armor King setup, but no dice. But you see right there, this man, 28 years old, he's got 4
He's only
EVO championships
28.
to his name. And the other part of that is that he won, EVO Japan and EVO in 2019 and 23. He won both EVOs in both of those years. Amazing player, and he was responsible for putting Pakistan as a Tekken region, a Tekken powerhouse region on the map.
I literally tell him all the time, like, do you realize that you've changed the scope of like Tekken, not just like, you know what I'm saying, just fighting games. Just to put his region on the map like that, it inspires a lot of people from that region and just all over to want to like stand up and do the same. And this is the fact
Yeah,
that
and then
he's able
they go back to their
compete,
hometown
defeat,
and then build
play
more
with
game
a
center.
player like
You
me.
train.
All right, I'm
secretly
not actually
train
surprised by any
their
of these character choices
army
right here. You got the Jun,
to
as he was
destroy all
talking about
the
in the interview,
fighting
the
game scene
Nina that he's
in
said
the
in the past that
world.
he loves playing that character as well, and the Azucena coming up. But Ni, on
But
the
this
other
is
hand,
hard money. I think
swapping
if they
out
have
the
has the
Raven for the
money,
Jack 8 this time. Any thoughts
they
on that?
have the money.
Actually, that's quite surprising. We're coming up
Investing
deep
in
rivalry.
other games like
I thought
shooter
that he was
games
gonna bring up the
or
eight,
LL.
sticking with the Raven or the Brian
It's
Whip,
more.
but we're sticking with the Jack. But
I don't know how to
the
say it.
Azucena
But
finally
maybe more
having
effective.
the moment to
Because
shine in this
e-sport
showcase.
there, the
Well,
scene is
I mean,
bigger.
we're going to get an opportunity
price
to
up
see it with our very
higher.
own eyes. These guys are ready. Arslan Ash versus Ni is our next match. This is going to be a good one. Let's take it to the games.
And we're going to ride through it. I guess what you said earlier, Arslan is responsible, for waking up the sleeping giant called Pakistan. And I'm so excited what's coming up with Tekken.
Speaking of waking up, we got the Coffee Queen on deck, Azucena. See what they can do against Ni's Jack 8.
Okay, so me picked
We'll see
Jack
this
8.
This character kind of just custom built for the Tekken 8
Oh, so he's
system, right?
doing using
She's got a
Azucena.
Liberator stance that allows her to avoid highs and lows.
Arslan,
She's got great damage.
always
You got that
love
running
female
3, too, that
characters.
could be a problem, especially for a character like Jack that might not be
yeah.
good at sidestepping it.
That down
Nice.
forward to reach all the way from downtown, and we're gonna dance right on through, showing the new moves as well. A wall running 3-2 is a problem. That is mid-high, and it jails.
And trading the heat burst back and forth.
Oh,
You see
that's
right
a
there, showing
guarantee.
off the
God
Jack
break
8. When
sequence.
he's in heat or gamma
So
charge,
dangerous.
that punch becomes a guard break, and then cashing it out for the heat smash right away to take that first round.
Beautiful defense there by Nia as well. But we got the down
Nice,
forward
catch
two
him,
on
get
my
in.
own, and we're gonna go carry all the way to the wall, just a little bit. Has a really good wall presence now.
I'm really hoping you see it in the background, that fence. I'm really hoping we break that and we can show off a
What
little
trade?
bit more of what this stage has to offer. We got that lower level, and then that lower level has a break
Nice.
before. But
Double
Arslan getting the
two.
launch here, spending the heat burst. How are we gonna do this thing?
Yes, we are.
Boom, boom, boom. And now we're gonna dash in with Liberator, maybe? No,
running
three.
to afraid to.
I think we're
That's
gonna see
a
that move
broken
a lot.
move.
Probably
Definitely.
right.
It is such a good move.
On the string.
Jackhammer, not
That back turn 3, that jumping low, if that hits counter hit, she can get a free crouch throw. And her crouch throw can put her into heat.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And speaking of heat, Knees activated his own, but he does get whiffed.
We're gonna see the guard break again. No, we're not. Liberator 1+2 launcher.
Double into the mid, and we're gonna still got the tornado flip. Are we gonna go into the wall? Yes, we are, but doesn't get the right wall splat.
Wow.
He's trying to get the control back.
That's fair.
And gets the heat smash to end it off. It's 2-1.
It's all
1-1. We're boxing here, and he's trying to get the control right back.
You've seen those back turn stances. Tried to go into Liberator, but a little bit too slow.
Beautiful duck there with the 1-4-1.
That's fair. Okay.
1-2, 1-2. No dice there with the down 4-2.
Punish on the launch. Trying to pressure that life bar of Arslan.
Jumps over the low, and still beautiful block there.
Nice.
Nice heat.
What are we gonna do? Trades it right back.
That's a back. The heat smash.
Anti-air and bringing down the machinery. Final round, game 1 between Jack 8 and Azucena. Knee versus Arslan Ash.
That one should not punishable, right?
Fucking punish. Jackhammer, put it on the.
Nice duck.
No, that's not quite. That's not quite.
Plus frame.
Yeah, it's like that.
And then throw, that's down throw that. You can block that.
Throw.
Yeah, if once you do block the low, yeah, you actually damage her.
Ugh.
It is such a cool concept.
Wait, oh man,
this
running 3-2 is so hard to avoid.
Trying to be cautious,
Is it
not
really
wanting to run into
fast?
anything from this new character.
That's
But
what
problem is, you give her
gels.
that space. That's the perfect spacing for her to just run back
That's
in
a
with that
new
running 3-2.
And see Arslan's
winning
face when he cut
post.
back. Nothing but
Or maybe it's
teeth.
just
My
a
man's having
special
good
winning
time
post
out of that.
to his
A lot of
her
these players today have just been having fun,
outfit.
just been all smiles playing.
As it should, right? As it should. Like, this is it. Tekken 8. This is what it
right
does.
there, bro. We're literally right there. It's almost time for the next battle, bro.
So close.
All right, Knee bringing out the Paul right now for the Azucena. You know, because Paul better movement than Jag, better sidestep. One thing that you can do to deal with that really oppressive running 3-2 is that you can it's a mid-high, but it jails. You can sidestep the first hit and then duck the second one. I don't think Jag could do that.
Just
I'm sure
do
Paul
all
can.
the whole
I agree with
straight.
you. I think Paul has quite the better movement here, but it was punished. Well, able to move out of that down forward too. Now, will ya?
Wow.
Down
That's a
back
frame
3,
trap.
The back turn 2.
Back turn 2, yes.
Arslan being a menace with his Azucena right now.
Not punishable like that.
She says
Nice punish.
calling him easy. Sledgehammer out of there,
Yeah,
but he's
slam
right
it.
back.
Frame too slow of trying to counter hit him out of that heat burst.
Yeah.
Spends the heat smash already. Puts him to stance.
Into the street. Yes.
Down 3.
Spends it. And he still has rage. Spend it on an empowered death fist or his own heat smash with the running 3-2.
Do it again.
Back to back.
Doesn't break that time, but will break the ankles. And the sweep. How could we forget about the sweep?
Yeah, she has a knockdown sweep out of that Liberator stance.
She just does it so
Liberated
freely.
fast, yeah.
The floor is yours,
Beautiful,
man.
reminding
The
it.
floor
Wow,
is
that's
yours.
I mean,
Knee is just trying to find his way, trying to
Knee
get
is always
trying
used
to take
Paul.
the momentum right back, but Arslan is not giving any space.
Yo.
And he's doing a really good job of
The matchups-
weaving in between both the Liberator stance
Knee
and the back
doesn't
turn
really
options
know
as
the
well. Now
matchup
spending the
with
heat,
all
trying
that.
to
Get off
up.
me.
Nice.
That's what happens when you break it.
Block.
You just kick her. Just get off me.
The heat
And speaking of
smash.
get off me, I'm gonna
It's
just dish it
done.
right back with you with that heat smash, taking a 3-0. Guys, this is the first time we've seen
He's
that someone
smiling.
has a 2-0
He's
lead on
smiling.
someone.
Yep. The Azucena doing a really good job.
She's too new. I mean,
On the last
some of
moment.
some of
Arslan
her
up
tools
to-
are quite broken.
It's really amazing of him.
but,
Just like the short time.
it's
that
kind
these
of
players
you
get in
need
practice,
to
him being able to
lap
pick up so much of this character.
the
Really, just
matchups.
showing why a multi-time Evo champion.
There's a reason why. I'm just gonna dance through freely.
I know they
and
have
this
a
is where I am
secret
right now.
basement
Mentally.
and tons of
All right, the Fang coming
illegal
out.
copy.
He's final
in
character.
it.
Can he make the full comeback
I think
here?
they just
He
put
beats
it in the
Arslan's
in the
Azucena. He
arcade
still has to
cabin.
deal with the Nina Williams and the
Oh
Jukazama.
no, the support history
Both of those
there.
in Arslan's hands.
Uh.
Not an easy time for anyone, really.
Yeah,
These are
played a little bit
very
of,
standard string,
Argentina
but
the
it's
other
just
day, and
two
It is oppressive.
two
Yeah, it is very-
people
that's what I'm
that
saying.
really
It is hard to
know
get away from that character.
how these things work.
Arslan putting another round on the board here.
He's trying to having a really rough time
Oh,
and gets
nice.
the trade and able to get the
Oh,
combo
I think
out.
it's
Are we gonna go downstairs?
wow, wow, another.
We got a combo video going on right here.
The shoulders
Oh,
out of there, but
no,
the 120,
nice.
but we'll get something, and he is 2 rounds up and is
Yikes.
1 round away to
Not
have a
looking good for
clean
Nile.
sweep to take Nile
Or
out.
Bulk.
Arslan still not taking his foot off the gas here the whole time.
Oh,
Knee
that
still
one is
having
long
trouble.
push.
Dealing
Wow,
with
nice
great
punish.
block and launch from Arslan Ash. He didn't get the dash on the combo, but
Oh no, he's ringing.
another great block.
Oh
Here's another hit.
no.
He's actually all the way in the corner, spends the heat. Will this be all she wrote?
Ooh, great ender on the wall there, and
Oh,
another 3 for
man.
3 blocking those down back threes.
He's smiling.
Azucena
He
pulling
knows.
dividends
He's
for
taking
Arslan
advantage
right
of
there.
the
Great.
such a new
showcase of that
character
character.
on
You
me.
should have saw the look on Arslan's face. Lets you know he was doing the grimiest thing possible. It was like, and now I'm gonna do a tricky low. And now I'm gonna do a string that you definitely are not
Try
gonna
hack.
react to, no matter who you are.
Honed it.
You know,
Take
Yeah.
a smile out of his
I
face,
swear,
doing
we
it.
went over to
Cry
it,
hack.
and it was just like teeth. He
Cry hack.
was having a great time with that character. And she's actually really a cool character. You talked about how she can dodge like the highs and the lows. That really does set like the tone
mean,
for a character
this
like
is
this.
not-
Brand new character that really
It
changes
shouldn't be
the scope
that
of what you're able to do
one-sided,
versus
but,
them, right? Like, you talked about how like, you know, these
it's
2D
just
characters,
too
they did
new
things, the
to
jumps, the
everyone.
meter, but this character does something different where you really have to watch the highs and the lows. And we
I
know
mean,
there's a lot of instances
I
where
spent
you're like, I have to do it. What if she calls you out? Arslan taking advantage
a
of it.
good
Yeah, we
chunk
saw,
of
you know, like,
time
we've seen
back
all
in the
these existing
CBT to
characters kinda
test
get
her
overhauled
out
and retooled
and
for
bring
this
her
Tekken system.
to the
Azucena
highest
is the
rank,
very
like
first brand new character
within
that you know, was
the
made with this
15 to
new
20
system in mind.
games.
And you can see it on display. How
Yeah,
she uses the system, how she
she's
uses
strong,
stances,
but
how he
not
empowers
this
her
kind of
options
strong.
to
People just
push
doesn't
those-
really
push those options
haven't
even more
figured
forward.
her out
And she
yet.
really does like pressure you on like offense, like, and it could just be the play style of Arslan because we've seen him do this before, but like he really does take
It's
advantage
just
of what the
the
character. And, you know, like you said, it's a system
advantage.
thing. It's like, let's see how well
Yeah.
you know how to deal with this
I-
system. So
I
it's really
think-
making a lot of sense to
I
me
think
that we're able to see him play this character like this.
the,
And I still
the
feel like
showcase
it's very
should
early,
ban
so of course
those
it's gonna seem a little abusive. But
brand new
that's how fighting
characters
games go, man. When they first come out, people are gonna take advantage of what they
and let
think is
them
the
put him
strongest. Azucena is a
put
brand
the
new character,
brand new
so
character in the
everybody's
first
actually
round.
needs to go to the lab and
It's
figure out
kind
how
of
to do
like
that.
Figure out how to beat it, and
unfair
that's how games evolve, and that's
to
how
people
you know, the character evolves,
they
right?
doesn't
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
lap
It's
the
literally
characters. You
a
know,
knowledge check.
need
Like,
to
hey, you don't know this? Hey, now
the
you do. But at the same
defense,
time, you don't
how
know
to
it
learn
because it's
defense in Tekken
completely
is
new.
so hard.
You know what's crazy is that like
It
I feel like that's how
took,
Tekken has always been though. I feel like Tekken has always been one of
time
those
to
games, just
develop.
like we're just looking at it for a while, like
So
what
if
is
you
this? You
use
know?
a
And then
brand new
the
character to
more
rush
experience
down
obviously
people
goes
is
across all
it's
games,
just
but I feel
unfair.
like Tekken has had that history where it's like you typically go in and you got to get your hands dirty or somebody just beats you up until you learn. But we do have an interview with Nee, one of the best to ever do it. Let's send it over to Mark.
All right. Congratulations to
Uh,
Arslan.
but
He
it's
will be moving on,
fine.
and the Evo Tekken 8 showcase
I think
ladder.
they got
we have Nee here.
got
Unfortunately,
the,
his run here on the ladder ends. Nee, I got to ask you a few questions. I know you've been waiting for
It
a long
doesn't
time
involve
for the
any
next Tekken
price
game.
at all.
We are
I
very
think
close,
we
just a few
just
months away.
hire them
How do you feel
to
going into it?
do the show.
철권 8이 나오니까 하고
Yeah.
철권 7을 되게 오래 기다렸으니까 기분이 어떤지. 철권이.
뭐 항상 이제 신작이 나오는 거는 굉장히 좀 설레는 일이 아닌가 싶습니다. 그리고 이제 세븐을 솔직히 너무 오래 했기 때문에 저는 8이 나온 게 너무 이제 어떻게 보면 안 나올 줄 알았어요, 신작이. 예, 근데 이제 8이라는 게 나오니까 너무 좀 기대가 되고 빨리 이제 내년 1월 26일에 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
He said, you know, we played Tekken 7 for a really long time. You know, there was even a moment there where I was thinking that we were never going to get Tekken 8. But yeah, you can't wait for January 26th for the game to come out.
Awesome. And you know, with so much that's changed over the last decade for all the Tekken players, do you plan on changing the way that you train and that you plan for the competitive Tekken scene in the future?
연습 방법을 혹시 바꾸는지 안 바꾸는지 철권에 나올 때.
뭐 사실 이제 한국은 이제 옛날부터 오락실이 있었기 때문에 이제 게임하는 환경이 사실 오락실이 좀 주류였거든요. 근데 이제 사실 콘솔로
not
바뀌는 것은 사실 얼마 되지 않았어요.
pretend
왜냐면
I
오락실이
understand
이제
what he's talking
닫으면서
about.
이제 콘솔이 됐는데 사실
I know some
한국은 이제
Japanese,
그런
but
문화에 익숙하지가 않아서
Korean,
이제
I have
다른
no clue,
나라에
zero
좀
clue about that.
어려움을 겪는 게 아닌가 싶은 생각도 있고요. 그리고 이제 철권 8이 되면은 사실 이제는 콘솔로 좀 대회나
Oh,
뭐
I
이런 것들
see.
준비해야 되지 않을까 싶습니다.
He said, you know, arcades have been a pretty big thing in Korea for a long time, and we're kind of just going into it right now with arcades all closing down and moving over to consoles.
Mhm.
So thinking about going into Tekken 8 with training more on console in mind, because that is the competitive format.
Understood. Now, my last question is something I've been asking all of our
Oh,
champions
another
here.
question.
What is your message to the Tekken community?
메시지가 있는지 Tekken fans들한테. 네.
철권은 사실 뭐 굉장히 이제 오래된 게임이죠. 저는 이제 철권 1부터 이제 90년도 때 철권 1부터 했는데 지금 철권 8까지 하고 있다는 게 사실
Henkachi. What's that?
좀 믿기지가 않습니다.
I heard
그만큼
this
정말
Henkachi.
재밌기 때문에
I don't know
지금까지 할
what's
수
the main.
있다고 생각하고 또 철권 8에서는 이제 대회나 이런 것들이 좀 더 커져서 철권으로 이제 좀 생계가 되는 그런 좀 시대가 왔으면 좋겠고 더욱 이제 프로 선수들이나 이런 뭐 상금 규모가 좀 커져야 되지 않나 그런 생각이 듭니다. 그리고 앞으로도 이제 열심히 할 거기 때문에 응원 많이 부탁드리겠습니다.
No, I don't want to do it.
He's been playing
Again.
Tekken since Tekken 1, and you know, he kind of finds it unbelievable that he's playing now till Tekken 8. But he really hopes that Tekken 8 grows a lot bigger than it is right now currently, especially for the players, so that we could take this more professionally and take it to that next level. But yeah, he said he's excited about Tekken 8.
I think we are all excited. So thank you, Nee. Thank you, MYK. We will be back, of course. But first, we are going to go to our friend, Mr. Tasty Steve, with another session of Steve's Planning.
I think Tekken is the world's biggest fighting game right now. Yeah.
Speaking
With the sales
of Tekken
number.
1 through 8, a character that has
Improvement
been
by the
there
sales
the
number.
entire time, Kuma. Let's do it.
Kuma?
No, that is
Oh,
not Kuma.
Panda?
That is Panda. Panda is not the same as Kuma, and that's because it's Ling Xiaoyu's pet panda. It's actually still trained in the Mishima style Zaibatsu, but it also has used the same kind of like Kung Fu and karate as Ling Xiaoyu. But what's crazy is that it's actually raised in the high school for Ling Xiaoyu, so it actually gets to travel around.
They
The
should
bear that it was
distinct
supposed to be up there was
Kuma and
Kuma, who
Panda.
she actually hates, but Kuma loves her, and that is Panda.
I mean,
Hence we say
in
so.
Tekken 2,
Steve explained.
I think Tekken 1 or Tekken 2, Panda
Thank you,
and
Steve, so much for
Kuma is
another
just
lesson of
a
Steve
palace
explaining
walk
with the message of Panda.
of
But
the same
let's
character.
go ahead and check
And
out the
they
ladder.
keep it that
Next
way
up for Arslan's
for
next
many,
match, and
many
that is going
years.
to be
So,
Class Evo Japan
not
2020.
until
is gonna be
Panda
the last one
become
up,
a
going against
pet
Arslan.
Our final
of
match of
Xiao
the
Yu
day.
in Tekken 3, I think.
Man, it's like that Evo Japan. Leroy coming
So,
out. There's a lot of feelings around
they
that,
should
but
bring.
you know, if you win, right?
In the low rise, it doesn't really make sense, right?
Well, look,
Because
I talked to Book
Kuma,
about this
while
himself.
Kuma
He
and
questioned his
Panda share
Leroy
the
win
same move
at
list.
Evo Japan. I didn't
And we
question
know
it.
the
I was
reason
there.
why, because they
Still
don't want
one
to
of my favorite
create a new
players to watch.
character.
Guys,
But
it's Book.
But since they has been the game for like forever, all right, 3 decades already, why don't they just make 2 characters different from the others, right? I really hope that Panda and Kuma can have a very different moveset when they come out. But, I think you're going to use the Leroy. I think the new Leroy is actually quite great. Yeah, he got a lot of buff in the Hermit stance. Yeah. Oh, he looks so
How you doing,
humble.
Book? Now, I was there for that historic Leroy win.
Sunshine boy.
Is Leroy part of the stable now? Is this a character that you always have to play? I mean, you won Evo with it.
I want to play him honestly, but I'm quite not sure that the 2 that he got is fit to my playstyle.
With Tekken 8, there are a lot of new playstyles. How do you like the heat system so far?
I think his is something that like right now everyone consider is overpowered. So I just hope that when the final game release, maybe there's something change or improve something. But totally like now for me, I enjoy Tekken 8 a lot, even right now.
Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. You are going to have to take on Arslan Ash as the final member of this ladder bracket. With that, let's get to the stats and see what it took for these players to get here.
All right, thank you, Steve. You see right there, Talon's Book of Thailand, 26, our youngest player today with that EVO Japan 2020 win under his belt. He's had EVO Japan top 8 appearances in 2019 and 20. Actually, these are both our youngest players of the day. Wow. The future of Tekken is in some very capable hands, I have to say.
You know, I remember at EVO Japan.
Yeah, that's a bunch of European
EVO Japan
and
really like,
Pakistani
like
rising.
The next generation of like players. Also, but Jimmy was there
How
too.
about
Jimmy
African
J.
players?
Well, Arson was there. Book was there. We saw all these players that
they have
really
a server in Africa.
In
I think there's a huge fan base is emerging from
but the Jin,
South Africa.
The June and the Claudio on the side of Book.
No Leroy.
No Leroy.
No Leroy today, but then we got Team Good Guys for Book. Actually, I'm not so sure about Jun. We'll find that out in January when story mode comes out, what Jun's really about in this game. But like you said, the Jin, no thing. But this is gonna be the first time we see Claudio here today. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I was about to say, what
going
I've
to
seen
kill his
Claudio, like,
own
even
son, kill her own son in the game.
Good. He's
in the
definitely
law.
right now on the, like.
I mean,
I like how you did this up at the top.
Harada really loves this kind of stuff, right? You just Heihachi throwing Kazuya into the Capagano, and then Kazuya throw him back to it, and then Jin just beat Kazuya in the hell
gameplay-wise, and we're guaranteed to see that.
Yeah, one way or the other, we're going to see Jun Kazama do something today. But Claudio versus the Azu Senna.
Yeah, they should ban that.
You know, Book had to be watching that previous match, so he knows he's gonna have to get through this Azu Senna to even see Nina or Jun.
Dude, I love the pressure right now by Book.
That's why I'm saying up too. That's new move of Claudio.
Okay. No longer a launcher. Knocks down. Get a free hit afterward.
Nice.
That time, but beautiful
nice jab. Punish.
Spin there, and now while he's in heat, he has access to his Starburst moves at all times.
Whoa! Wow,
so which turning the lights on, the lights of Sirius for Azu Senna right there, taking the first round. Book has, but Arslan fighting back here, doing a lot of damage within 7 seconds with all these strings and pokes.
You saw the way how he was able to duck and punish that. You actually left Azu Senna backwards. Oh, gets caught
nice. That launch, he launcher. The wall.
That's a lot
Yes.
of damage from Arslan Ash, Azu Senna. Rounds 1-1 right here.
He's gonna dance right through, and Book is trying to take the lead out of the tempo. 1-1. Nope, that time. Like just right there. Backwards. Nice side step for defense.
Ooh, gets hit with the high, but Arslan not ready for the pickup. That high just caused a counter hit spin, but right there, the whiff punch.
Nice.
Should get to the wall pretty easily.
To the wall.
Oh
no. Backhand two. That's.
I'm very impressed. Like I said in the previous match, you can see how he looks like he's been playing this character for like a week, not just a day. Like he is seamlessly going through these stances. He knows what his options are. He's ready to make the decisions on the spot.
Oh no, the chip damage just
taking it right
put
there.
him into the pixel hell.
In this first game between Book and Arslan Ash. Can the Claudio take out the Coffee Queen?
We're about to see, but
it gets blocked.
First hop kick.
Nice punish.
1-2, 1+2.
Another punish.
Get fully connected there.
Just jab, chop. Oh no! That's his punishment.
Oh man! Once again, Arslan taking that set in convincing fashion, 3-1, and eliminating Claudio.
Still smiling, still showing the pearly white. He's having fun with this character.
He is having a fun time.
I wonder if he expected to enjoy playing this character as much as he is right now. It's like oh, new character, I'll figure it out, you know. And then like, oh, this is fun.
You know what? I might have to stick.
Asking Ben and Nemco, asking her other to nerf her.
We'll see what this character does with the red colorway.
I like how she just lets the bird go. Like, hey, yo,
nerf her, nerf her, nerf her.
Send the message to everyone.
Tell the other
She definitely not tuned yet.
You know, even though she's an existing character, I would consider.
But not just that, they're just too new.
Character in the sense of this, because last time we saw her was in Tekken Tag 2, and she's kind of been overhauled for this side. She has lots of powerful attacks. While she's not in heat, they deal damage to herself, recoverable damage. Well, while she's in heat, that caveat no longer holds. She can do them for free. And her heat burst can actually restore a lot of recoverable health to your undead. So we'll see if that comes into play here.
Wow, Trey on that.
How does he have a combo with it?
And he's so prepared for that. We're gonna all the way to the wall, not so much.
Running through, he's in the corner, spends
plus
the heat
frame.
to try to get some damage going at. Book trying to weather the storm here, doesn't, blocks a low hit throw, and still in the corner, spring kick, and heat burst,
Activate.
trying to get some stuff going. You see
Here it
right
comes,
there,
here it comes.
spending the light
Oh,
moves.
wow. That's a lot of...
And the running three, he not only
That's
weathered the storm,
sharp,
he got that first
a
round.
lot of health back. Nice.
June's heat smash, it is like a projectile.
Yes.
So it's pretty safe. And you saw how much health she regained?
Yes, she regains a huge chunk of it.
The
That's why it's so useful
third
for her.
hit.
So it's really interesting
Yeah.
how this character, it's kind of how this character is
Oh
like
no,
built
he
around like
missed it.
losing life and then getting in the heat and then trying to get it all back with that
Combo
really
video?
useful heat strength. But Arslan, again pressuring, well, using the heat burst, answering right back. Oh, heat burst
Okay, he
cancel.
knows. He knows he doesn't
From the heat smash, but it gets
reach
you
there.
out of there. And the heat smash right back at you.
Not dead yet.
Please, please. Wow, what a back three on that!
The big back three coming out
What
and
a-
getting the second round by the skin of his teeth.
Man,
Just one round away to eliminate Azucena from
the
the team.
gimmicks. They
Nice
know
talk.
what they're
Finishing it.
doing at all.
So patient.
Uh,
You're cautious, both
that's
of them.
a forward one. That's a good stuff.
Using this new stance
Nice
option.
punish.
Trying to get the float.
Oh, nice duck.
Book again just trying to weather this Azucena storm. But again, with back to the wall
nice.
counter hit.
Hits and still able to pick that up. Doesn't get the side wall splat, but that is okay. Dash that out of there. Spends the heat
Okay.
now.
This is a familiar story.
Oh, look at that. The quick sidestep and now all the way.
Plus
spent it
three.
all
Oh,
trying to
just
get that
take
one
back the
hit,
life
but
there. Oh no.
Can he get something going here, or can Arslan
punish
get a win
on a wake
around
up
on the
kick
board here
right
in the second
now.
game? Yes, he can. Going
Okay,
into round
nice.
4. This Jun is looking real sick out of Book. I kind of want to see the mirror match happen if Book can manage to
Oh,
take
four
out
hit.
this
Okay,
Azucena.
3 hit. He stopped there.
Actually wishing for that. That would be so sick. Oh,
punish.
Punch there.
Nice.
Down for two.
That's the 4
Engager.
into heat.
Nice break.
Back
Back
3.
three.
Running 3, 2. Nice duck.
Nice
again.
duck.
He is, Book is already
So
used to
ready
these
for
Azucena
that.
strings.
Gets the heat smash. No, not so much. 4-3-2, keeping it close. Does it that time though?
Steve just made the
Nice
biggest
punish.
like what the hell face next to me right now. But no heat on Book's side. Arslan finally pulling the trigger on his.
20 seconds left the clock. No whip punish there.
Wow, that's some
Nice
ton
break on the
of
1+2.
chip damage there.
Ooh, dashes in with the empowered Liberator stance. Using strings. 10 seconds on the board here.
Oh man,
Close it
this
out. We
is
got final
ridiculous.
round. Which character is gonna get eliminated?
Oh, the 1-1.
Oh,
into stance.
no,
1+2.
just go for that.
Gets the launch. Jabs for wall carry. Doesn't get a clean wall splat right there. But now, okay, Arslan really turning it on here, not giving Book any opportunity for counters, but whips the heat smash. Gets put in the corner right now. This is Book's opportunity to try to get something going. Hold it back turn 2. No counter hit.
There's a lot of pressure
Punish.
going on. He is not giving any room to play for Book. And
Oh,
just like that, takes it convincing on the
man.
final round. June is eliminated from Book's team.
Both
Book had
smiling.
some really good moments with the Junkazama, but couldn't.
They
close
should
the
spend more
door on
time in the
Azucena.
basement with
And now,
Azucena.
The tried and true for him in Tekken 7. He's got to pin
Oh,
all
Jin.
his hopes
He
on
is
winning
strong.
this showcase
Jin is
today
really
on
strong in,
Jin Kazama, the classic outfit too.
In the new version, Jin is
This
strong,
outfit,
but
I think right now, obviously, you come from
but
the Tekken
the
3 with the
gameplay
flames. I think
is
this one is like
kind of
very close second.
same.
My favorites.
Book
To
makes
Tekken
the
7.
3-character comeback against Arslan
Yeah,
and
I-
Ash.
Or will we
He's gonna
see-
have to deal with Azucena first before we can even get a hint of Nina or Jun.
Starts off with a down 40, immediately going for the low, and low right back to you.
See if he's learned enough of these Azucena strings to maybe find opportunities to bring out the Jin parry.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe he can parry that running 3-2,
Wow.
get a decent punish off of it. We'll see what happens.
The 2-1's coming in very, very clean right now for Book.
Good movement to get himself away from
Wow,
that wall, but
baited.
He took the bait from Azucena and got launched by the Liberator 1+2 right there.
Remember that high launcher is only minus 14.
Coming out, but the multiple hits of the strings,
So the risk is very low.
So close to 1-4, and it's talking all the way to the balcony break. Just one mistake.
Finding his way back to mid-screen.
4-3, 1-2.
High.
No, wasn't ready for the follow-up hit.
That one is also minus 13.
Right now for Arslan.
The
He is not letting
flip
Book
launcher.
play at all, and is one round away for the showcase win.
Yeah, I don't know what the code is, but he's definitely.
Wow, that one is a heat engager and also a armor
No one's
move.
been able to stop it yet.
Nice.
Forward for a counter hit. First one in, and
pick up.
Yep. Beautiful 1-2.
Great steward, and we break the balcony. Beautiful.
Oh no, we missed that.
Tried a little bit too hard. Dash underneath him with the empowered Liberator.
But that's a counter grab.
Parry.
And you can't break that.
Yeah.
You can't break that either.
Block that one.
It's just one hit away from losing the whole stuff.
Rage in hands. We got 25 seconds left in the clock.
One more chance for Book to hold on here, but Arslan
Oh,
Ash
man.
with the running 3-2 takes it, and Arslan Ash is going to be your EVO Tekken 8 Showcase winner today.
Yeah, Azucena, bro. Like, I'm literally just finding out so
They
much
should
stuff from
ban
just watching them
Yeah.
play, and it is.
They should
It
ban
is
her.
already looking like a problem. Like we said, I have to hit the
Yeah,
lab
but
and understand
she
how
is
the
not the
character's gonna
problem.
Everybody has
Okay, so
100%.
yeah.
Oh goodness! Like I remember when Azucena came out, everyone started abusing it, and I was like, "This character is a problem." We just saw what Arslan did.
It just needs
just
some
see the results here.
time
It
to
is-
learn.
That was our second 3-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, look, we talked about what Arslan, how good of a player Arslan is. It makes sense that he's able to take this gameplay, adapt it into a day strategy, and then make this character a threat. But once again, this goes back to what you were saying before, that like this is for this character. This system really does benefit this character, and I really like just how different she is from everybody else. And I've always been a fan of having to change up the regular Moreau like gameplay, where like you have to change it up versus these new characters. So Azucena definitely fitting that.
Yeah, and then even we don't know exactly how this could.
I wonder
this character
how
is. It could just be
broken
Arslan is an amazing
Victor
player. We know he's an amazing player.
will be.
Four-time EVO champion.
Could be.
When the game player, yeah,
maybe
come
he's
on.
pretty good.
Maybe. Yeah, just a little bit.
But the ability to, on very short notice, really have this very cohesive game plan with this character and execute it is super interesting.
It's not the easiest thing to do, but Arslan Ash gonna be our EVO Showcase Tekken 8 winner here. And like we've done before, Mark, man, we'll be having an interview
It
with
deserve
Arslan
it.
Ash. Let's take a look.
At least he
All right, congratulations,
he is
Mr.
brave
Arslan Ash. Of course, thank
enough
you
to
both for
tell
competing
people
as
that
well.
I got a
Arslan, I
crack
gotta tell you, man,
version.
you did some very
I'm
impressive work
training
there with
in a
Azucena.
secret
How do you feel
basement
about that
all the
character?
time before
I
I
really like that character. Yeah,
before
I
I
think she's so fun. Before,
fly to
yesterday,
the
Yesterday I
showcase.
was watching his videos and on YouTube, and I was like, okay, let's play her.
You know
and
that
I think nobody knows how to play versus Azucena.
you can.
So I was having
The
fun.
crack version is
She's a
able
perfect
to
character for me,
support
yes.
two player
So we
to
didn't get to
play
see your
on
June or
a
your Nina.
practice
Turn it a little bit
mode.
this way. We didn't get to see
So
any
I
of those
think they
characters.
got
but
a very
talk
good
to me about those characters. I know you played with them a little bit. Tell me
grabs,
about those two characters and if you have fun with them at all.
about the
I
gameplay.
think every character is very strong. I think right now Nina is I think is the perfect character.
Especially
Like,
they have
she's the strongest
Pakistani has a very
ever,
strong
If you
offline
compare her in the previous fighting games, I think Jun is also really strong.
community.
I just don't like
So people
a lot.
I
But
think they just
respect
gather
that part. I
together
think
in
Nina,
some
Jun,
secret
Azucena, I think
places
one of the
to
for me, it's very fun characters.
learn the whole game
Understood. I
inside
gotta ask
out.
you, how are you planning to train for Tekken 8 when it eventually comes out?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially like people who hate, they are saying like Aslan is a champion. Aslan is amazing in Tekken 8 and he's not gonna perform well. I'm just gonna say that don't worry about me. I'm gonna win again in Tekken 8, like Tekken 7.
Nice. Okay, so my
Yeah,
last
this
question
is-
to you, I've been
this
asking
is
everybody
thought-
here. What
this
your
is a
message
great
to the Tekken
thought.
community? Is there anything that you want to address? Maybe to
Yeah, I
people
will
back
win.
at home or just people watching online?
Don't worry about that.
Nothing. I think guys, you shouldn't, play seriously too much. You should have fun. Sometime, I have seen a lot of pro players, taking too much pressure on themselves to prove I don't know what. But I think sometimes, you have to chill, relax, and play for fun. yeah, I want to say this, and I'm excited for Tekken 8. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, I'm excited for Tekken 8 as well. And again, thank you for coming out here, all the way out here to Los Angeles to
okay.
participate in this showcase. But right now, we are going to go back to our friend,
does
Mr.
has
Tasty Steve, and the final
versus
installment
mode,
of Steve Splain.
but CBT you can has your buddy using a character
All right, this is a
in the
hefty one. I am
practice
supposed
mode.
to break down the lore
So,
of Tekken in 2 minutes. They've already started the
it's
timer.
not
It started when
a
Kazuya was a
proper
kid, and he got
game of
tossed off a
course.
cliff by his
You
father,
can't
Heihachi at the time.
you can't
Not
have
only did he toss him in there, he's like, hey, look, if you're my son, he'll be okay.
listen to
He'll
that
make it
first.
back. He changed that story a little later, but that's not what happened. Then he activates the tournament. He says, you know what? We're going to have a tournament to see, since my kid didn't make it back, we'll see who out there, what martial artist can actually take up the helm. What ends up happening? Kazuya survives, makes it to the finals of the tournament and says, you know what? Now I'm going to return the favor. Takes the body of his father, throws it off the same cliff, mind you, the same cliff, just so he knows that there's a bit of familiarity there.
This is
and then he's like, you
hilarious.
know what? Now I have the control of Mishima Zaibatsu, and I'm going to take over the world. Now, when that happens, he doesn't understand that, surprise, Heihachi is still alive. Heihachi climbs out of said cliff, obviously because of the opening of Tekken 2, and actually goes and enters the tournament because Kazuya says, you know what, I want to take over the world, I'm going to start my own tournament. And this is also where Kazuya meets his future baby mama, Jun Kazama. Now, with that being said, how much time I got? 48 seconds. Now, Kazuya wins the second tournament, like I said before, throws the body off the cliff of his father, meets June, and then we fast forward like 18 years. June is born. He's being trained slightly by his mom, and she's teaching him in the way of Kazama karate, right? But she says, yo, if anything happens, go find Heihachi. He's like, all right, cool. She gets attacked by Ogre. He goes to find Heihachi, and when he finds Heihachi, he's like, you know what? Heihachi's like, you know what? I'll train you, but not because I think you're good, because I think you have like the devil gene in you, and I'm always trying to control that. But what ends up happening then is that they throw another Tekken 3 tournament, all new challenges on top of that. Paul thinks that he defeats Ogre. He did not defeat Ogre. Jin goes in there, fights Ogre, wins the tournament, and then Heihachi's like, you want, crap, that's Steve's play. This isn't fair. That's not enough time to explain
Broken family in the Tekken lore. I wonder.
I thought you were making good
I
time.
mean, look, okay. CN, he got a two-player mode that you can properly versus with the rank count. In CBT, there's no versus mode, but the second player can control the player in the practice mode. So you can have, you need to have like see the damage you have done. I think it's 180 or something to kind of grasp the feeling of how many lives they've got remaining.
Because these players are the best Tekken
But
players in the world, and they're giving you
possible to has two player have some has the matches to practice defensive skills.
Also making this happen as well. All the amazing players that has given
So we
me
got
the
a review here.
and us the opportunity to actually commentate their matches, because I feel like people don't understand just how special it is for me to be up here talking about the Tekken matches that I've talked about, because Tekken 7 has changed my life as well. So I just want to thank everybody out there that supports me, supports the game, and plays this game, and loves this game, and that continue to do so. With that being said, guys, do you got any words for the people out there?
It was a great showcase. I had a great time being here, and I'm hyped for some Tekken talk coming up.
Oh yeah, we definitely dap it. Don't leave me hanging. Bam, dap it,
Bam.
dap it. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna actually take a break this time, but don't go far. We have a Tekken talk coming up. Harada and Murray, our fearless Tekken leaders, are in the building, and we still have the final character reveal. Camera, don't leave me. Don't let them leave me. Come back after this break. We got that Tekken talk for
So
you.
they
right
have
on
some
deck.
trap talk. Trap talk. Is that trap talk? I don't know. They will have an interview for I think 15 to 30 minutes to explain the whole system again. Maybe that bring up some news about that. Then there's a character review, which is our main reason why we're here waiting for that. I think it's this girl character. It's been on the league for a while. And spoiler alert, no, she is the granddaughter of Heihachi. So I would wonder whether she can do some crazy Mishima stomps, or even maybe she is the new version of Angel. I don't know. We don't know it yet. There's no gameplay trailer, no any info. Kind of. They haven't said the mother, who is her mother, but it's like Lars, I think. You know, Lars is another test child from Heihachi genes. That's to find out whether he can carry the devil gene or not. Yeah, so yeah. By the way, I really think they should bring back Azusa from Tekken 6. It seems like they just abandoned the Azusa storyline, or the kind of like stuff. They just give people that Azusa got Safina beat Azusa and takes his power, his hand, just that, nothing else. And the monster is eliminated, so people can get devil gene from Azusa or something. If you look at the ending of Tekken 6, every character beat Azusa, they will kind of grab a Sophia or a Juro from Azusa, and then they will grant the power of the devil. Like the ending of Gamio is kind of fun, that he has the ring of devil gene, and he tried to fly, and because of his weight, he's too heavy. The wing doesn't bring him flying. He just take off the ground like few inches. Yeah, this is kind of fun, right? So I don't know what's going on. You know, Tekken is not really great on developing the story. It's just like bunch of broken family, people just throwing their parents into the volcano over and over, and then like I really feel sad about those characters in Tekken 7, that they have to talk about their story in the back, like in their website, and nothing else in-game that we can know more about those characters. No, maybe they should learn something from Musou, the Chinese dynasty warrior game from they has their own character storyline, stories, so you get to know the characters. There's nothing like that in Tekken 7, just the main story. Yeah, of course, this is one of the great problems about fighting games, but I think like Soul Calibur did it quite well, right? They have a complete timeline about the lore and also main characters, right? I think they just need to like arrange three or four arcade fights that's established their rivals, why they get into the tournaments, and then what they achieve, and if story, what if they beat the Sabasu or the Jin or Kazuya, what they will do in the future. They did it quite well in the past game, like what I've said in Tekken 6, the Asura ending. there's a different ending for every characters. I think Tekken 6 even has more character than Tekken 7, right? It's around more than 50 or something. So I think they are capable to do that, but they just don't put those resources in Tekken 7. This kind of stuff is really important for a casual player. I mean, manga like SNK, yeah, it's the good old time, right? People nowadays doesn't really read manga or something. Actually, Tekken has a Netflix show called Tekken West. Tekken, what I call it? I can't remember that. I mean, developing a multimedia franchise is a good idea, but lots of developers can't execute that well. The Netflix Tekken show is a problem. They spend a lot. I think they spend a good money on it. Of course, Netflix shows nowadays are not very expensive. Yeah, it's just, I think it's not a huge portion of their budget, but the show is a suck. I would say that it's not up to a standard to modern anime storytelling or even the fighting scene. So yeah, I would rather they put those resources in game to has a proper story mode for every character.
And
So
let's
see how they bring up some
I'm the Director of
news
Business Development for Evo,
to us.
and I have some very special guests with me. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. First off, Michael, go ahead.
Michael Murray, Tekken series producer.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、原田です。テッケンシリーズの、なんだ総合プロデューサーとかディレクター的ななんかそういうのいろいろやってます。はい、よろしくお願いします。
And I'll be translating for him, but this is Harada. I'm sure you're all aware, the chief producer and director of the Tekken project.
はい、テッケンプロジェクトの池田です。テッケン8ではゲームディレクターを担当しております。中津と呼んでください。よろしくお願いします。
And this is Kohei Ikeda, who is actually the game director on Tekken 8. He's probably more well known by the player name Nakatsu.
Nakatsu. Oh,
all right, guys, we are going to get into this. It's going to be very exciting.
I
Of
think
course,
they bring
everyone
a
wants to
lot
talk about Tekken 8. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about Tekken
designer
7 and the
into the
Tekken World
Tekken
Tour.
18.
Let's do it. Okay, so I believe we have a slide.
And so World Tour announcements? Tekken 7?
Here we go.
So first off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone who participated in the 2023 Tekken World Tour to make it one of the most exciting years to date. Next slide, please. And so the top 19 placements on the global leaderboard will be automatically invited to participate in the global finals.
Okay,
And
LCQ
not just that, but,
will start in
starting
November
November
17th.
we will be reaching out to the 20th through the 60th placers, and they will get priority for registering for the LCQs.
Yeah, the LCQ, of course, the last chance qualifier.
Right. So be sure to confirm with us, though, by the 26th, because after that, we will be opening up those slots for the general
June
registration.
12th.
And
Okay.
the global finals themselves will be held at the Civic Theater in New Orleans in USA this time, with the LCQ first occurring on January 12th, and then the global finals taking place over 2 days on January 13th through the 14th.
And of course, if people want to find out more information on this, they can check out the information at TekkenWorldTour.com. But talk to us about the global finals. There's not only the LCQ and the global finals, kind of as you mentioned, but what's the process? How does the LCQ guy go to the global
Registration,
finals?
right? So if you're not one of those lucky 19 and you want to register for the LCQ, we're going to be opening up the registration over 3 phases. This is to accommodate different time zones, etc. So the tickets themselves will be going on sale at
This is a
$40,
good modification from last year.
For the global
Because
finals.
last year
And then
LCQ
also
is
for the global
packed,
finals themselves, you can also register for
in
that.
2 days.
That opens up December
More
4th.
than 600
and those
players,
are $25 each. Please keep in
before
mind
the
that
grand
that's only for the global
final,
final
before
spectator
the,
pass. It doesn't include LCQ. Next slide, please.
World Tour finals.
And for the detailed Tekken sales, like we were saying, it's going to open up in 3 phases to allow people in different time zones to be able to purchase them. So this will start at the 27th and run through November 29th
including
for
the viewers.
LCQ.
Not just
if you
the
want a
player
spectator
itself.
pass for the global finals, that will start
We
from
streamed that
December 4th. And
LCQ
also,
last
please
year.
check out TekkenWorldTour.com
No,
for
that's
details
the
regarding
beginning of this year. I actually.
And regarding the information and rule sets for the LCQ
that was
and
exhausting.
also the global finals,
Very hard to
we'll
watch.
be releasing that info on the same time as the first wave of LCQ tickets. So that'll be happening on November 27th. Again, please check out our website for the further details.
Yeah, of course, that's very, very important for the players that are participating, but also any would-be hopefuls that are entering in the last chance qualifier.
That one last spot, right?
Yeah.
Also, another exciting thing we're doing this year, we did it once previously, but we're doing this fan art campaign. So if you have any cool Tekken art that you have, please upload it to X, formerly known as Twitter, with the hashtags Tekken or fan art. Both would be preferable. And we'll be selecting these to be aired during the broadcast of the global finals. So you have until January 7th to do that. Also, if you've uploaded some really cool art in the past
this
and
is
you
a
want to be
great
considered,
call. I mean,
please
that's a whole
re-upload it.
community
And,
that's
we'll be looking out for that. So please
waiting
take part in it.
Yeah.
to show off
Hopefully we'll be
their
able to see, of course, a lot
art.
of you Tekken fans out there at the Tekken World Tour Finals in January.
Yeah,
but let's go ahead and talk about the closed beta that just happened for Tekken 8. I think Tekken 8 is really what the focus of today's event is, but I think what everyone is excited for that's coming out in early January.
Designer to design their stuff and then just buy it from them. So you don't need to really employ a illustrator in your house.
Take it away. Go ahead and drive.
You just do this competition and then let people to give you free stuff to use.
多くの参加ありがとうございました。おかげさまで結構好評で、ゴーストだったりこのロビー含めた体験が雰囲気も含めていろんなお声をいただいて、今開発も最後の追い込みに紛争しております。
ごめんなさい、俺喋るパートだったもんね。So Nakatsu was just mentioning that we did have a closed beta test, which we assume many of you took part in, and you were able to see for the first time areas, not only just the characters we introduced, but the online lobby for the first time, as well as the ghost and that system. And so the dev team is hard at work taking that feedback and implementing that into the game that we're currently still working on.
Lobby is kind of
オ
fun.
ンラインロビーというかね、
Do you enjoy that?
80年代後半90年代ぐらいの、まだアメリカとかヨーロッパにゲームセンターがたくさんあった時のイメージをちょっとどうしても前からやりたくて、それをやったところ非常にやっぱり好評だったので、ここは結構今後もねアップデートを続けれる場所かなというふうには思っています。
So a very good comment from Harada, just mentioning that when we were developing this online lobby, the idea was to kind of take that feeling and atmosphere from 80s or 90s arcades that many of us experienced, but maybe not some of the younger players, and to make that kind of atmosphere that you can enjoy online with other players. And it seemed like during the CBT, everyone really enjoyed this. We got a lot of positive feedback. And we're hoping that if this continues, then we can update that area to make it even better.
そうですね。で、次のスライド行ってみましょうか。
この日にちとかやりますか。So just to run through the basic details of the closed beta test. If you didn't participate, it happened from the 20th through the 23rd of October. And first time for Tekken series, we did cross-play across all 3 platforms: PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. In the contents, we had 19 playable characters and 6 stages. And the modes we had also, Harada was just mentioning the Tekken Fight Lounge, but also Rank Match, Quick Match, Battle Tutorial, Community, and other options were available during this time.
Yeah, I think one of the new things as well is the Fight Lounge. So go ahead and kind of focus in on that and talk about how that really played out for the CBT, because I know the CBT version of it is not reflective of the final product. There are going to be some changes, right?
Yeah, let's hear about some of these changes from Nakatsu. じゃあ、Nakatsu-sanはクローズベータからの変更点とか楽しみにしている
Product version. Okay.
はい、テッケンファイトラウンジですけども、毎日本当に
Unlimited rank match functionality.
開発してまして、ベータでは、バトルエリアとカスタマイズショップの、2つの機能しか、使えませんでしたが、製品版においては、ビーチエリアで、テッケンボールで遊べたり、道場エリアで練習ができたり、 本当にここだけで、コミュニティ同
What's
士
the
の交流
meaning
がで
of
きるように
unlimited
拡
rank
張して
match
いきますので、
functionality?
期待
Does
して
it
く
mean
ださ
that
い。
you can deathmatch
So
your
during the
rank
CBT,
players?
actually the whole theme of this area itself was we wanted to create an atmosphere and a place where people would want to kind of check in every day to see their friends in the community like you would in an offline arcade. That was kind of the theme when we were developing it. During the CBT, people had access to not only the battle area, but also the customization area. In addition to those, when you actually get your hands on the final game, we'll have the beach area in which you can play Tekken Ball, but then also a Tekken Dojo area where you can practice online with friends, etc.
Nice. I know there were some changes as well to ranked, so let's go ahead and talk about the ranked info in regards to the ranked match in the game.
ランクマッチの変更がありそうなので、その辺も。
はい、ランクマッチは変更というよりか、鉄拳7からの変更点をお伝えすると、基本的には、2先で、無制限でのリベンジマッチは廃止しました。理由は、やっぱりそのランクをしっかりと担保するっていう試合形式と、マッチングに、偏りをもたらさないためっていうこの2点において、鉄拳8では、2先を採用しています。で、一部のはい。
2点目は何だっけ
?2 点目は、一定のランク帯までは、下がらない、上がり続けるだけっていうところで、改造してます。
So basically, we made a few changes, not from the CBT, but from Tekken 7 rank match, in which it's going to be best of 3, and it's no longer infinite continues, right? And this is just to try to ensure that the rank is an appropriate estimation of your actual skill as a player, and then also. We made it so that in certain lower ranks, it would you could get demoted in the past, but this time you don't get demoted at all until you reach a certain rank.
Got it.
Get a rank.
Aside from the rank match, there's also been some changes to the other type of matches that you play online, the group matches, right?
あとグループマッチの変更もありますよね。
あと1個前のスライドちょっと戻ってほしいんですけど。
Can we go back one slide, please?
So back to the ranked.
はい。ランクマッチで実はその勝敗が決着ついた後に、自分のフレンドだったり、そのライバルっていった、
Yeah, I like this function. The rival function is really a great feature that incentives you to attend the
行きたい
ring.
なとか、こいつだけには負けたくないっていう人を、設定して、そのモチベーションを保ってもらいたいなと思って、そういう表示を入れました。
And so another cool feature that we've done is when you actually exit a ranked match, you'll see other info about maybe your rivals or your friends, like how far along they are. So it's kind of motivating me, like, hey, I'm going to play a little bit more today because I want to get farther ahead.
I want to catch up, right?
Catch up with your friends.
It's a cool feature to keep you playing.
Okay, that's cool. So let's go ahead and go to the group matches then.
はい、グループマッチはその目の前の人と遊んだり、グループになった筐体で、友達と遊ぶ機能なんですけども、筐体の実は、看板が、グループのアイコンを示してたんですけども、クローズベータテストでどうやったらこの人と戦えるんだろうっていうのがちょっと分かりにくかったので、そういう声を結構たくさん聞いたので、グループを LINE で囲むことで、よりこのグループで対戦できますっていうのを視覚的に分かりやすく改造しました。
Rival system, right? I do appreciate that because when you're back in the arcade, your friends is ahead of you. You know that, so you want to train up yourself and beat them. This is kind of fun.
This was in the closed beta test, and although on the actual arcade cabinet in the game it had the same panel layout for everyone in the same group, some people apparently weren't able to pick up on that. It wasn't quite intuitive.
Maybe
so we made some lines on the ground, etc., to make it easier to understand who's in the same group as you are.
Low player, maybe they can find some community out
日
of
本
it.
人だと有名プレイヤーの後ろにブワーって行列本当に作っちゃうその行列を作るからその行列を作るためのラインを引いてくれとか
It's better
割
than
とばあ
searching
ちゃ
a
んが
list
ゲーム
of
センターを運営してるぐらいのこう
room to
情
get
報
in.
が来るからまあちょっとそこ
I
は
mean,
面白い
when
気
I'm
づきだ
playing
Gerardo
Tekken
was
7
mentioning that we
recently,
received some interesting
I
feedback
opened
that
a
people wanted to
room
change the
with my
layout, or wanted us
friends,
to change the
and
layout,
still
or
we got
perhaps one
some
thing we saw in
stranger
Japan
get
at least
into
was
our
that
room
if there's a famous
to
player online
fund a
on that
match.
particular machine, then you had a line of people like that wanted to
with this
spectate the match.
feature,
So,
I think
please make it an orderly line like you would see in a real arcade.
Yeah.
So all these things you would see like you're actually running an
room
arcade was
playing or
received
game
from,
search will
them
be
as
more
well. So it
fun.
was quite interesting.
Nice. So that's a great
Even
new
though
visual
most
update
people
for the group
in the
matches as well.
same,
I think one of the other things that we're going to talk about is the ghost battles, right?
Same
I believe so.
arcade
So,
launch is
Super
in the
Ghost
same area, so you
はい、
are sure
クローズドベー
to
タテス
play
ト
more
で、遊
players.
んだ方は、分かると思うんですけども、本当にプレイヤーの動きを素早く再現して、その人の特徴を、再現してくれるゴーストを今回搭載してるんですけども、製品版ではですね、自分のゴーストと戦える機能の、アーケードクエストという新モードを遊んでいると体験できます。
So this Super Ghost battle is quite different than past Tekken. It's really cool because the ghosts will remember all of your characteristics, like your movement, the techniques, and etc.
Your punishes and stuff like that.
Exactly. And so this was a really cool new feature for Tekken 8 that people were able to see in CBT.
Similar.
But one thing that they couldn't check out then that they will in the final game is you can actually play your own ghost. If you're playing in the arcade quest mode, which we've talked about in the past, there's a certain area there where you can play against your own ghost.
なんで自分のゴーストと戦うと結構面白い効果があって、どんどんゴーストが成長していくのを見てると、まるでなんか息子がこう成長していく様を見ている。自分の分身なんだけどすごく愛着が湧くんですよ。それとやっぱりその客観的に自分のプレーを見れるので、その自分の弱点だったり癖が分かって、ここをもっとこうよくすれば強くなれるなっていう気づきもある。
So you can grasp a very good idea how you attack or how good player doing the attack. But
it's kind of like raising a child, as in it's a
defensive
reflection of
pattern
you,
is.
and
I think it
grows
took
as you
some
get better as a
more
player,
time
right?
to develop.
But another cool feature of it is that as you're playing your own ghost, it may lead you to find some of your weaknesses that you can't necessarily see from first-person perspective, right? You got to take a step back.
That's cool. That's true.
Which is something that you'll find when you're playing your own ghost.
Understood.
おそらくこのジャンルの中ではもう業界でも最高峰の AI を使って学習させてるので相当なことができる。で、割とねコメントで多かったのがAI は下段ガードが弱いとか言ってる人いるんだけど、実はねそれはそのプレイヤー自体があまり下段ガードできてない証拠なんですよ。自分のとやると分かります。割と下段ガードが甘い人の
you can't really tell is it a real person or a ghost.
ということを考えると自分の成長に合わせて本当 AI も成長してくれるのでそこは本当ミラーになってるぐらいの感じで遊べると思いますね。
So Harada's comment was quite interesting that it is kind of a reflection of yourself, and it is much more complex than anything you've seen so far in fighting games as far as how much it is able to remember and actually perform in a match. But one of the kind of interesting things of
bring
feedback we received from
like a
players that tried it
Pokemon
out
system
was
about that.
It seemed like
So
the
you
ghost
can
was really bad at
level up
blocking
your
low attacks.
ghost and then
But Harada's like,
just
well, that's because
bring
you're bad at
your
blocking
ghost
low
to
attacks.
fight
And
each
the
other
ghost
to
is just a
earn
reflection
some
of that. So
experience
that's
or
one
some
thing that kind of
points.
lets you realize things about yourself.
That's a
Cool feature, but of course
tournament
we have a
of
lot
it.
more. I think one of the features that was developed in between the seasons of Tekken 7 is the My Replays and Tips.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
So I think that was super useful for especially up-and-coming players, but let's go ahead and kind of focus on how that's coming back in Tekken 8 as well.
7にも途中に追加したマイルペインチップスですけど、パワーアップしてこう帰ってきたっていう感じですよね。
はい、マイルプランチップスの前にもう一つゴーストでお伝えしたいことがあるので、一つ前のスライドに戻っていただいて。
Sorry again. There's another cool thing that Nakatsu wants to talk about the ghost, so if we can go back a slide, please.
Oh, there was another ghost slide. Okay.
Yeah, no, just this.
Okay.
ゴーストバトルにはですね、実はそのリーダーボードから、ゴーストをダウンロードすることもできて、そういうことができると何がいいかっていうと、例えば新キャラクターだったりいろんなキャラクターと対戦したくてもマッチングしないじゃないですか。だけどそのリーダーボードからゴーストを選択して、対戦することでそのキャラクターの対策ができたり、苦手とする人がもしいた場合はその人の癖をつかむといった
ロビーで会わなくてもできる、
疑似対戦みたいな形もできるので、結構このゴーストの遊びはかなり鉄拳8で力を入れて体験としても強化した部分なので製品版に期待してほしいです。
Another important difference from the CBT that he just had to mention was that you know, in the CBT, you had to be online with someone. I had to meet you in the lobby to play your Ghost.
Yeah.
But you can actually, in the product, go through the leaderboard to do that. So I can find, you know, a famous player to
Makes
play
sense.
the Ghost.
Makes
Or
sense.
another useful measure is if there's a certain character that you don't see much online, you can find that in the leaderboard and play against that Ghost to
This
kind of
is
learn more about
great.
that character.
This is great.
Understood.
今回もね、
You know,
プロ同士の
always this is always
実は裏
problem.
で
You can
プロ
learn
同士の
the
ゴース
character
ト
because you don't
ゴースト
fight it
プロゴースト
online.
同士
You
の
can't
対戦さ
find
せるってやったら
anyone use it.
まあさっきの
So you
試
can
合みた
just
いに
download
伸
the
びがボン
ghost.
ボンボン
If
って
the
下が
ghost
る
is good
そんな
enough,
感じで
then you can
さっきの結果に
this
似
is
たよう
definitely a
な
good
感じで
training
ね
partner.
進んでいったもんね
そうですね、検証中のちょっとバージョンでやらせていただきましたけど。
素晴らしいだからそれぐらい結構いい面白い遊びがどんどん今後広がっていくかなという予想があります
Addition to
ゴース
your
トもね
training.
中津のゴーストに勝ったしね。
My theory on
he was just-
fighting
Harada's mentioned
knowledge
there's
is that you
other
just
stuff we
need to
plan to
use the
do in the
character
future
yourself,
that people
and then
really
you
enjoy
know how
this
to fight
aspect,
against them.
Like have maybe a champion's
But
ghost
if
that
you
each fight each
can
other.
fight the
Something we
best
do in the
ghosts
dev environment
in the
currently.
world,
where I
it
mentioned my
definitely
ghost
help you
defeating
to
Nakatsu's. I was quite happy about that.
improve
And
that kind
of
of
course, Harada's
stuff.
is a pretty cheap ghost as well. So please look forward to that.
Okay, we're gonna look forward to that for sure. Let's go back to the My Replays and Tips again. You were kind of talking about one of your favorite sections or updates to the game.
This is
How is it in
huge.
Tekken 8?
テケン8では、
はい。
変わったところで
マイリプレイ&ティップスはですね、自分のリプレイからその改善点を、リアルタイムに表示してくれて、その場で練習できるっていう機能なんですけども、オンラインの対戦だけではなくって、今回、テッケン8で追加するアーケードクエストのバトルだったりスーパーゴーストバトル、いわゆるゴーストとの対戦でもそのマイリプレイ&ティップスに対応しているので、例えばちょっと対人戦で、挑んでその改善点をこう自分で見つけるっていうのはちょっと抵抗がある人にも、オフラインでの遊びの中で自分の改善点が、分かるようになっているので、ゴーストと対戦してリプレイで改善点を練習するみたいなこういった遊びもできるので、その辺は、製品版で楽しみにしてほしいです。
So what's really cool about this My Replay and Tips is you don't have to actively go out and look for the information. You can just boot up the game and look at it, and it'll tell you what you need to improve on to get better as a player. And so you can use this with not just your online plays against other people, but if you're playing in various modes or with another ghost character or something like that, it will also give you access to My Replay and Tips. So I could play against someone's ghost rather than playing them directly. And it kind of lowers the hurdle a little bit if you feel really nervous about going online.
なんで、もしかすると、そのオフラインの、バトル、ゴーストとのバトルだったり、オンラインでもそのプロフィールからゴーストと対戦できるって機能があるので、対人戦は一回もやったことないんだけど、すごく強くなりましたって人が生まれるかもしれないです。
So you can even go online and visit someone in a lobby if you find a very strong player and play against their ghost and just keep doing that. And it's a good way to level up as a player and without even playing against another human opponent. So then when you do get that chance and you do make that step, that you're going to be a monster, right?
Yeah. It's really cool because, again, a lot of these players will get the experience, get to play on their own, and they can review the tapes afterwards. So that's good stuff.
Cool.
So I think we're going to go ahead and go on to the next slide. Talk about all of the playable characters.
じゃあプレイブルキャラに関して
はい、現時点で、31キャラクターの、プレイアブルキャラクターを、公開しています。で、最近、公開した、4キャラクターですね。
We know the
ザフィーナ、
characters
アリ
up
サ、デビルジ
to 10.
こちらの、映像を、見たことがない方もいると思うんで、まずはおさらいで一旦流していただけますか。
So obviously there was a few characters that we announced recently. Zafina, Lee, Alisa, and Devil Jin, as well as Victor. But before we do that, I think we have some questions from the players that we need to answer. その前に質問書いたですね。
That's right. You know, a lot of the players have been following, obviously, the game since the announcement, the closed network test, the closed beta test. We actually talked to some of the players, some of the champions that were here this weekend, and got some questions out of them that they wanted to ask you guys for your personal opinion. So the first question I had from one of our players is, what is your personal purpose for making Tekken? Do you want it to be more of a attractively casual game or a more competitive esports title? Many players are trying to make a living by playing the game, so they'd love to know your feedback and maybe it could guide them in the right direction.
集まったチャンピオンからさまざまな質問をもらって、その1個目が、鉄拳を作る目的はどういう目的ですかって、もっと言うと、カジュアルのオーディエンスに向けたものなのか、この e スポーツに特化したプレイヤーに向けたものなのか、どういう人のために作ってるのかという感じですね。でこの人もそうなんですけど、その人の周りにもこの、自分のなりわいとして、e スポーツプレイヤーではあるので関心がありますと。
そうですね。まず簡単に言うと、もちろんできるだけ広い、そう。
It's great if you can make a living out of Tekken.
かといってじゃあうちの母ちゃんに遊んでもらいたいかって言ったらそういう
You need to stream a
ところ
lot.
をターゲットにはしてませんけど、ただe スポーツ
You
の
don't think that
タイ
raise
ト
the
ルとして
price
作ろ
pool
うと
of
いうふうには
TWT
最
final?
初からそういうふうには作ら
Just
ない
like
です。
what
裾野
they
を
did,
広げて
what Capcom
結
did
果的に
for Street
楽
Fighter,
しむ人
right?
が増えたら結果論として競技する人も出てきたっていう形が理想だと昔から思ってやってるので、できるだけ極端しオンラインで遊ばねえぞという人がパッケージで買ってもこのストーリーモードとかいろんな充実したモードをすっごいお金かけて作ってるので、実はそっちの方がむしろねなので本当にパッケージゲームとしてオフラインのゲームとして買っても満足いくぐらいっていうつもりで作ってますが正解だよね。
そうですね。
多分理想はバスケみたいな同じ競技ですけどすごい軽くに遊べる人もいるし、それを極めた人が NBA とかで活躍するという感じが理想ですね。
いい回答するね。最初から君が答えた方がよかったね。
So Harada was just mentioning that we obviously want to appeal to a wide audience, whether that's casual or not is kind of maybe a different way of measuring that. But that said, it's not like he's expecting his own mother or someone to be playing Tekken avidly. So we hope to appeal to a casual audience, but also people, esports players, etc. More than that, though, it's not just that base core game. It's more about all the one-player content, the story mode, all the other stuff that we have that you can enjoy by yourself. So it's a very a wider audience than perhaps this question kind of hints to. And I just said it's kind of like basketball, right? You have the same kind of sport that I even enjoy and a bunch of casual people can enjoy. And if you're good enough, eventually you make it to the NBA. But it's still the same sport, right?
Understood.
And Harada said, "Wow, that was a really good answer. You should answer."
So that was your version. Last question then. This one's going to go a little bit deep because it kind of talks about the Tekken series as a whole. What does the team think personally about some of the attractive points or maybe even the negative points of the Tekken series that they kind of want to shape into how that would reflect into the development of Tekken 8?
3人で考える鉄拳の強みと弱点を考えて、鉄拳どう持っていきたいかという質問ですね。結構難しいな。
Yeah, very difficult.
彼はね、僕を取材してた側でもあったので、面白いんですよね。プレイヤーでもあったし、メディアでもあったし、今や開発者でもあるっていう3つの顔を持ってるので、逆にいろんな視点で言えるかなと思うんですけど。
So Harada first throws this question to Nakatsu because he's kind of got interesting experience that he started off as a player of Tekken. Then he was a journalist who actually interviewed Harada about Tekken. And then he joined the development team. So he's got a variety of different experience surrounding this.
そうですね。鉄拳シリーズのやっぱり魅力っていうのは本当にいろんな魅力的なキャラクター、例えば、格闘家もそうですし、その動物も出てくるし、メカも出てくるっていう本当に多種多様な個性的なキャラクターが出てくるっていうのが魅力的だっていうのと、やっぱりたくさんのその実在の格闘技から、我々オリジナルの格闘流派も含めていろんな技、動かしてて楽しい技をたくさん提供するっていうところで、本当になんていうんですかね、裾野がすごく広くて、受け皿としてもとても魅力的なコンテンツだと思ってるんですけど、それをやっぱり一番どんどん長年積み上げていくと、どうしてもかなり数が多くなったり、
You got a lot of funky characters like a robot, cyborg, girl without a head, a panda, kangaroo,
スペシャルスタイルみたい
T-Rex.
なものをつけたり、
Right.
そのアーケードクエストとか、ゴーストを含めて、よりカジュアルな人にも遊びやすく
None of the
する
2D
ってところ
fighting
で、
games can compete with that.
魅力
Maybe Marvels,
が反面
but this
裏返しでこうマイナスポイン
is
トなとこ
something
ろを
built
いろん
on
な機能をモードで
another
補っていくことで
universe, right?
たくさんの人に遊んでもらえるようなゲームにしたいと思って開発しました。
Very good answer. So he was mentioning that if you're familiar with Tekken, which I assume most people watching the stream are, that we have a variety of different characters, whether it's a master martial artist or some kind of a bear or animal, or even robots who are like Alisa or Jack or something like that. So obviously all these different unique fighting styles, some of them real, some of them created by us, and all these characters have so many techniques on their own, right? And so it appeals to a wide audience because it's likely you'll find a character that you really can connect with.
Yeah.
At the same time, if you're brand new to the series, it is a lot of content that you have to kind of remember and get up to speed on before you can really jump in with people who are long-term fans. So it's at the same time like one of the strongest benefits, but that's one of its weaknesses, right? So how do we kind of conquer that weakness? Especially for Tekken 8, we put a large focus on the special style, which is quite unique. And that's really supposed to help people who are new to the franchise. Also, Arcade Quest, which as you're playing, it kind of teaches you the ropes of Tekken, and the buffed tutorial mode, the practice, and these various things that we've implemented in the game to make it easier to make that jump into Tekken.
すごいね。このパート台本ないのに
Yeah, the bloating skill gap
弱点優
is
振りして
really hurts
製品の
the new player to
アピー
join
ルポイ
the
ントを
game.
喋った
But
からね。
さすが中津でも
I
同じこと
think
考え
the
ちゃうか
heat
ら。
system is
いや俺
really
危ない俺
coping
最初だと
about
俺
this
変なボロクソ変なこと
problem.
言うとこだったんだけど
It's like the new
いつももう
new
言わんと
players
こ
can just
So Rada was just laughing. He thought it was interesting that Nakatsu, we don't have a script at all if you're not aware of that. He was just saying that it was interesting that Nakatsu took that he's supposed to say a weakness, and he kind of disguised it and turned it into the benefit of the product. And I was like, well, we're on the same wavelength because I was thinking the same thing. And Rada's like, I was just going to say something out of left field, so maybe it's better that Nakatsu answered that one.
All right, well, thank you for the answer.
Thank you.
We do have to move on, of course. We were just talking about all of the playable characters. You know, you just mentioned Victor as well.
it's just not
I know we
new
had a video as well that we
characters,
wanted
like,
to play, so I think we'll go right into that,
make
right?
the game easier. But the problem is like there's tons of tools. Every character has hundreds of tools, right? Let's see the trailer first. How she looks like. I really looking forward for her. Will she be the next Angel? Oh no, this is the whole character trailer.
These are the fists of a champion. Abish.
فليبذل كل منا خسارته.
Five Legend returns.
Your fate is already decided.
He's just that excellent, right? I agree with our community.
罪と共に生きろ。孤独な戦いこそが食材だ。お前は消えろ。
Awesome video. Of course, that was previously released. The return of some legendary characters, some beloved characters. You guys want to walk us through who's coming back?
Well, there's obviously my favorite Devil Jin, my main character. まあ復活キャラは帰ってきたんだよね。それについて何かあります？
そうですね。今回こういった機会いただいたので、
I mean
まあ
that
あまりなかなか世
new
に出すことがで
players
開発のデザイン資料を
may
持ちしたの
know
で、まあ
the
それで
launchers,
そ
but
ちらを見な
they
がら
don't know
何か
how to use
伝えられるかなと。
some poke
So Mark, you
tools.
know, actually,
So the
everyone's seen
system
the trailer
actually
probably
telling
already,
them,
but we
oh, there's
actually have
some
some
great moves
special
they
kind of
can
behind
use.
the
So
scenes
they can pick up the
artwork
game
and other
much
details
faster
regarding these
than
characters
before.
that we'd like to talk about
Than
today.
the
All right, so
old
kind of
Tekken.
focusing on the return of the legends, these characters coming back. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first slide as we kind of go into each one in depth. So kind of as you mentioned, Lee, Zafina,
Going
Alisa,
clockwise, right? Zafina,
Devil
Lee,
Jin.
Devil Jin, Alisa.
Okay, let's go look at Zafina first.
Let's do it.
Is it? Okay, so this
じゃ
is
あ、中さん、
designer details.
ザフィーナのデザインについては。
そうですね。ザフィーナはやっぱり今回
Will
マーザ
remind
ゼルの
me
手を含めて、
Assassin's
まあどうやっ
Creed.
てミステリアスな女性にするかってところで結構コスチュームデザインは
She
し
is
っ
a
かり考えて
mystery assassin.
So one of the key concepts of
assassin
Zafina is like
group.
how to present her as a mysterious female character. Obviously, she's got that special hand with the Azazel kind of trapped in there.
はい、まあ特にまあこだわったのは
It should
その
depend
フー
more
ドだった
about
り、まあ
Azazel.
この左手の封印されているところのディティールにはデザイナーがこだわって作成してます。
And so the designer was actually really putting a lot of detail and work into the hood of the character. Not only that, but her left hand, you know, which contains that power.
はい、でデザイン以外でいうとやっぱりストーリーにもかなり重要な役割で、参戦していて、まあ、その抑えられなくなってきているアザゼルのその暴走っていうところが、まあ、結構その、メインストーリーだったり、まあ、彼女のその登場シーンだったり、まあ、勝利シーンにも、描かれているのでそこも注目してもらいたいです。
And this is actually, you know, plays an important part in the story this time as well. And this shows up not only in her story portion, but in some of the intro scenes when she joins in the battle. Like she's barely able to contain Azazel in that hand.
次のスライドお願いします。
Slide, please.
Go ahead and go to the next Zafina slide.
はい、まあ、こちらがさっきのこだわって制作したって言った、まあ、左手の部分の、まあ、細かい腕輪だったりディティールが描かれたものです。
So this is a close-up and just some of the kind of setting materials that we have regarding her hand in more detail and some of the other elements that Nakatsu was just talking about.
かなりコスプレは大変だと思うんですけど、もしコスプレやられる方がいたらこの辺の画像を参考に制作していただければ。
じゃあ俺がツイッターで上げとくか。
あ、そうですね。
We believe it might be difficult if you plan to cosplay as Zafina, but this should help you in creating your costume. And Harada said he'll upload it to his X account, so you all can work on your costumes.
Yeah, please look forward to it. That's cool. Nice Zafina update. Let's go ahead and move on to the next character.
はい、次行きましょう。
なんかここら辺の話が長いからトイレ行けるか、食事行けるかって聞いてる人が結構コメントでいるんだけど、大丈夫です。
I don't like the
トイレ
outfit
と
of
食事行けるぐらいの
Lee.
時間あるんで、どうぞ。いってらっしゃい。
It doesn't really bring up his
Harada's reading the
vibe, I
chat, which we
think.
all know we're not
He
supposed
should
to
be
do.
as an
They're asking if they can go to the
elegant
bathroom, get a break,
guy,
or whatever. Sure, go
throwing
ahead.
roses
Go for it.
around. It's not those military
Yeah, let's keep it rolling.
bad suits.
はい、次にまあリーチャオラなんですけども、まあ今回、バトルスーツに身をまとって参戦しています。
I don't like the
これ
graphics.
はバイオレットシステムズ社が開発したバイオレットスーツっていうもので、まあそのリーが自ら発注して制作されたものです。
He should be the guy
makes another appearance.
wearing
This time wearing a battle suit
tuxedo,
made by Violet
right?
Systems, aptly named
not
the
a
Violet
battle
suit.
suit like
And so
those
this is something that he
Marvel
actually created
superheroes.
firsthand.
Iron Man.
Lee Chaolan is. Next
I think
slide,
they
please.
sort of make him into an Iron Man
はい、こちらはまあその
characters.
実
Iron
際まあ銃
Man
は撃たないんですけ
characteristic.
ども、
So his
まあリ
reach,
ーの腰のところに銃がついてたり、
groovy,
まあストーリーの中でも
groovy,
まあ
not
結構出てく
rich,
るスーツになりますので、まあ1000
rich
万出たら
guys
ストーリーモードで楽しんでいただくと、
can make
まあこの辺のスー
make
ツの
their
活躍
own
を
suit
見れる
for
と思います
himself.
And so you'll
is it
notice he has
that
like a
what
firearm
he's
attached to
got-
the
they are
suit.
going
That's
to
not
be?
something he uses often during battle. It's more just kind of the part of the setting of the
And he
suit.
got a gun.
But there are
What is
some
it?
other accessories and details to it. And if you're playing through the story mode, once you have your hands on Tekken 8, you'll see through that a little bit what this suit can do.
Oh, that's special feature in the suit. So he can grab
So
his
Rada's
gun
saying,
out there or
while the people are still
flying
taking a
with
break
the
to
palm.
bathroom break or food, let's do the trailer right away. And
No, that would make me so upset.
今裏がバタバタしちゃうから。
Anyway,
There's 12
So,
people to
Nakatsu and I are
12
part of that,
characters.
send all the
They
hate
are
to
13 characters. They haven't put up
excellent
the
update on Lee. Let's go
trailer
ahead and move on
yet.
to Alisa.
So I think in the next 2
ア
months
リサは
they
ですね、
will
実は
bring up
鉄拳6でアリサをデザインしてくれた
every week?
開発のデザイナーの女性が今回担当してます。
So this is actually one of our female artists was in charge of doing the design for Alisa this time.
I think some people
かなりやっ
just
ぱり入れ物だっ
laugh
たり色合
about
い
the outfits
含め
of
てこだわ
Alisa
ってデザイン
as
してもらってい
a
て、僕は結構この配色
as
気に入って
a
ます。
fashion tragedy,
基本的なアリサのアイディ
especially the
And so Harada-san was just saying that
the shoes
Alisa's kind of asymmetry design is
and the
something that's
licking.
always been key to her. And Nakatsu mentioned
I
that
do like
the
his,
female
her
designer
new
actually,
haircut.
one of the things that they focused most on was that kind of delicate coloring to the character and also the wavering of the cloth and the materials.
Yeah, and,
so
and,
that's something
and,
to check out once you see her.
And
And,
dress
Nakatsu
is
is really
fine.
a fan of the coloring.
It's
how it
just
turned
like
out.
the
次のスライドお願いします。はい、今回アリサは実はパワーアップしてまして、スラスターだったりチェーンソーもパワーアップしてます。で
This is
実
more
は毎
Gundam
回
like.
気づいてる人いるかわからないんですけども、 チェーンソーの型番は実は原田のこだわりがすごいとこでして、毎回型番が名前が変わっていて、よく見てもらえるとわかるんですけど、某 NVIDIA の
もう言っちゃって
もうの意味なしてない。
ビデオカードの型番っぽい
感じの、はい、
名前になってる。
名前になってるので、その型番含めて結構ディティールがしっかり作られてるので、その辺見てもらっても面白いと思います。
So along with Alisa's new costume, she's actually her features are kind of powered up, got upgrades, you could say, the thrusters and the chainsaws that she's famous for. One of the details in particular, if you weren't aware, is Harada always loves to put like a model number to the chainsaws, right? Yeah. And this time it's changed to reflect that kind of being upgraded. And if you are very knowledgeable about certain graphic boards, you might see where the inspiration came from, I guess we could say.
Easter egg to look forward to.
Where's
awesome update for Alisa. Let's move on to
I
another
really
fan
want to
favorite, one
know
of your
that.
favorites,
Yes.
Mr. Devil Gene.
It's time. Devil Gene.
Oh, the thing is, it's come from Gundam X here from
マイケルの一番
Double
の気になるんですけど、
Gundam.
いくつかやっぱりデザイン案が上がってきて、デビル・ジン、マイケルが好きなので、どれがいいかって聞いて、
だから反応したやつっていうのが大体マイケルが反応したらこれ結構ウケる。
これがやっぱり好きで受けそうだっていうので、結構今回のデビル・ジンはマイケルのファーストインプレッションで選ばれたところがあります。
So everyone knows I've been a long-time fan of this character, and I think a lot of people like me tend to fall for this character. So they have this test where they lay out a few designs in front of me. The one that I just go the most tasty Steve-like on, that's the one they choose. They're like, that's got to be the right one.
Got it.
Devil Gene.
はい、次のスライドお願いします。
I don't know why some people don't like Devil Gene this way, but I really find it
使いこなせそうになってる中参戦するというところでやっぱりちょっとジンが白に対してデビルジンも黒っていう対比を結構しっかり描いてこのデザインになってます。でストーリーに注目していただくと、デビルジンがどういう関わり方をしていくかというところも描かれていくので、プレイだけじゃなくてストーリー面も含めて注目してもらいたいです。
And so the overall design of Devil Jin is quite unique. If you followed this story up until now, you kind of know that he's gaining a little bit more control over his abilities. And kind of to reflect that, we have Jin Kazama as a more like a white outfit look, where the Devil Jin is like the dark side. It has more of this black outfit. And so when you're playing, not only is the character really awesome and fun to play, but as you're playing through the story mode, you can kind of see
later on they will let Jin to transform into Devil Jin within the game, within the round.
だけどこの裏にはもうもっと数限りないボツになったデザインがたくさんあるので、そういうのはいずれまたこういう機会で皆さんに見せていきたいなと思います。
Harada was just mentioning, keep in mind these are the final designs, but we had many in the process that didn't end up making it into the game. So maybe at some other point we'll be able to share those with you.
Understood. So that's awesome. I know recently you guys also revealed another character, Mr. Victor, and I think to mostly positive fanfare from the community and from the fans. It was a really cool video. You guys want to talk a little bit about that, or should we just?
まず見ましょうか。
まず見ましょう。
Let's check it out. Let's check out the video.
Let's go right into the Victor video.
Victor video. Okay, so this is the old trailer. We have seen it before, right? This is the Victor trailer. Yes, it is. They
Les
look
couchers de
great.
soleil sur la scène me rappellent ce que je dois protéger. Je vais m'en charger.
Get ready for the next battle.
But I think the suit look is kind of like boring.
Accepte ta défaite. Tu as perdu d'avance.
But you can always customize your character in Tekken, so it's fine. You can make him wearing a bathing suit. If that is any bathing suit. Very soon we will have a new character trailer.
Il y a de l'amélioration, Raven.
You like the music?
Soyons efficaces.
Maybe saxophone. Yeah, I love saxophone.
Échec et mat.
It reminds me the Yori Yamagami from KOL. That saxophone theme sound is so good.
Victor is looking really stylish and really cool. Talk to me. What led you guys to create this awesome character?
One of my favorite newcomers, right? すごいかっこいいキャラなんですけど、まあどういう意図で作ったのか。
What inspired them to do Victor?
もう十数年前からフランス人キャラクターを出したかったんですよ。ずっとリリーはモナコで実はフランス語喋ってるけど、フランス人じゃないので。
I'm supposed that there's 128 countries in the world. Are they going to do 128 different characters from different parts of the world?
一言目に俺
That would be great,
晩餐
right?
合戦みたいなのって言ってた。
言ってましたね。わかりやすく。
そしたら本当に
本人がまさに
ボイスを本当に本人が当ててくれることになるっていうのは全く想定してなかったんですけど。
Another character from Samba.
本当にフランス人をコンセプトにして晩餐合戦
Where from a lost
全然また違うキ
civilization
ャ
like
ラになっちゃったんだけど
Babylon.
結果的にはすごく皆さんに受け入れてもらっててとてもありがたいと思ってます。はい。
So this was in the works for quite some time. We wanted to make a French character. Tekken is quite popular in France. Many people kind of assume that Lily is that, but she's not. She's actually from Monaco, although she does speak French. So we wanted to make this character, and the directive from Harada at first was, hey, Nakatsu, make a character kind of like Vincent Castle. And it just happened that we were able to get him to lend his voice to the character, which is quite cool. As you look at the final result, it's a little bit different than the original, make it look like Vincent Castle, but he turned out pretty cool. And it seems like everyone's really happy with him so far.
It's kind of like a
はい。でビクターはですね、
really
本当
put
に
a
たく
lot
さんの
of
武器を
old
使って、
guys
コンバットナイフ
in
だっ
the
たり、カラ
fighting
ービ
games.
ットナイフだ
I
った
think it's
り
great though.
このでっかい剣の竹三日槌っていう剣を使ったり、あとフラッシュライトと拳銃使った本当武器のスペシャリストで、近距離戦も得意ですし、中遠距離も得意って、距離の 制圧が非常に得意なキャラク
It's
ターなんです
always
So
better
Victor
than
is really a
doing
weapon
male characters
specialist.
than
You
female
can see
characters.
all these details. He's got combat knives, karambit knives, his long sword called Take Mikazuchi. And and also in addition to that, even he has pistols and flashlights.
details
So
are
he's a
great,
specialist
though.
not only in close quarters
The suit
combat,
is
but also
boring.
kind of mid-range as well.
I know.
はい
But
で
those
やっぱりそれだけでなくて、
daggers,
軍隊格闘術だったり
guns are、
忍術、あとスパイアクションも含めた、もう本当に
It's like
なんですかね、
Devil
もう
May
スーパー
Cry
スパイ
character getting
CQB ってい
to
う
the
男の子が好きな、
Tekken
男っ
world.
ていうか男女問わず好きな要素がもう本当に
If
盛りだくさん
let's
詰まってる。
mod,
でやっぱりイケオジとか好きな女性の方もいるじゃないですか。
into
なん
Virgil.
で、まあ本当いろんな要素を詰め込んで、
It is a perfect match
一
for
つ
Virgil
かっこいいキャ
or
ラクターを作るってとこで、本当に時間をかけて作り上げたキャラクタ
It
ー
will
で
be
す。
fun.
So he's a very cool, unique
We're looking
character.
forward
He
for
uses
the
kind of a mix
mod
of
community to
martial arts based on kind
make a
of
Virgil
military,
skin or a
conventional
Dante
martial arts,
skin
but also
for
ninjutsu as
Victor.
well. He's also made to be,
Maybe
you know, very
they can
to appeal
buy
to both
a
male and
skin
female audience.
from,
And that's when Harada cracked up and said, "Really?"
They can
But true. I mean, at least Nakatsu's
buy a
image said,
skin
you know,
from
there's many women
Capcom.
out here who like to really refined,
Is it-
good-looking older man
Is it
like
how
this.
it works?
Cool. So let's actually talk
Yeah,
about
Street Fighter character
Victor's
can-
stage, his battle stage.
Battle stage in
Take guns and shoot each other
マイケ
in
ル覚えてるかどうかわかんない
Fortnite.
20
Why don't you
年ぐらい
just
20
make
年
a
以上前
skin
に
for Victor
僕
like
とマイケ
it
ルが
works like
パリ
Dante
初
or
めて行った
Virgil,
時に
right?
いきなりセーヌ川の行っていきなりこ
Oh,
れ乗
they
ったん
only
ですよ
buy it?
その時
For
の
$7
空気そのま
I
ん
think?
まなんですよねこれね
So
Not
the
very expensive?
original kind of inspiration for this was Harada and I 20 years ago, if you believe that. Went to France,
Oh, the
Paris
stage
in
is-
particular, on a business
is
trip.
really,
And like
really
right off the
cool.
plane, they put us on a boat right away. And this was pretty much what it looked like.
This was your first experience
Of France,
in France,
yeah.
okay, in Paris. Awesome. Any other details in regards to the stage,
そう
Nakatsu?
ですね、まあ、その情報を聞いても僕は残念ながらまだフランスには行ったことないんですけど、まあ、いろんなこう
動くんだよね、でも確か船が。
いろんなこう映画だったりドラマとかをすごくたくさん研究のために見て、おそらく多分こういうことだろうなっていうところと、その動いていくことで風景が変わるっていう面白さがあるんじゃないかっていうところで、背景のスタッフと一緒に、まあ、イメージを共有しながらできたのがこのステージです。
そうだから背景スタッフも行ったことないのに
ここまで作り込んで
ちょっと作って俺が見てこんな感じって言うっていうのを繰り返す
We only see
So
seven
keep in mind, you know,
stages.
Nakatsu's never been to that location,
Right.
Nor have the artists who are working on it.
Okay.
So it was pretty much
How many
they
stages
consumed a lot of
should we have
movies and
for
other
30
content to try to get a good image of what it would be like. And as they keep creating it,
for the
Harada and I are
roster
kinda
of
like,
32.
yeah, that's exactly what it
16,
was like.
I think.
And it is kind of interesting that the boat is moving,
but
so as the
those
time
stages
progresses,
has
certain
to
matches are
relate
kind
it
of
with
going
the
slowly down the river,
story-wise,
which is
right?
kind of a unique twist
Something
on
they-
that.
they don't
So,
really
yeah,
care about
we hope
that.
that you'll check it out.
Yeah, so not just does he have a cool stage, but he also has a cool design story. I know we have a little bit of behind the scenes from when you guys were creating the character, so I think we're going to go to a short video as we kind of talk about a little bit more about Victor.
Behind the scenes のビデオに。
What's that? New trailer? Ooh. Oh, character debuting. Okay.
Nous sommes les seuls à pouvoir contrôler l'équilibre de cette planète.
Who's this guy?
Je suis le maître de l'univers. Alors moi j'ai découvert Tekken en fait dans les années 90 et je me suis intéressé à ce jeu-là en particulier parce qu'il y avait un personnage qui s'appelle Eddie Gordo et qui était un capoeiriste et à l'époque je faisais de la capoeira. Donc j'ai acheté, je ne jouais exclusivement qu'avec le personnage de Eddie Gordo. Lars Alexanderson, le lion de la rébellion. Très bien, contactez Yggdrasil. Super. Génial, parfait. T'as vu, ça fait pro? C'est cool.
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger.
Accepte ta défaite. Tu as perdu d'avance.
Victor Chevalier.
Qu'est-ce qui me plaît dans le personnage de Victor Chevalier? D'abord le fait qu'il soit français et le fait qu'il y ait un français dans un jeu aussi internationalement reconnu.
Oh, really?
Le personnage de Victor Chevalier, en fait, il a une caractéristique, c'est qu'il est très élégant. Et j'ai l'impression qu'il colporte à travers sa manière d'être et de s'habiller une certaine idée de l'élégance française. Donc forcément, ça m'a attiré. Plus le fait qu'on m'ait appelé pour le faire, ça m'a flatté.
Il faut une opération conjointe.
Let me check about that later. What?
Nous sommes les seuls à pouvoir contrôler l'équilibre des puissances de ce monde.
Il y a plusieurs manières de faire du doublage en fait. Quand on est appelé pour doubler un dessin animé ou une animation qui existe déjà, qui a été fabriquée à l'étranger, où en fait tout d'un coup moi je me retrouve juste en tant que doubleur français, en fait on doit se caler plus ou moins sur ce qui a été fait. En revanche, quand on participe à la création, en fait on travaille avec des petits sketchs pas du tout terminés, des choses presque figées. Et en fait, ce qu'on va faire dans la salle d'enregistrement va servir à l'élaboration du personnage.
Commencez les préparatifs. Commencez les préparatifs. Nous sommes les seuls à pouvoir contrôler les puissances de ce monde. Fais en sorte d'être à la hauteur quand tu combats en face de moi.
Even though I don't know French.
Dispersion! Dispersion!
People said that this is the most beautiful language in the world.
Appelez-moi Victor. Je n'aime pas mon nom de code.
But definitely better than some.
Ooh, exciting.
Pronunciation-wise,
yeah, super cool. I mean,
the
I'm sure the experience
vibe,
was super fun to
when
do
you're
that.
talking-
Now
when
that's
you
31
see people
characters.
talking with that.
That's correct.
But I hear there's one more.
いやー、今回ね。
Anything you want to preface before we get
待
into
ち
it?
かねてるキャラなんですけど、何かその前に
New character, new
一
character.
言あ
I mean,
り
it's
ます
fun.
か？みんながキャラを見る前に
Isn't
中
it?
継から帰ってきてるといいんですけど。
Isn't it?
JGCR, I have one comment for you. Heihachi Mishima is completely dead.
Okay.
So it's not
Alright.
Heihachi. Okay.
Not Heihachi.
So I think we are going to go into the video we're about to play. I hope everybody's back from the. What's up?
We need that person with us.
I would actually feel safer if we had Steve here. Come here, Steve.
I've been training. I think.
You've been training?
Yeah.
All right, come here, Steve. Get in here.
なんで呼ぶんだよ。
Steve, I'm gonna.
I've been in a gym. Hold on. やらない予感しかしないよ。
When you're ready, tell them we're playing the film.
Me?
Yeah.
You hurt me.
Do it. Do it now.
Be Wow.
せいぜい私を追い詰めてみせろ。
Get ready for the next battle. Tekken 8. New challenger.
屈服の味を知るがいい。
何者だ。
ジン先輩。やっと戦えますね。 少しは楽しめたぞ。
We try?
貴様。一体何者だ。
すぐに理解することになる。
Oh. Look this dog.
立場をわきまえろ。 格が違うんだよ。
He does have a electric wing golf vest. It's interesting. And then
I had to take the same position. I already know I have defense against the Steve Arts.
Look like it's coming from
so talk to us about this new character.
じゃあこの新キャラについて一言。
俺なんか余計なこと言っちゃいそうだから。
そうちょっと危ないんで。
どうぞ。
はい、最後の参戦キャラクターは新キャラクターのレイナです。いや以上ではないです。彼女は二面性っていうキーワードにこだわって作成しました。
So the new character is named Reina, and so Harada is going to say something that is going to cause us problems. So we're letting Nakatsu take care of this place.
Is it a house whip?
And then he said,
I
"Okay,
saw,
Reina, that's it. We're out." Nakatsu's going to give us a little bit more info.
Is there any house whip?
Before we get into that, I mean, I have to kick him out because. But I just wanted to know his thoughts.
So, I was not expecting.
She does have
another
electric.
kind of Mishima. But the style of the character,
on his head.
like the way that she talks. I know people were recently talking about like characters not being expressive, but like that right there, like that character's in my roster now. Like a lot of hits I can see it. So cool. I'm definitely happy with the new character. I can't wait to learn more. So let these guys talk. Show me the slides. Harada, I'm gonna shake you later.
She looks like a bad guy. Bad girl.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, and then Nakatsu was mentioning that one of the key concepts of her is duality is going to be one of the key themes here.
ちなみに彼女は本当に使ってて楽しい。
Yeah, マジ楽しい。She's so fun.
Hey, 1 plus 2
I played a little bit
now.
before this trip just to refresh. There's so many tools she has. It's so man. And
I mean, just watching the video, I noticed a lot of familiar stuff, but a lot of really cool. Different takes on old things.
She also got a omen into a legendary kick or something. There's a the four picture and the right hand corner. That's one is the legendary kick, I think. 1 plus 2 the palm move.
We're all shaken from Steve.
はい。これがレイナのデザインなんですけども。鉄拳7でもデザインをお願いした島崎舞さん。鉄拳7でいうと風見だったり女子のデザインをしたベヨネッタのデザインで有名な島崎さんにデザインをお願いして彼女の二面性をコスチュームだったり髪のカラーリングも含めて非常にうまく落とし込んでくれて大変満足いってます。
Nakatsu was mentioning that this design was actually done by Shimazaki-san, who was in charge of Josie and Kazumi for Tekken 7, but also more well known probably for being the designer of Bayonetta, right? And so the core direction that we gave her was the duality theme, and she took that and translated it quite well into this character with the coloring of the hair, etc.
このね、上着をちょっと俺は個人的に作ろうとしてんだけどね、俺はね。
It doesn't seem like she has a
15万円ぐらいかけて。
wave dash.
Harada's trying to make it and sell it for about $1,500.
Oh, you know Steve will buy that jacket.
I'm actually trying to do the hair too. That's kind of cool.
Awesome.
In Tekken history, there's no character,
I think we have
no female
we saw a lot of her
character
stage, but I think we're going to be talking about it a little bit
use wave
as well.
dash
Do you have a slide for that?
beside Angel, because Angel doesn't mean she's a female. And also, I think Kangaroo.
映像にかなりたくさんの要素を散りばめたんですけども、二面性のうちの一つは今回タイドっていう実在の格闘技をベースに回転するやつとかですね。
割と日本でも知らない人は結構いる。
Reina doesn't have
そうですね。かなり体が柔らかい特徴があったり、すごく俊敏な動きだったり、アクロバティックな動きをする態度っていう。
空手とかまた違うなんかそういうとかちょっと情報があったり、ちょっと古武術寄りな感じですよね。So
maybe
part
not.
of the duality, first off, is
it doesn't necessary to be has a wave dash.
It's actually based on one of the real martial arts called Taido, which maybe in Japan
at least
is not that
I don't see any wave dash.
The movement is quite unique. It's not particularly like karate. It's more closer to some of the old Kobujutsu style of martial arts.
Martial arts.
でそんな中でやっぱりその手刀だったり引っかき攻撃だったり結構残虐な技もこのみで使うっていうところと
Lydia
ちょっとストーリーを、遊んでもらう
also
のな
used
かなか、
karate.
なんとも言えないんですけども、なぜか三島流喧嘩術を得得していて、その暴力性があるっていうところの二面性も表現してます。
And so the other side of that duality is she uses a lot of these knife hand strikes and gouging attacks, very brutal. And
brutal,
so
yeah.
for some reason, you have to play through the story to find out why, but she uses
Okay.
Mishima style fighting karate as well, so that the kind of dual styles.
This is a good bait.
はい。なので、その
I'm
風
more
神剣のような
into
技
the
も
story
持ち合わせていて、態度のその
When
ス
it
ピーディーな
launched on the
動き
first
によっ
day.
て間合いを一瞬で詰めたり、動きの中で、技をかわして、その攻め手を掴んでいくみたいなところで、本当に動かしていても楽しいし、見た目も含めてものすごくこだわって制作したキャラクターです。
And so she has access to obviously the Wind God Fist that is very typical of the Mishima styles, but then also the very quick and the unique movement of the Taido. So she's able to get in and out of a fighting distance quite quickly. And also the look of the character, we put a lot of focus into the details of it to make her really stand out and be a special newcomer to the series.
はい。なので、そういったさまざまな思いや要素を私とあとはいつも映像を作ってくれてる人間ともう一人バトルのディレクションをしている人間で本当にどの要素を入れて映像を構成しようかっていうのをすごく悩んで、今回のビデオを作り上げたので本当に2度3度もう本当たくさん見返して、リリースまで楽しみにしてほしいです。
So not only Nakatsu directing overall, but the person in charge of creating the footage for this trailer you saw, and then also the battle director, how to show off this character and make them look as awesome as we can was something that really took a lot of time and effort to get it right before we showed everyone. So we hope that while you're waiting to get your hands on the game, that you'll check out the trailer several times to look for all these hints and all the cool things that she can do.
ちょっと今トレーラー見た人のコメントでもちょっとトレーラー見ただけなんでね性格は一面性しかないみたいなコメントもありますけど、実はそこも二面性があって、とっても怖い子なので、すごい面白い二面性を持ってます。
So Harada reading the chat again, picking up comments saying she looks very one-dimensional, but personality-wise, it's kind of hard to say anything like that about her without seeing more of the game, right? So she's got another side to her. She's quite mean as well. She's got a mean streak to her. So we hope that you'll check her out.
Yeah.
もうストーリーモードをね
But then, just like all Japanese manga, anime,
She's so much fun.
all
Quite a
bad guy
different play
has
set
a
than we
reason
had from the other Mishimas.
behind it.
Well, that's awesome.
One of
I
my new
mean,
favorites.
Maybe
now
she's
that brings us to 32, the
open.
magic number.
Yep.
All of the playable characters that we have are, of course, people to look
Hihachi,
forward to the game coming out January 26, 2024. Not too far
Is
away.
that
Very, very close. I had a great time, not only throughout today's competition, being able to talk to you guys, of course. It's been fun.
That character is cool. I'm
enjoyed
really
it, man.
looking forward
I'm
to
still
play.
intact. My arm's fine. And I hope everyone enjoyed the trailer.
Oh yes, trailers will release
あとですね、
weekly
今
for
スライドに
from
そうだね、
Yoshimitsu to
Another key
Dafuji.
point.
皆さん多分す
Dafuji
ごく気に
is the
し
last
ていると
character
思うん
to
ですけ
have
ど
the
も、
character review, I
公開
think.
済みのキャラクターに関しての、
火ついたり。
Because
はい、キャラク
he
タ
is
ー
the
の
main
実は自分が編集してるん
protagonist.
ですけども、ちゃんと作ってますの
And then I
で、
think we will have a
随時公開していきます。
what
も
do you
う
call
こ
it?
ちらは決定してますんで。
So as the slide was just mentioning, Harada and I daily are getting requests on Twitter for character trailers, not of all of them combined, but the individual ones that people are used to. We will be releasing them from now until the release, so look forward to those, please.
これね鉄拳プロジェクトの伝統ではないんですけど僕も現場でずっとやった時はキャラをこうスクリプトを打ちながらPV 僕がやってたんですねあれで今彼もそれをやっちゃってるわけですよその企画の仕事をやりながらも
言っちゃっていいんですか
編集をやる、これは伝統を引き継いでるわけですでそれ忙しくてねなかなか追いついてなかったんですけどそろそろそこら辺はね、もうすぐ皆さんに見せることができると思いますんでよろしくお願いします。
So Harada was just mentioning that these trailers you see are actually Nakatsu is actually editing many of these. So, and it's just something the Tekken project does a lot. Harada used to do the scripting for the battle sequences, but also doing the trailers, etc. So now that mantle's been passed to Nakatsu. So, very busy. So we hope that you'll stay up to speed.
はい、お待たせしましたが、公開を楽しみにお待ちください。
So he just says, please, we hope that you'll all enjoy checking out the trailers when they're released.
Something for all the Tekken fans to look forward to. Before we leave for the night and end our Tekken talk here, and of course our wonderful day of Tekken 8 action, I got to ask you guys, what is your message to the Tekken fans? Let's start with you, Nakatsu.
ファンへの一言。
はい、本当に、今日で全32キャラクターを公開できたんですけども、本当に今回の鉄拳8は、今までのシリーズで本当に最大のボリュームで、かつ品質も最高のものをお届けしようと、プロジェクトメンバーと一丸となって開発しています。で、やっぱり格闘ゲームである以上、プレイヤーが主役で、皆さんのコミュニティの力もすごく必要になってきますので、みんなでこの鉄拳7から作り上げてきた熱をもっと鉄拳8で大きくして、本当世界中の人に楽しんでもらいたいと思ってますので、引き続き応援よろしくお願いします。
So Nakatsu just mentioned how he's excited to be able to reveal all 32 characters in the lineup today, and that him and all the staff that are working hard at the game are working their best to make it the most impressive installment to date. And he has something to ask of everyone, that to take all of that power and energy that you gave us for Tekken 7 and to make it even better and bigger and bring in more people for Tekken 8. So please help us with that.
I'm surprised Tekken 7 room
今までのね、こう
for
コアに
such a
鉄拳
hardcore fighting
ガリガ
game.
リ対戦して遊んでくれてる人はもうもちろんなんですけ
They
ど、
bloom.
さっきも少し言いましたけど、ですね、極端な話もオンライン対戦僕はしないっていう人でも、ゴーストを育てるだけでも、あとストーリーモード、そしてストーリーモードも
Until one day we got a Matrix and then we can just being Avatar and fight in the Matrix. Then we will replace Tekken.
本当にいろんな要素を盛りだくさんにしてるんで、オフラインでのパッケージとして買ってもらっても大満足っていうぐらいで、作ってます。なのでぜひ安心して、購入していただければなと本当に思っております。
So Harada was just mentioning that for everyone who's played Tekken, we're sure that you're going to enjoy this one as well. But even if you haven't, there's a lot of content to enjoy. Not only the story mode that portrays what happens with all the characters, but the kind of story mode in the arcade quest of you as a player and your story. Not just that, but the ghost AI characters that we have this time. That whole system is quite unique. And that also the beach volleyball, kind of the Tekken ball that many people love from the
That
past.
one will
All of
really
this different
change
content you can play by yourself,
fighting
even if you
games.
don't feel like jumping online to play against other people. So definitely please check it out.
あともちろんその発売までもうちょっとだけ時間あるので、皆さんが言ってる要望とか含めて良くなるところはもうちょっと良くなりますし、いくつか変更点も多分出てくるかなとは思います。で加えて今日はね、プロの人にエキシビジョンマッチで盛り上げてくれってお願いしたら、アッシュだけガチで一人でずっとアズセナバリバリガチでやっちゃってたんで、発売前からアズセナはナーフ決定です。
And so he's just saying that we still have a little bit of time before the release of the game. So obviously we're still listening to your feedback, etc. Today when we saw the pros playing the game, he told everyone to make it look good, make it look fun. And they did their part, and then Ash actually tried his best to destroy everyone with the new character Azucena, so he decided to try to nerf her before the launch of the game. So, and since Harada took time, I'll make man short, but I just feel that this game is just amazing.
Even though,
all 32 characters have been built from scratch, and I think I like the designs the most out of any installment to date. And the My Replay and Tips and the Ghost, all these things that are unique for a fighting game that'll help you jump into Tekken 8, even if you've never played the game. So now is the best time to start and get it on all the excitement that's about to come.
Awesome. Well, again, it's been a fun day. Nakatsu, Harada-san, Michael Murray, thank you guys for coming out here and providing us with this update, with this Tekken Talk. On behalf of the EVO team, I want to thank everybody here that was out here from the community,
you for everyone joining
the players, everyone at
joining us today.
Tekken Project team,
This is
and of course, all the Tekken fans around the world. We will see you guys next time for more Tekken action, and make sure you guys pick up the game January 26th when it comes out. See you guys next time.
So also please check out my channel. I will bring up more new content about the future Tekken 8, and we are planning to do some podcasts about old Tekken or new Tekken, something like that. Be in touch. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye bye.